remaining in this baby. Anthony with the rebound. Anthony's going to try and get one more shot off the half court at the buzzer. Oh, he puts it in from half court. Carmelo Anthony knocks it down. 37 first half points. A scintillating display of shooting here at the Garden.
Support for the show, FYF Sports, is brought to you by Manscaped, who's the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all of your below-the-waist grooming needs. Get 20% off and free shipping with coupon code FYFCREW at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code FYFCREW. Your balls will thank you. It's FIF Sportsman, it's Lamont. We back. And y'all see the title of the video. Got to talk about it today. Definitely got to talk about it today. And just like y'all saw in the highlights, Carmelo Anthony's had a great career, y'all. He's had a great career. A lot of good highlights. A lot of good moments. No championships. But, you know, I'm not the type to just judge you solely off championships. But just watching this man play for my Portland Trail Blazers, as of late, it looks like this man is done, y'all. It looks like he's completely done. We're talking about in a situation where the Trailblazers are decimated by injuries. They have no scorers other than Damian Lillard on that team. They need scoring desperately now that CJ McCollum's down with a broken foot. I was thinking that Carmelo would step up and really fill that scoring void. That's what I thought. I really thought he would step up and be able to fill that void big time. Because that's the one thing that you can count on for Carmelo to do. If they need somebody to score, you can count on this man to step in and score. And this is not a team this is not a defensive-minded Portland Trail Blazer team. They're not asking him to come in and be a lockdown defender. They just need scoring. Robert Covington's struggling, you know. Everybody is struggling to score. And Carmelo Anthony in a prime opportunity where he can really show that he still has it. Man, it's just been coming up small. I mean, the last game against the Bucks, he played 18 minutes, 1-7 from the field, 6 points. He played against the Chicago Bulls. You would think, with that defense, he'd be able to, at least, give them double figures. 17 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 8 shooting, 0-3 from the three-point line. Against the Rockets, a team where you thought he had a grudge match. I thought he would be, he would come out with some type of animosity towards the Rockets and just try to light them up and run them out the gym. He played 38 minutes. 38 minutes against the Rockets. The coach gave him every opportunity to light his former team up. He goes 3 of 15 from the field, 0 of 4 from the three-point line, 6 points in 38 minutes. And it goes on. I mean, just look at some of the games that he's had. Now, he did have a 22-point outburst against the OKC Thunder. Yeah, he didn't shoot too well from the field. He was 1 of 6 from the three-point line. He put up a lot of shots to get there in 35 minutes. But other than that, man, he's not the same, man. He's not that same dude. And I think it gets to a point in time, especially when you're talking about Hall of Fame great type of players, it gets to a point where it's time to just gracefully bow out, man. He's not playing for money. He's on a minimum deal right now. Now he's made boatloads of money in his career. He still has money coming from, other outside, marketing deals and things of that nature. I just think it's time for Carmelo Anthony to just hang him up. I mean, it ain't nothing. It's, the worst thing you can see is an aging superstar just trying to hold on too long. That's like the worst thing you can see. It's a reason why the players like Kobe went out with his 60-point performance. Same way D Wade went out on a high note. When Jordan retired after the second three-peat, he went out on a high note. There's a reason why you go out on a high note. You just got to come to the realization when your time is up, your time is up. And what makes it even worse for Carmelo is that his style of play doesn't even fit today's game. His style of play doesn't fit today's game. He's a mid-range type of player, ball dominant, not a great playmaker, not a great passer, not exceptional in transition. That's completely opposite of where you need players who can play in transition, who can shoot from the three, who are not going to be holding the ball to hold possession, especially if you're not a good playmaker. I mean, there are some exceptions when you talk about James Harden and Luka Doncic, but we got to look at their playmaking ability. I think it's time. I played the highlights at the beginning of this live stream just to show people that, look, this is not shade towards Carmelo. It's no shade towards Carmelo. I mean, but how do we want to see this man lead a game? He's been playing so bad as of late that you almost forget how great he was. I think, especially without him not having any MVPs or any championships or anything like that. What is there to remember you by, Carmelo Anthony? What you see is what people are going to remember you by. He said he didn't want a farewell tour, right? He didn't want a farewell tour. He just wants to play. He just wants to be one of the guys. Carmelo Anthony has to understand that he's never going to just be one of the guys. He's always going to be looked at as Carmelo Anthony. I just want to see him go out the right way, man. Move on to bigger and better things. Go into the podcast life. I see you doing the wine. You got the podcast shows with the wine testing and tasting and things of that nature. Just it's time. Sometimes it's just time to gracefully bow out and just let everybody know, look, I did my best everywhere I played, man. I tried to get it done. It didn't happen. Carmelo Anthony, understand that today's fan, this new age fan, I would say fans from like 1995 and on up. We're not into that. You have to have a championship to be great type of thing. That's the Jordan fan. That's the Jordan era. They made that category up just so that nobody could pass Jordan up. Carmelo Anthony, we still look at you as a Hall of Famer. 90s fans are going to be long gone when it's time for you to get into the Hall of Fame. Nobody's listening to them guys no more. We know they're too emotionally connected to air. We still look at Carmelo as a great player without the championship. But sometimes you got to let it go. He's 36 years old, making $2.1 million this year. Man. Now his son is looking like he's next up. I would really love to see Carmelo Anthony step away from the game and just start grooming his son to be next up, because his son's looking like he might be that dude. That's what it's looking like. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Obviously, we got this Carmelo Anthony situation. And again, you know how we do, especially on days like today when we're talking about a player, especially in this particular light. Although we got a lot of things to talk about today, we got that Clippers and Nets game that I want to keep an eye on. Looks like the Clippers are up. Look like they're gaining some ground on the Nets. And just like I told y'all, I mean, the Nets got all types of firepower. But what's going to happen is when they play teams that just play a little inkling of good defense and also have stout offenses themselves, they're going to struggle. You cannot outshoot everybody, Brooklyn. So I want everybody to come in. We're going to chop it up on those two things. Those are the two biggest things of the night. But today is a day where, like I said, I don't want this to be shade toward Carmelo Anthony, because you're going to have clowns and idiots out there saying this is shade towards him. No, it's just time for him to hang it up. He's not looking good on a Portland team that needs him to score the ball. He can't score the ball. He's on a team that needs him to score, and one of the greatest one-on-one scorers of all time can't score the ball on this team. In a league where a lot of people say there's no defense. That's what they'll so-called say. They'll say there's no defense, but he's struggling to score. I wonder why. Are we just going to continue to make excuses and say, oh, it's Terry Stotts? Oh, Damian Lillard's holding the ball too much. Like, what is Dame supposed to do? His running mate is injured. All right, they're dealing with injuries all across the board. Yusuf Nurkic's out. Zach Collins out. Robert Covington can't buy a basket. Hey, Queston Ferguson. The Clippers moved up to number 1 in the power rankings this week. It's a reason why. This is why I told you. I remember in the offseason when the Clippers failed, everybody was like, oh, trade Paul George and all this. What did I say? I said they don't need to do nothing. They just need to go try again, because they have a great team. They lost some pieces. The loss of Montrezl Harrell is going to hurt. Lou Williams is looking like he needs to be next up to retire right now, because he's playing like a shell of himself. He's dropped off the map completely. So, the Clippers are the Clippers. This is the same Clipper team that you guys saw last year. They're a great team. I didn't expect them just to lose to the Denver Nuggets and just be trash this year. I don't know why people act surprised that the Clippers are actually good. They're a good team. They're a great team still. You got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on your team. Arguably 2 top 10 players in the NBA on your team. You got great veterans on that team. Serge Ibaka, Nicholas Batum. Let's not act surprised about the Clippers. That's not a surprise. What I was saying was, when Brooklyn plays teams of this caliber, are they going to be able to play that I want to outscore you type of game. Is that style of play going to work? I don't think so. But as we come in today, I'm going to let people into the live chat individually. As we come into the live chat today, I want you guys to make sure you give your appreciation for Carmelo Anthony. All right. Let us know what you appreciate about his game the most. All right. Because we want to keep it positive. And then I want you to answer, do you think he should retire? Because I just think it's time. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. Link will be in the chat. And if you are new, if you've not been on the live panel, again, you guys ask me in the comments far too often, how can I get on the live panel? This is how you get on the live panel. You click the link that I'm about to drop. All right. Just click the link. All right. Make sure you have your camera and or mic activated. Primarily the microphone. All right. Make sure you guys are not around a loud atmosphere because we don't need all that background noise. All right. I've been listening to some of the feeds and some of the previous live panels, and we got so much background noise from everybody that sometimes it's hard to hear. So I'm gonna have to start putting a lot of people on mute just so we can keep a clean audio clean stream. Just too much background noise going around us. Just a little too much. Link is in the chat right there. Goat Mike, I see you changed your channel name. Goat Mike, always grinding. I feel you. That's what you got to do, man. Keep grinding. But with regards to today's show, it's time for Carmelo Anthony to stop grinding. His time has come. His time is up, y'all. Yep. His time has absolutely come. Told you, when I saw that outing against the Bucks, Bulls, and Rockets 3 games in a row, I mean, he literally gave everything he had against the Rockets. 38 minutes. You had 15 shots, 3 of 15 from the field, 0 of 4 from the three-point line. 0 steals, 0 blocks. 1 assist. You're kind of not doing nothing out there, Carmelo Anthony. Even when the coach is leaving you out there the whole entire game. You guys, it's a 48-minute game. Carmelo played 38 minutes, didn't do nothing. Same thing with the Bulls, Bucks. Same thing with the Hawks, Pacers, Kings. Same thing against the Knicks. I mean, you would think he would go play the Knicks. You think against the Knicks he will really want to show up. 3 of 14, 2 of 10 from the three-point line. Come on, man. We gotta, it's with some of these players, man, that people fall in love with. Sometimes you just gotta just be honest with the situation, man. These guys, he's not the same. His game does not fit today's style of play. And it's kind of looking ugly. I'm gonna let Khalil in first on this. I'm gonna let Khalil in. Khalil, what are your thoughts on Carmelo Anthony? And then I also want you to kind of chime in on what do you think about this Brooklyn Nets and Clipper game?
What's going on, Lamont? What's going on to the panel that's behind the scenes as well as the chat? Carmelo Anthony, I really don't have that many bad things to say about him other than him going into a big 3 era by itself. He chose to do that. When Miami was stacking up to their big 3, you had the Celtics and they big 3, the Spurs. So he chose to go in there in the big 3 era by himself because of his greed and willingness to make money, which is fine. But if you're planning on competing in any era of the NBA, you're going to need other really good players in order to compete. Carmelo Anthony just didn't do that. He always seemed like he was a selfish player. Like, I mean, he was one of the more prolific scorers in this generation. I would say Durant is slightly ahead of him, only due to the fact that Durant is a little more efficient. But Melo, you know, he was one of the scorers that could do everything. Like, he could shoot threes, he could play in the post, he could play with his back to the basket, he can get to the cup. He wasn't as athletic as a LeBron or any of the other small forwards during the era, but he's definitely up there in scoring. I mean, he's 14th all time with 26,000 points. He'll probably finish his career with a little over 27,000. So that's pretty good, you know, considering like him not looking that good in the last like maybe 3 or 4 year stretch. And as far as the Nets game, I mean, I think it's like what 2 or 3 point lead for the Clippers at halftime. The Nets actually look like they playing some decent defense. I don't know if this is just an aberration, but from what I'm seeing, they gave up some bad plays to the basket, but overall, I think their defense was pretty solid. You know, they had the all-time worst defense in NBA history, at least starting out in the first 20 games. But so far, so good. I mean, they scoring ain't the problem. Like they'll be able to do that with the best of them, but. I do believe it all starts with Kevin Durant. Once he learns his role as far as being a defensive anchor on a team, then it will be a trickle-down effect, and the rest of them start to play defense. But if he's just lackadaisical and don't really care, the rest of them are going to feel the same way. So it always starts with the best player on the team. He doesn't call himself a leader, but at some point you're going to have to if you're going to win a championship, because you can't have 3 guys who don't know what to do on the court during pivotal times of the game. It should be understood who the ball goes to. Since you guys don't really play that type of defense, like I don't want to see James Harden taking the last shot and Kyrie Irving consistently shooting more than Kevin Durant in every game. Like I just don't want to see that. So he's going to have to put his foot down.
Yeah, I got you right there. All right, appreciate that take. We're gonna go ahead and bring in. Queston. Hopefully, I said the name correctly. What are your thoughts on Carmelo Anthony? Do you think it's just time based on what you've seen? Is it the team? Do you think he still has something in the tank? And then your thoughts on the Brooklyn Nets and the Clipper game.
Man, I appreciate you letting me come in tonight. You know, peace and blessings to all the people on the panel that's coming in after me. I mean, I watch Carmelo. You know, him and LeBron have been 2 of the guys I've watched over their whole career. And I do say Carmelo is one of the most prolific ISO scorers I've seen. And that's hands down. But as far as the rest of his game, I don't really give it too much props because I just really think he was more one-dimensional. And that's not knocking him, but that's just what I've seen over his career. He's more one-dimensional. You know, he didn't really play defense. He really didn't get other guys, you know, make the game easier for other guys. So, but he did get his. But as far as the game tonight, because I am a LeBron fan and I want to see him repeat, I'm checking this game out. And it's a pretty competitive game. I didn't think it was going to be that competitive, but it's truly a competitive game. I'm watching both teams, and I'm as far as the Clippers, the role players are playing their role. I see that they are not as like last year. They'd be up, and just for some reason, it's just like something about that team just fall apart, because I feel like Chauncey Billups is giving them a little something to make them, you know what I'm saying, to make them be accountable this year. I really feel like Chauncey Billups is going to be a good asset for them, just to keep them accountable. You know what I'm saying? If you do go a big league, you will have to be accountable to Chauncey Billups. I feel that. But as far as the Nets, like the guy said before, they just gonna have to play some defense, man. I mean, like you said, they can score with the best of them. It's just defensively, and it's a mental thing. Kyrie and been in the big games. Kevin Durant done been in big games. It's mental. You know what I'm saying? It just comes down to if you want it or if you don't. But as far as that, you know, it's a good competitive game. I hope it stay competitive. But you know, I appreciate you letting me get my little take for the night. You know, sure. And hey, I just want to say one more thing before I leave. I appreciate you cooking Ticket TV on a regular basis, sir. I appreciate that. I live to watch you cook this dude, man. I live for those moments when you just cook him to death. I love it. I love it, man. Keep doing that. Keep doing that because you're gonna keep getting my camaraderie and everything, brother. I'm gonna keep pushing you every time I see you cook this dude. I love it.
Hey,
keep
always
doing it, man.
Gotta cook people, man. And like I say, the thing is, like I tell people, when you say things publicly and you're considered a media outlet, if it's not accurate, I have to say something about it. That's my job. You know, that's what we hear. The name of the channel says it all. We have to start challenging some of these bad takes, and people just, and this is why when Lord Ninja came in the other day with a really bad basketball take on LeBron James. Part of the reason why is because he's hanging out at Ticket TV all day, getting a lot of his information. And when he came over and really had to speak knowledgeably about the game, he failed epically and made himself sound like a buffoon in front of a whole bunch of people. And he got upset about that. So the thing is a lot of people are taking in this information, this nonsense, and then we just here to correct it. And I always, Ticket, obviously he's upset about it. But the name of the show is Forget Your Feelings. So obviously this show over here is not for the emotional, if you are emotional. And that's why those people kind of stay away from this platform. So, hey, appreciate that question, man. You can either stay in the chat or you can hop out, either one. But we're gonna open the panel up to everybody here in a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Antisocial, man. Antisocial, what are your thoughts on Carmelo, man? Do you think it's time? And then also your thoughts on this Clipper game.
The Melo situation, dog. It just, the man old, dog. Everybody can't be LeBron James, man. I don't think he can. I don't think he can thrive in a starting role, like you said. Portland is riddled with injury right now, right?
Yep.
So he have to come in and be a full-time starter right now, right?
Yep.
He's
having to play starter minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't his role last year, bro. He can get you buckets and spurts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he can just start like he used to and just get buckets. He gonna have to do it in spurts, bro. They just decimated by injury right now. So if you ask me, and until he go back to the bench, dog, this how he gonna play. You know what I'm saying? The man's still a legend. He's still a Hall of Fame. But to me, like I told him, he would never get a ring. And I remember a couple of months ago, I had told you, I said, don't be surprised if Damian Lillard leave Portland. I'm like, he doing all that yapping, talking about he committed to the team and all that. At one point, do you want to stop being supported by your team and want to win a ring, bro? Because you see, they ain't really putting no channel around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna have to get away from Portland, dog, to win a ring. If he want to win a ring, if he want to take that Melo route, dog, and just stay with the team and get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I'm all for your brothers getting y'all money, bro. But if you want to compete for championships, Dame gonna have to get away from Portland, dog. And about this situation about this game I'm watching, bro. It's a competitive game, but this is what I always say about the Clippers, dog. I know the NBA is a game of runs. I know basketball is a game of runs, but bro, why do they keep blowing leads? They was up 14. And the shit withered away in like 2 minutes.
Who, the Clippers?
Yeah,
the Clippers. It's because they offense.
Hold on. Well, we're gonna get to that in a second when we open it up to everybody. I got a few more people I want to get in here, and then we'll open it up because that is a good question. I gotta answer.
Why do they keep blowing leads, fam? Like they still got the same problem they had last year. They keep blowing leads.
That's true. That we can get to that here in a second. That's a good question. So hold on to that thought. I'm gonna bring in Tayshaun Holmes. What you got on Carmelo Anthony, man? Do you think it's time, or is it just he in a bad situation? You got to take yourself off mute, Tayshaun. All right, it sounds like he's not ready yet. So hold on, I'm gonna bring in True the King. True the King, your thoughts on Carmelo Anthony, and then your thoughts on the Clippers and the Brooklyn Nets game.
My thoughts on Carmelo Anthony. First ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best scorers of all time, one of the best players in his generation. That being said, what Carmelo is doing now, what he produces now, I think he may need to hang it up. I mean, the fact that, listen, I know, yeah, he may not be playing the same no more. Of course, everybody gets older, but at the same time, listen, when I say he needs to hang it up, I'm not saying he's still able to play in the NBA. He's still, because he's that talented, but what are you playing for at this point? You playing on a minimum deal. You ain't like you know what I mean? It's like you're not really helping that team much. Portland was like 8th seed right now.
Yep.
So it's like he ain't really helping that much on that.
You went mute. You went on mute, True the King. All right, looks like he's having audio issues too. We're gonna bring in Lee.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead, Lee. Lee, what are your thoughts on Carmelo Anthony? And then what are your thoughts on this game that we're watching tonight?
As always, salute to you, Lamont.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to the panel as well. Well, Carmelo, he's definitely a Hall of Famer, great player. One of the best natural scorers, one of the best one-on-one scorers of all time, easily. So it's definitely no knock in saying, hey, he may have not been the greatest player, or he may not have been the best player in this era, but for his time, he was pretty impressive. But now, as you stated, Lamont, it's just today's game is just it's passing by pretty much. I mean, he's still playing the way that he did, as if the NBA, as if today's NBA were the NBA of 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. You still predict what he's going to do almost every time. Is either just going to be just just pull up three out of nowhere, or a bad shot, or just that same post up, same jab step. He doesn't have the, I'm not saying that he was always known for quickness, but he had it at one point. He clearly doesn't have it anymore. And players that are defending him today, there's a lot of times those players aren't really the best of defenders, but they do pretty much a good job on him, causing him to, create a lot of bad shots, or shots that he would have made 5, 6 years ago. He doesn't make them on a consistent basis anymore. So, it's. I think this is his last year. I don't know if Portland's just gonna cut him or buy him out. I don't think they're gonna do that. But I think this is his last year. And in reference to, what, I don't know who said, I don't know if it was Khalil or Anti who said it, but the brothers were right. I mean, not everybody can be LeBron in terms of still being in your prime and still being athletically the best player. But, sooner or later, it's going to catch up to him. That's number one. And then number two, with the Clippers and the Nets, as Anti said, they're always blowing leads. Why? I've never really tried to figure it out after a few times, because it was so consistent with them doing that. Now, I think the way they're playing this year, they're definitely playing with more fire. And I think it's pretty obvious they want LA, and they want to get over that franchise curse of not being able to get out of the second round. So those are the two things to focus on: getting out of the second round and playing the Lakers. And then, of course, winning the NBA championship. So we'll see. I mean, the Lakers are still the best team right now, but it will be pretty interesting as long as the Clippers handle business and just lock in all 48 minutes of the game instead of when they have a 10, 15-point lead. I think they'll be fine. I mean, you got to remember, y'all, I mean, 10 years ago, if they had a 15, 20-point lead, or if any team had a 10, 15, 20-point lead, especially going into late in the third quarter or going to the fourth quarter, or maybe even midway through the fourth quarter, the game was almost as good as won for the most part. But Now, 10, 15 point leads, sometimes even 20-point leads. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I'm not going to sneeze at it, but if you're an average team, it's something. But if you're a great team, it's pretty much nothing. So I didn't mean to talk you guys' heads off, but that was just my vantage point. And please let me know if I said anything that was incorrect.
Yeah, I'm back.
No, that was perfect right there. Hey, like I said, that's your thoughts. We're gonna go ahead and bring. We got a couple more guys to bring in. We got SB Talk Sports. What you got on Carmelo? What are you thought? What have you seen from him this year? You think it's the team, or you think he's just done? I think it's his time for him to retire. But that just could be me. And then your thoughts on this Brooklyn and Nets and this Brooklyn Nets and Clipper game.
What's up? Salute Lamont, salute the chat.
Yes,
What's up, everybody? Oh yeah, hey Lamont too. Another thing. I know I had got your number. If you free tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to you about it again. I'm gonna hit you tomorrow. I gotta talk to you about something.
Yeah,
I need your advice. But with the Melo situation, no, I'm gonna say no, and it's time to retire. Lamont, I know you're a Trailblazer fan, so I'm not gonna argue you down to the death about it because you don't watch more Trailblazer game than I have this year. I feel like no, because he's at a situation right now where he can't go out in a blaze of glory like you were just talking about. So I wouldn't want to. Me as a fan, I don't want to see Melo go out bad. The problem is he needs to go somewhere where he can play for something. I feel like that's why it's getting dried out to all of us seeing him playing bad. So it'd be like at least your dying bad to say dying effort. Your dying effort will at least go to somewhere. At least we know that okay, Melo it don't matter like a Marcus All for the point. Marcus All really don't matter right now. He know his value really gonna show when the playoffs come. So it's like even with the Trailblazers, we know the Trailblazers are not going to win the championship. They might make a deep run, maybe if they get healthy, but we know they're not going to win a championship. So me as a fan, and knowing how great his career was, because Melo was like his whole career, he was walking around with a mop his whole career because he was a bucket. And everybody know he was known as a bucket, and he kept it with him. But I just don't want me as a fan. I just don't want to see Melo go down bad like this. Like they tried to do this to him with the Rockets, but this situation is worse because he actually was balling a little bit with the Rockets. But me as a fan, I just don't want to see Melo go out like
that. And what about this Clipper game? I see it started back up. It looks like the Nets took the lead. They started off the third quarter strong on the 7-2 run early. They took the lead by 4. What are your thoughts on this Clipper game?
Kyrie Irving is actually playing defense on Paul George. Wow.
Yeah, he got to play it now because he called himself out. I just wanted to see with this game what I'm analyzing is how they're going to adjust with them knowing what the problem is. So let's see if this really just this defense is that bad. Let's adjust, or we just not waking up unless we play one of them contender teams that we might see in the finals. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm studying for. This game. Anything else, I'm not really looking with the Clippers. I just think they just need to actually get another guard who can actually control the flow when they get to losing control of games. Because I feel like they just let the game go by. But that's really what I'm looking for this next game. I want to see is the defense really the problem, or is it just you don't play good against these teams? You feel like you're not going to play in the finals.
Yeah, just up and down. Yep. Oh, let me bring Big Chest in real quick. Big Chest, what are your thoughts on Melo?
Yeah, damn Paul George ass up.
And then also your thoughts on the Clipper game.
My thoughts on Melo, man. You know, as much as it hurts me to say it, man, I gotta agree with you, man.
Well, they on Paul George helmet, nigga.
I think who talking? Stop talking real quick. But I think Melo, he's done. No disrespect to him. He's a certified Hall of Famer, phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player to watch, a joy to watch. Over these last 15, 17 years and everything. But I just think his time is up now. And I just don't want to see him going out bad, like I've seen other athletes go out. I just hope that he can have a casual exit from the game. He'll be remembered from like his scoring and his Olympic, titles and everything. And as for the Clippers and the Nets, the Nets can't play defense, as everybody knows. The thing is, the problem is the last couple of games has been effort and it's been defensive lapses, which should know better. But right now they're like the 28th ranked defense. I don't see them improving that much. They might finish the season like 23rd or 22nd, but they're still going to be a below average abysmal defense. My thing is, can they make plays? You know, when it gets to playoff time and they're playing contending teams, can they make plays when it counts? Because if they can, you know, they can go far in the playoffs. If they can't, you know, they're gonna be sitting on the couch, and you're gonna deal with Kyrie and KD and Harden bitching and moaning like they usually do, and all that stuff. With the Clippers, my issue with them is that they play up to the Lakers. They play to their absolute potential against the Lakers. They're always locked in, keyed in, focused, and everything. It's these other teams that they believe that they're automatically superior to, that they play down to. That's how you see the blown leads, how they took the 3-1 lead against Denver, because they believe that they were superior to them and they didn't take them seriously. And when they got hit in the mouth, they had they couldn't recover. And you know, but like the dude said, you know, they need a facilitator that can facilitate the game if the game gets a little haywire and everything. They also need a vocal leader. Now, he's gonna do his thing on the court. Kawhi is just basketball, handle my business and all that. Paul George, pretty much the same way, more or less an introvert, in my opinion. They need somebody that's gonna be that, you know, that leader, that vocal leader. And, you know, people thought it was going to be Patrick Beverly, a.k.a. the dead homie. But, you know, he's just there to be a nuisance. I don't see him as a leader on the team. You know, either Paul George is going to have to step up and get out of his comfort zone, or Kawhi, or they're going to have to get somebody that can be that. But for right now, you know, the problems I see with the Nets and the Clippers, honestly, is not really like basketball wise, more or less mental. Like, can they be on their game mentally? Because a lot of the games that they lost and a lot of their lapses they've had is due to mental, you know, being mentally undisciplined. And if they can be disciplined, both teams are going to be fine. The Lakers are still the #1 undisputed reigning heavyweight champions of the world and everything. But, you know, if they want to compete, you know, they're going to have to handle business. If they don't, they're going to be sitting on the couch whining and moaning.
It's all facts right there. Hold on, we got Taj. Taj, what's your thoughts on Carmelo? In this situation, once Taj goes there, I really want to dive in on this Brooklyn Nets game. I want to answer Antisocial's question about Taj just dropped out. So, but we can go straight to Anti's question. Why are the Clippers? Why are they so prone to losing leads so easily? They have leads and then they lose them.
Like they lose focus or something, like during the game, like I'm looking at it now. It's like they'll do good, and then they'll go through these offensive lapses where
they're too comfortable, man. You got two of the arguably top 10. You got players a cap like Paul George, quality on your team. They're too comfortable.
Who was that, Taj?
Your bitch has dropped out. Yeah, that's the problem.
Taj is here. I thought you dropped out, Taj. My bad.
Your bitch has dropped out. But the problem reason why they blow leads like that, because they too comfortable, because they feel they're better than everybody. I mean, that's their mindset. That's how they feel, honestly. There's nothing wrong with that. You feel like you're the best, but don't get too big-headed and then don't lose focus, like going what Khalil said. And you know what I mean? You got teams can come back from a 14-point lead. So, I mean.
Hold on, Taj. What are your thoughts on Melo real quick since you're still here? I thought you dropped out.
Salute to the panel. Carmelo, you know, one of the greatest scorers of all time, you know. Once it's all said and done, first by Hall of Famer. And the one of the things I appreciate from Melo is that all the things that he did, you know, like all the plays, you know, that he did, you know, from the in crunch time, you know, all the plays that he did in crunch time, you know, when they come back and when they come back, you know, getting the job done and stuff, and not giving up, and yeah, and that's pretty much it, you know. One of the greatest scorers of all time, you know, Melo. Now on to the Brooklyn Nets and the Clippers game. You know, this is on one of the finals previews, and one of the most anticipating games season. And what Brooklyn, still need to fix is their defense. They're great offensively, but just need to back things up defensively. And then Clippers, what they just need to the Clippers, like, they're still a good team, but they just need to for a cherry on the top is to have a point guard, a playmaker, someone that could be a facilitator, a leader, like guys like Rajon Rondo. But unfortunately for them, they couldn't get Rondo. But so far so good. But it's looking so far so good for the Clippers. It's after 1 year of them underachieving. After blowing that 3-1 lead, it's only been 1 year. So what they had to do is just try again. And then come back. Then try to come back with a vengeance. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Yeah, I think, and I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this, but I think the Clippers blow leads because they don't play. I don't think they have consistent defensive effort. I think it comes and goes. I think they play defense in spurts, and I think they also allow their offense to dictate how hard they play defense. So if they're making shots and everything's going good, they're playing good defense. If they start struggling, or they're going to spurt of struggling, missing shots, they're not getting back. They're not playing defense. I think they're not consistent defensively. I think that to be a championship team, that's one thing that you cannot be is up and down on defense. I don't know if y'all are seeing the same thing, but what are y'all thoughts on their defense? And again, this game, it looks like it's going an up and down game. The Clippers took the lead. Brooklyn took it right back.
The Clippers? You talking about the Clippers or the next season?
This man, Serge Ibaka missed a layup under the basket. You got to do a 6 foot. Come on, dog. Shit crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Lamont, the defense is definitely something that can improve because they have the players that can play defense. And in regards to Brooklyn, I mean, this is about as good as an effort as you'll get out of them. But it's not the bigs that's really killing them. If you look at the way they've been playing defense, it's the guards. Colin Sexton dropped a career high on them. Russell had a really good game against them the last time, and so did Trae Young when they played Atlanta. So the only big that really got off on them was Bam and his 42 points. They're getting beat from the perimeter to the basket. Like, it's like James Harden and Kyrie Irving really don't want to play no defense, man. Like, and Durant's not really instructed them to, and you already know D'Antoni don't play no defense, so they're gonna have these woes throughout the rest of the season. Like, next year is when you'll probably see them get better because then they can institute this from the beginning. But you can't just click on the switch like Kyrie said and just start playing better defense. It doesn't work that way. Sure, you can give better effort than what you're giving now, but they have too many issues and they're a smaller team. Durant is their tallest player. And even he don't play as big as he should sometimes. So, I don't know, man. Both of these teams, to me, aren't really defensively sound like that. They just got really prolific offenses. But to me, I don't see either one of these two teams getting to the finals. Not to me. Maybe something can change my mind, but as of right now, I don't see it.
I'm looking at this Nets, what they're doing. They've essentially committed to this smaller lineup with Jeff Green at really playing the center for this team. DeAndre Jordan's only played 8 minutes tonight, but he's actually played good. DeAndre Jordan's a +7 on the night with 1 steal, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He has 6 points, 3 or 4 from the field in 8 minutes. It looked like he might have been on his way to a very productive night, but they've taken him out the game and they went to Jeff Green for whatever. But Jeff Green looks to be struggling from the field. He's 1 of 7, 1 of 5 from the 3. -5 on the night with 5 points. Why do y'all think they're resorting to this lineup so much?
Because DeAndre Jordan fell off.
Because they need to space the floor. They're trying to space the floor with Jeff Green. He can shoot three, so they're trying to create as much room for those three guards or those three perimeter players to operate. You know,
I don't even think it's. I think because of defense.
Well, they need some level of defense, but Jeff Green isn't going to give that in the interior where they're playing them.
I mean, he kind of can. He played like Jeff Green came in the league as a power forward. He guards. He's a versatile defender. So when it comes to switching and guarding pick and rolls and stuff like that, he does that better than DeAndre Jordan does. And plus DeAndre Jordan only give you, like I said, 6 rebounds right now. Like DeAndre Jordan is a shell of himself, and like Jeff Green can give you 6 rebounds a game. So it's like, that's the reason why they're doing it. And what you said though, spread the offense. That's kind of that's a plus. Okay, we're gonna do that, and it's gonna spread the offense more. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's mainly defense, and plus, like you said, like what Cleo said, spread the offense.
Yeah, I think we'll see if it's really true that DeAndre Jordan, the shell of himself, is when they get another big man, and if they get one, and then we'll see how they play him. Then, like, would they start playing other big men more? Because I really don't believe they wanted to get rid of Jared Allen, but Kyrie and KD and Jordan all came in together. They wanted Jordan, so.
Man, I think this was conflict in the locker room for real.
Hey, I didn't know this, but is this true though? I seen a picture of it, but I didn't know. Did all these guys play on the Team USA together?
Who?
It was Kyrie, Harden, Joe Harris, Jordan, and KD. Did they all play on team? I seen a picture of
Joe Harris there.
That's what I was saying. I don't know about Joe. I don't know about Joe Harris.
He was there. Joe Harris was there because of his 3-point
Okay.
shoot. He was there. Because when you play an overseas ball like that, other teams have 3-point players assigned specifically for 3-point shoots. So.
Hold on, Joe Harris was. Hold on, yo.
Yeah, he was on the Olympic team.
Hey, for this game right here, I think the biggest thing is going to be fourth quarter defense. Obviously, it's been a close game. See, can the Nets guard in the fourth quarter? That's the thing. When they gave up 48 points in the last game in the fourth quarter, they've struggled in fourth quarters containing teams, especially containing people from the perimeter. But you got to think, most teams are playing what in the fourth quarter? They're going to their starters heavy. I mean, second and third quarter, you're looking at a lot of rotational guys in there. What are the Brooklyn Nets going to do when the Clippers bring in that primary lineup and they're really going at Harden, KD, and Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving looking like he's having a great night tonight. 11 of 17 from the field, 26 points. He's definitely doing what he's supposed to do. James Harden's solid, and then KD is doing his thing, 8 of 10, very efficient as well. But again, they're not getting much from the bench. They're not getting much from the bench. And then the other starters, Jeff Green he's having a bad shooting night. Joe Harris has been solid. You can't complain there. But both of these teams look like they struggle with depth too.
Yeah, they do. They do big time. Well, right now, the Clippers' depth is looking a little bit better because Batum is kind of going off right now. So that's somebody that can definitely help them being a bigger perimeter player. Well, he just let Durant get right by him, as I say that.
Yeah, I'll say Batum's starting now, though.
I'm just talking about in regards to somebody else doing something outside of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Because Paul George started off good in the first half. Right now, he's struggling. He's taking a lot of bad shots, taking a lot of bad 3-point shots in this quarter here. And Kawhi, to me, really isn't aggressive enough coming out of the half. Like, he started to do a little something now. He just scored there. But in order for the Clippers, to me, I think Kawhi Leonard should be the leading scorer, and Paul George should be the primary defender and the ball handler. But
he should be average by the same amount of points, though.
Well, what'd you say?
What's that? Both of them average the same amount of points, though.
They real close to each other, but I always felt like Kawhi Leonard to me is more efficient, especially what he like to do. Paul George is more herky-jerky. You can see it in this game. Like, he started off really well, and now all of a sudden this dude, I haven't seen him make a shot in this quarter, so I don't know what he's doing. He's taking a lot of bad step-back threes and all this shit. So I don't know what the hell he's doing. But that's a part of their offense, dude. They take turns.
The reason why
now go ahead,
this game, though. Yeah, this game is competitive, though. I mean, you got Kyrie, but here's the thing: it's crazy how Kyrie having a great game, and the game is so close.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I've always said that, though, Drew. I always said that if Kyrie Irving is leading your team in scoring, and shots, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
You're not
But
gonna
not even necessarily that. Not necessarily even that. There's the fact that who's on his team doing it. Now, if he was the best player on his team, it'd be different. But look who's on his team.
Yeah, but both
So
teams
like,
depend on they star heavy though. Like both of them. If
Nah,
they
but
stars
look,
don't
you-
play good, they losing.
right. But like if Kyrie, if I'm playing Brooklyn Nets, man, listen, Kyrie can take all the shots he wants. He can cook. He can have 100 points. I'm not letting James Harden and KD beat me.
Well, they doing a really good job on James Harden. They keep throwing different bodies at him. So they
Make him a passer. Make him a passer.
I think he already made himself a passer though, because he don't seem like.
But they're not gonna win. But they're not gonna. If he's long hands shooting up shots and going to the free throw line, Brooklyn not winning anything.
Like I ain't gonna say I watched like a decent amount of Nets games, but is it me? Is it me or does it be like when James, like if the Nets in a hole, James would be more aggressive. If they up, he'd be too passive, or is that just me?
Well, like I was saying earlier when this shit first happened, it's about seniority. Like he coming in as the new guy, so he doesn't want to get nobody's way.
He trying to appease Kyrie. He trying to appease Kyrie. Yes.
Like he
ain't trying to step on Kyrie. Yes.
So he
trying to appease KD.
He's trying to appease Kyrie.
He played with KD already. He know what to do with KD.
No, I'm saying he trying to peak. Listen, the end all be on that team is KD.
But the most sensitive one on the team is Kyrie. If Kyrie don't get his shots, he gonna start bitching and complaining. Trust
me,
who cares?
But James Harden don't give a fuck about that. Like in the day,
I guarantee you, James Harden care about that.
He better care because he wanted out of the
He's not trying to step exactly. He's not trying to step.
But listen,
on
it's all about
him.
But him and Tim. Listen, it's all starts with KD. That's all really it is for and it's the image that listen, the reason how he playing because it's the James Harden selfish, the media, he's a selfish player. He's playing this way for his image. For one of the reasons why I think he's playing like this because of his image. Tell you the truth.
I don't believe
Lamont, Lamont, but true.
That's one of the reasons.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either because you gotta say Kyrie name
whole give a damn about no image.
Yeah, but he's not no with James. But you trying to tell me? Okay, so
the whole time he was gone, they was complaining, bro. They made moves. They made his name whole way. If they didn't care about how sensitive Kyrie was, they would have just traded him.
I'm not saying don't care. I'm not saying don't care, but at the same time, they made a trade for James Harden for a reason, and you on the team. So it's like he's important. He just as important as Kyrie is. I don't care if Kyrie been there longer or not. James Harden they made a trade for him.
No, I agree with that. He
Hey y'all. Hey, hold up, y'all. What happened when James Harden first came to the team and Kyrie wasn't on the team? That nigga was getting buckets.
Okay,
exactly. That nigga was getting buckets. Bro, he's trying to not step on Kyrie's toes, dog. That's exactly what's going on.
He even said in his press conference that he needs to be more passive and don't shoot the ball with them.
Hey, so you trying to say that James Harden he's scared of Kyrie or something?
No, I'm not trying to say he's scared of Kyrie. Don't twist my words. I'm trying
to make him happy.
He's not. Yeah, he's trying to make him happy where he won't. You know how Kyrie is timid, dog. So whatever he don't do, he gonna go to the next level with it. So that nigga ain't getting his shots. He gonna start pouting. What's the purpose of him not being out there?
You ever seen Kyrie pout about shots, nigga?
What?
Kyrie, he'll sleep those shots at you, like on some.
Kyrie will stop talking to it. He stopped talking to his team for like a month. What are you talking about?
That nigga don't get his way, nigga.
Because he ain't getting no shots. That's because the nigga crazy.
Don't come
in. That's okay, but that
man ain't crazy, man. He's timid.
Kyrie always got the most heat. LeBron even gave him the most shots.
Timid.
Man. Come on, LeBron even gave the nigga the most shots. He ain't never got his shots in no game.
But that's what he's saying. He don't always make sure Kyrie get his shots. That's the point.
Y'all acting like
Kyrie gonna get a shot. Kyrie gonna get shots regardless.
Why y'all acting like Kyrie ain't efficient though? This nigga's an efficient scorer.
Bro, we're not talking. Okay, yes, he is an efficient scorer, but
not all the time. Not all the time.
Hold up. You right, but that's all he's bringing to the game. Kyrie don't affect the game in no other way but scoring, dog.
Look how small. You expect Kyrie to be a great defensive player?
No, but I expect him to be on.
What do you mean you expect him a great defensive player? He's in the NBA. What are you talking about? Like, how many
niggas that size is a great defensive player?
What are you talking? You sound crazy. Muggsy Bogues.
Who is this nigga?
Muggsy Bogues in the Kyrie. He was 5'3". What are you talking about?
Yeah, like Kyrie just a trash defensive player. Come on now.
Yo, Muggsy Bogues was 5'3" and better defender than Kyrie.
Boy, wouldn't have you ever known Kyrie to play good defense? Boy, stop it.
So wait,
Stop it,
hold on.
nigga.
We're not making an excuse of being size, not excuse for not playing defense. I hate that conversation.
You act like he don't
You
try to
excuse
play
people.
defense.
You excuse people not playing defense because of they size. That's corny as shit.
Right. That's
I'm sorry.
not a good excuse.
Nigga.
That is corny. I don't want to hear that, man.
He out there to score. Stop trying to
hey, you out there to play defense too. You out there to play
It
both
just
sides
don't
of the
affect
ball.
the game unless he's scoring, bro. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's all he do. If he not,
Yeah,
playing,
that's facts. But ain't no excuse for him to get better.
Is you watching this game?
If he
That's all you focus on. Fam, scoring. That's
you
all
evidently
you
ain't
focus
watching
on.
this game because Kyrie is hustling.
Man, all I know is this though.
Offense and defense.
No,
all I know is
he
all
hustling
I
on
know
offense
is this.
and
Kyrie
defense.
can be a good defender if he wants to. I've seen it.
Yeah,
When he was
but
on
you gotta look
Celtics-
at this, bro. From what our track record from seeing Kyrie play,
If you
anytime he have a
watching
bad
this
game, listen, it's a bounce back game. Every time Kyrie says something about him playing bad, he always play good. The bounce back game because he said this. But we talking about on the regular.
Man, they on prime time TV right now, man. They on TV.
Yeah, come on, bro. They do all that.
It's a gimmick, man. It's a gimmick, man.
This is the Clippers, bro. You gonna wake up and play for this game?
Hey, bro, I don't know
Yeah,
what
exactly.
game you
It's
watching, but they cooking his ass. They going at him every possession.
Everybody always go at Kyrie though.
If Kyrie put the effort,
They're
he
not
could be
going at him
a
every
good defender if
possession
he put the
either.
effort in.
Yes, they
That's
are.
what I'm saying.
They getting a switch and everything when Kawhi has the ball.
Kawhi
Now
switch.
they up.
Kawhi always run picks.
Yeah, this is a close ass game. Even Kyrie Cook, listen, this is a strategy the other team is going to use now.
Yeah, Kyrie is
Basically, Kyrie can get 50. Kyrie can get 40 points this game
And still lose.
But it's because that's not how this. Listen, he's not like. Hey man, I like Kyrie beat me than other people beat me.
Hey,
that's all it is.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Does the Clipper match up better against the Brooklyn Nets than the Lakers, or do the Lakers match up better defensively?
Lakers do.
Because a lot of people saying the Clippers because they got Kawhi and Paul George and Pat Beverly, and they can guard all three of them.
Lakers bigger than the offense. That's why.
Yeah, because I know the Lakers are a better defensive team. I'm just talking about matchup.
They big. They're bigger. They're bigger.
Lakers my team.
They're bigger.
Clippers better defenders than Lakers are.
Lakers need
As a
another
team.
center, man. Because Saul is a defensive liability.
Gasol work
How y'all gonna say he a defensive liability? Nigga,
Not like that. He been playing all right. He had one bad game.
That's because they take his ass out for a quarter.
No, they
so
don't,
what
bro.
though? So what?
Go look at his minutes in the fourth quarter.
Okay, don't mean he don't play good defensively though. Don't say that though. Like he do.
You're
Like
not gonna see Gasol value to the playoffs, bro.
If you think Gasol playing good defense, go watch the games.
Game slows down.
They play good defense. Exactly.
You number 2 defense in the NBA.
Yeah, they play good defense, not Gasol.
They play good team defense, nigga. That's what you supposed to do.
That's why
good team defense. That's why they're number one defensively.
So Gasol can't play good post defense no more. So he can't play good post defense. He can't protect the rim. That's basically what you're saying. Like, come on, yo, cut it out. Nobody's saying he in his prime or anything, but
Gasol is not moving his feet, man.
You talking about pick and roll? You talking about pick and roll and stuff like that? Like you talking about one aspect?
Okay.
Like, you talk about that, but like he's playing.
I'm watching.
It's a lot of players who ain't stopping the pick and roll. We just busting
exactly.
Knicks by killing the pick and roll.
That man averaging a block and 2 a game. Come on, man. Listen, man. Like block 0.2.
That don't mean nothing.
That means a lot.
Hey. So yeah, say that. So when he's on the post, when you have somebody going to the post and he's there to defend, he's not doing anything. Okay, like.
Hey, I bet he's a better defender than Montrez.
Yeah, but he's playing better than DeAndre Jordan right now.
He's not playing better than Montrez right now. Not better.
He's not. No, he's not. He ain't playing better than Montrez.
Not even better defense. Not even on defense.
Hey, it don't even matter. It just
Montrez playing good team defense actually.
Right. But here's the thing, like you said, that's why they a better matchup for Brooklyn.
Montrez gets too small on the post, and he begins to get big boy.
Right, so just so them having a big man make them a better matchup. I was just thinking they might be better.
They got better size. They got bigger size. They got more.
I think we're gonna help the Lakers.
With me, the Lakers, dog, them niggas can go 10 deep easily. Like that's what it is with me. Them niggas can go 10 deep easily, bro. Like they the best team in the NBA to me because nigga They bench.
Only thing I'm worried
I
about
think what's gonna help us is
they
none of
guards
the teams that's
defensively.
good got big players. Like
But
Nets
the
don't got no
Lakers are
big
so
players,
good, man, because they
and Clippers
they
players are
can
not big, so that was gonna help the
different
Lakers.
lineups. Like the Lakers have a defensive lineup, and they can hit you with offensive lineups. Big or
Exactly. They
small.
can go big or small, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
What's gonna help the Lakers is the Clippers and the Nets have no big players that's worth being scared of.
I'm with
But did you
Khalil,
just say
though.
Gasol have a problem with it? So what if they try to just run the pick and roll on Gasol? So wouldn't it be a bad matchup? That's why I said the Clippers might be a better matchup defensively.
They gonna
so they can match that.
They gonna sit Gasol ass down.
Yeah, but the Nets don't run pick and roll. That's the thing. They don't run a lot of pick and roll.
Hey, Lamont, I'm with Khalil, bro. I don't see now one of these
Hey,
teams
Lamont,
getting to their
Lamont, I don't know if you heard
conference
the-
finals, bro.
Hey, Lamont, I don't know if you heard the question I asked. Which team is a better matchup defensively for the Nets? Is the Clippers or the Lakers? A lot of people been saying the Clippers might be a better matchup.
The better matchup for the Nets is going to be the Clippers. They're not going to. The Lakers are too consistent defensively. The one thing the Lakers are going to do every night is play defense.
Hey.
It's rare that they have bad defensive games. They usually have offensive games, but mostly every game they come with their defense. This is why they can win ugly games. Like if you look at the Lakers this year, they really have been playing bad this year. They haven't been playing great basketball. AD's been playing bad off and on. Wes Matthews is inconsistent, but they still one of the top teams in the NBA. That's because their defense is consistent. So it's going to be hard for the
defense in the league
that consistently plays solid defense, great defense most of the time. And then if their offense is clicking, you definitely don't have a chance. We've seen that in a couple games already.
Hey, Lamont, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you watching the game?
Yeah.
Why it look like KD presence ain't nowhere felt out there, dog? Or is it just me?
That's just how he gets.
Kyrie taking more shots.
That too.
Because it's like he just like his presence is not felt in the game at all, bro. Well, like what's his stats right now?
KD got about 17.
He got 17.
19, 8, and 8.
It don't even feel like it though.
Yeah, KD playing. He playing.
Nah, it's just that KD's probably having like a quiet night.
And he playing defense.
And that's the thing, Anton. Like
KD playing defense.
Because on a lot of crucial possessions, Kyrie taking over.
Yeah, you got to.
That's why nobody is paying KD no mind, because in a possession that you think KD supposed to have the ball, Kyrie got it.
Hey, you got to remember.
You're gonna end up with about 25.
Hey, that's MLE.
And you got to.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
You got to remember.
Salute to the whole panel, bro.
And Anti, you got to remember when KD was in his first finals with OKC and they lost to LeBron and Miami in 5. He averaged, I think, over 30 plus points a game. I want to say he averaged 31 or 32 points, but it was a quiet.
Almost 31.
Yeah, almost 31. It's sometimes when he averages 30 or when he has high scoring games, it's a quiet high scoring game.
They just milking Kyrie because they realize none of them niggas can stay in front of Kyrie.
Hey, y'all.
He scores so quietly because he's so efficient. You don't look at the shots.
Right.
It's not noticeable. Like
Right.
you know where his spots are on the court. You get to him every time, and he's very efficient from his spots.
Well,
You ain't
first time come, he gonna get the ball.
shots.
Hey,
Right.
hey, I don't mean to get off topic, man, but while MLE in here, man, hey, bro, hey, I just want to say, bro, my bad. You probably don't know me, but probably about a few months back, whenever you made a reaction video Ticket, you know what I'm saying, me and you was going back and forth and shit, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I probably was a Ticket fan, but now I see the little hypocrisy that nigga be on, so I want to take that shit back, bro.
Hey, you a real man for admitting you wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I appreciate that, right? You hear me though? Like anybody who come in my chat, comment section doing that, like I look at them as trolls, and I don't take it personal. I don't get mad or nothing. Like it'd be fun going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me laugh. Like I do this shit for a hobby, so I don't get mad about none of that shit. Your opinion is your opinion. You feel me? I respect your opinion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was getting fed the bullshit. You know what I'm saying. As far as him saying that he's everybody's daddy on YouTube, and you know when you say that, I kind of look at the shit and look at everybody make a response video. I'm like, damn, why everybody on Ticket help so hard? And so whenever y'all call him a hater, then I'll be like, well, y'all actually making a video about him, so y'all hating on him too. But at the same time, I see why, because a lot of the shit he be saying, bro, the shit, it really don't make sense, bro, and that shit don't be adding up. But I still tune in But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I could be a real with him, you know what I'm saying, admit my wrong.
No, that Tayshaun, I
Yeah,
think
bro
people
got a
come.
lot of.
I say
Go ahead, Lamar.
I'm saying I think people come at him so much because you can't profess to have a platform where you say you let people come on and cook, but as soon as they come on and have an opinion that's different from yours, you either try to talk over them, mute them, or you block them. That's
Right.
where the conflict comes. That's where people say, I love the debate. Like, I don't mind coming on there and we have a difference of opinion, but if I come on and the only thing you're gonna do is talk over me, block me, or mute me, and you just trying to show out really, and you ain't really trying to have a conversation, that's where the people, that's where you start seeing people come at him with these videos. And that's where a lot of my videos started, because I'll be like, well, you didn't let me get my point across there. I'm just going to eat through your own video and people going to really see the facts. And that's what happens there. It's not shade. It's not shade because I always keep it basketball, you know, and most people always keep it basketball with him. He's the one that really usually takes it to the emotional level and feels like people are personally attacking him. Right.
Don't nobody talk about that man's personal life.
Not really, because I could. Because people have came to me with very personal information on Ticket TV that I could have really dropped in a video and put out there, but I didn't because I keep it basketball.
Right, this shit's just a sport. I don't take it that far.
I'm
like
just
when I
telling the
see
truth.
Ticket doing that crazy shit, you know what I thought? I started thinking like it's just a marketing scheme with yo. Like I be seeing some of the clickbait titles he be putting out there. Like, it's just marketing.
You would think, but I think he'd be dead serious though.
No, he's not serious.
Oh, sometimes he do. Sometimes he do be dead serious, but
you can't market yourself.
A lot of times he can be serious sometimes.
You can't market yourself with all that cursing and calling people suckers and all the cocksuckers and all that. You can't really market.
That, right? You do that dumb shit. But I say that because he'll bring up a topic. He could bring up a topic. He could bring up a topic that get everybody turned in, right? And he might be trolling, but people want to send a cash at.
Well, Lamar, I don't know what you was going to say, Lamar.
No, I'm saying you can do that type of marketing, but it limits the reach of how much money you can make. Like that's the difference between RB the breakthrough type of YouTube money and then Ticket TV type of YouTube money. It's levels to it. So when you look, RB has soared far past Ticket because look how he runs his platform, but he's probably making 5-10 times more than what Ticket is making in YouTube ad revenue because of how it's going the way RB's doing it's going to take him farther. Ticket's just going to hit a wall because he's going to cause so many doors to get closed on his face because of how toxic it is and this type of stuff that he allows over there. So again, that's how he runs it. I got no problem with it. Right. But again, you know, maybe he's happy with just collecting, you know, the few donations is just getting by off the chain. So.
Hey Lamar, and back to MLE point, because I noticed that shit yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. He made a video, and the title was KD, I guess, having friction with Clay and Draymond because he had liked a tweet. Like he tried to make it seem like they got real beef with each other or something. But I mean, whenever he came on to the panel, he really didn't elaborate on it. Like, I don't know, just the title itself would fool you.
I try not to entertain that rumor type stuff. Like that's why I didn't even make a story about the LeBron getting into it with the lady on the sideline, because the one thing that we don't have is we don't have the audio of what LeBron James said back to her. We don't know what was going on. We don't know if LeBron knew the guy. I don't like to deal in that stuff that's not basketball. He likes to dive into those topics to create fake narratives just to speak on Clay and Draymond. Again, that's all fake news. Like if TMZ is probably the only network out there that reports on those type of rumors that you can actually believe, because they don't put it out there unless they got big time facts to support.
They do their homework.
Yeah, they do their research.
Do their homework.
So apparently, they be messing up sometimes though. They be messing up sometimes.
Yeah, I think it was
everybody fuck up. Ain't nobody perfect.
Apparently,
like
TMZ mess up sometimes.
RB be hating sometimes too, but he don't do the toxic shit. Like he won't be on there cussing niggas out and all this crazy shit.
Apparently,
his channel is completely different from Tickets.
Apparently, there was some kind of audio by.
He just passive aggressive.
Yeah, it was some audio.
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of audio from another person around the situation with LeBron and that fan, LeBron didn't say anything he was accused of.
But that's what they always do, though, Lee. They always put extras on it. Like, if he would have said, "Sit the fuck down, bitch," if LeBron would have said that, you know how many people was sitting in that area that would have reported that right away?
Yes,
that would have made a reaction to it. Like, holy shit, he just said, "Bitch." They always put extras on everything, man. That's why they call them Karens. Like, you know what I'm saying? They over glorify every situation. Like, this lady, one of her 15 minutes of fame, she was like, holy shit, I'm actually in an altercation with LeBron James. You can see her buddy pull out her phone. She got her phone out. So you got phones out. Now, you recorded since where it picked up at. They didn't record it where the dude was talking with LeBron. It only picked up where him and her had got into it because she instigated. So since you got your phone out, show the proof where he called you a bitch a couple of times. Just show us.
Well, you know the lip readers would have caught that anyway. The lip readers would have caught that. They catch all that. So
she issued
in the same spot.
She issued an apology to LeBron and the Atlanta
Who
Hawks.
cares? Man, I don't even care about that.
That situation, y'all gotta understand that literally happens almost every day. Every Suns game where I was sitting right behind the bench, I literally would hear stuff every game, and it was never a big deal when you got a stadium full of fans and you just have to ignore the shit. It just got overly emphasized because you can hear everything.
Just like when Russell Westbrook cussed out that fan in Utah.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron has been getting.
Do y'all think that's the first time Russell cussed a fan out? He cussed fans out probably like 30 fans out on the regular. Yeah, he did that on the regular.
And I always take the athlete side. Always have, always will.
Athletes, like a lot of people don't know this, but most teams have their own internal policies that if you engage with a fan or if you talk to them first, then you get internally fined by the team. A lot of these players will not say nothing to a fan until a fan opens their mouth and says something to them because of the money involved. But I mean,
Lamont, that internal fine really does take place.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Teams can have their own internal fines. Hell yeah.
Oh, I knew that. I just didn't know I didn't know it came to that. Like speaking to a fan.
Yeah.
Hey, Lamar.
It's all entertainment.
Let's say one thing. Thing about your title, right? I think Melo should have retired last year.
I think so too, bro. Because he actually would have went out kind of on a good note.
Lamont, you're harsh.
He'd have went out with people blaming it on the NBA trying blackball.
I don't think so.
That's how he'd have went out last year. Instead of playing the way he played as a role player, like the type of talent this man is known for, the way he playing with Portland is just bad. Like, sit down, bro. Just give it up.
That man averaging 30. This man shooting 36% from the field. Man, he retired. That's just on 11 points a game.
Wait, the King, he's not shooting 36%.
He's shooting 36% from the field.
He playing good.
Last year you played like some shit and you played like you trying to fit in instead of playing mellow.
I mean, let me double check, man.
Carmelo got like 14 points right now.
He's not.
No, he's not.
33% from
he ain't sure. He have no damn 14. He having 11.6. My fault. 11.6 points a game.
He's shooting 36%
from the field.
He coming off the bench more because of
that's not acceptable.
He playing 25 points a game. He averaged 25 minutes a game, man. Pack him up, man. Listen, he had a great career, but sometimes you gotta get packed up, man.
If he want to play, let him play.
You got money. You got money. You know what I mean? Making
millions of dollars. This Clippers Brooklyn game.
I'm watching.
Yeah, it looks like it's going down to the wire.
James Harden going down to the wire. Rhythm of the team, bro.
Kawhi trying to take this game over.
Man, Lil Will about to be in that category too. I ain't gonna hold you.
I just said that. I said Lil Will's next up to get retired because he.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. He had a great career. You know what I mean?
I don't think he want to play for. Hey, true. I ain't gonna lie. I think he just don't want to play for them no more.
Nah, he ain't.
Hold on. Lil Will's in a position where if he didn't want to play for them, he could easily request a trade and be up out of it.
Exactly, man. He in LA, man. Listen, he in LA.
He don't want to leave LA, probably.
What that RVD in that about? You know, he's in LA. What up, RVD?
What's going on, brothers? They can't guard Kyrie, not even a little bit.
Hey, I told you. The game flow is going. Brooklyn is actually playing relatively decent defense.
They are.
Like you look at the last 3 or
That's
4
why I said y'all
possessions
exaggerating on Kyrie.
the Clippers. Like it's been all
Who
tough
capping
shots.
on Kyrie?
That's why I asked what I
Nah, we
said. The
capping
question
on
when I hear my take on it is
He
it
13
just
for 20.
See,
is they
Brooklyn just
defense
can't
bad?
close out the defense right now because they can't
Kyrie
get
having a good game.
They get defensive rebounds.
He is having a good game. Nobody said he wasn't having a good game.
Almost every game he played this year been like that.
Okay.
He shooting like
how many more games?
He shooting
How
like
many
50%.
more games?
What did you
How
think?
many games he missed compared to how many games he played? Come on, don't do that, yo.
That was a bad defensive possession by the Clippers. They just let Kyrie
Kyrie playing like somebody owing him some respect.
Hold on.
Kyrie
That's
just
what
made
the
it look
Clippers
bad.
do. They will do that. They will do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They will do that type of defense. Their off-ball defense has been atrocious since last year.
That was a horrible possession right
Kyrie
there.
making it look
You
bad.
got to send them to the free throw line on that. You can't let them walk in.
If their platoon was the backline defense,
Still,
and Kyrie just
the thing is, all their great players shoot like 90%, so it wouldn't matter.
You said what?
It would
Kyrie-
matter.
Kyrie that's like giving them 2 anyway.
No,
Well, you gonna have to work for it though.
You act like Kyrie not. Come on, don't soup him up though.
Hey, you
no,
know
don't.
Nah, they ain't making a word for it. That's a
Durant
free throw.
shoots
That's why
like
it's called
90.
free throw.
Kyrie
That
shoot
bitch
like
free.
90. Harden shoot down in 90. What you mean? They all gonna make them free throws.
It don't
Yeah, but
matter.
that's the point of
Don't
making them
matter.
earn it,
You
though.
make them work for it. You don't let them.
Y'all make them work for it. They can
Because
miss.
now, if
The
you
odds
allow
is
that to
you
happen,
just gonna get
what's
Kyrie
gonna end up
a
taking
3-point play.
is you're gonna make him more comfortable to keep doing that. Like that's why I will
Exactly.
give some of the '90s players credit. They will put you on your ass. You ain't gonna just keep waltzing in the fucking lane, getting easy layup after easy layup, because now the momentum is shifting.
Why you always go?
That's an easy shot to
I
get.
don't care what y'all say. Them 90s players could not guard Kyrie.
I'm not saying they can guard him, bro. I'm just saying they wouldn't allow easy paths to the basket.
They'll put him on there, though.
Somebody is going to hit the floor. That's the whole point. And then you become reluctant to get into the paint as much because you don't want to keep hitting the floor.
I gotta let him know. You know that coaches will tell you if you get beat like that in a late game situation, it's the fourth quarter. You're supposed to foul unless you're a star player and you got 5 fouls and you about to foul out. You can't give up 2 points that easy. That's what they teach you. We see teams stop the fast break all the time by intentionally fouling guys. Why? Why do they do that? That's what I'm saying. Come on, you got to think.
You got to fight for their 2 points.
But if he would have fouled Kyrie right there, it would have been a 3-point play.
But that's the thing. Like
no, they could have fouled him before he even got that close to the rim.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Y'all
What you mean okay? What you mean okay though? Like
hey Lamont, your boy Melo.
Hold on. What's up?
Your boy Melo got 14 points in 14 minutes right now, and they beating the Wizards.
That's cool. Do that every game.
Beating the worst defense in the league.
They beat the Nets. They beat the Nets.
He only had 14.
They beat the Nets. I know you got to chill out. You got to see my finger on that. They beat the Nets.
Look at him.
You got to chill out.
The type of talent Melo is known for, you expect more out of him.
Y'all still don't.
It's not even that. But it's not even that. It's not even that. He's not helping the team out like that. They don't really need him.
They really don't. Melo doesn't bring anything defensively, and Melo takes a lot of bad
Y'all
shots.
still think
He bringing 10 points.
The worst shot in the NBA is a long 2-point shot, and Melo takes a whole lot of those.
10 points on 36% shooting, though. I don't know about that.
What y'all mean that they want Kyrie to shoot, though?
Hey, Khalil, why is and Lamont's going to roast me for this because I ask a lot of questions, just me wanting to learn. Why is and Lamont and I talked about the mid-range game a while back, but why is a long 2-point shot the worst shot in the league?
Well, like
this nigga Kyrie going
off. You might as well just take a 3-pointer. Like if you that far away where you're close to the 3-point line, you might as well just step back and just take a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get a lot of long rebounds if you do miss, and it is probably going to go to the other team like almost every single time. So why even take that shot? Like when you can just take another inch or two step back and just take a 3. Like it's the dumbest shot in the league.
Well, it's the dumbest shot now.
It look like the Clippers panicking, yo.
It's always been the dumbest shot. You have guys who can eat from the perimeter, like a Rip Hamilton or Kobe or Jordan. But then you got those dudes that don't shoot that good of a percentage from that point. So why even waste your time with that shot?
Well, like me personally, like I don't see a problem with the shot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather have 2 points and no points. So
yeah, but that's not a guaranteed bucket. Like when you can just post up or shoot a three.
But
like
this,
long twos are not
You know what
guaranteed
happened when you
shots.
try to foul somebody?
But this game is not. This game they play today is not. It's not made for that shot. Now I get if y'all talking about the game today because you got all 5 of the players standing behind the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Coming down the court. Nobody's under the goal. So
That's not true.
That's how I see it. Like most of the players I see, if I do see somebody up on the rim, is one of those. This is one of those centers that's not a good 3-point shooter. It don't even try to shoot the ball. Other than that, it's like majority of the players I see watching the game today, I see people standing, if not behind the 3-point line, really close to it, waiting to get the ball.
I mean, Durant a efficient jump shooter. He always shoot long twos.
Yeah, but
I guarantee if you look at Carmelo Anthony's long 2-point conversion rate, I guarantee is below 40%. I guarantee you. So how is that a good shot?
Oh, that's
well. Like I said,
you talking about old Carmelo or young Carmelo?
Steph Curry talked about
is
it
a
as
bad
well.
shot.
If you look at, if
It's a
you
low
think about it,
percentage shot.
Steph Curry, when he started this, when he came into the league, all he shot was those long twos. And then he said, dang, he's like, why am I shooting these long twos? He said, I could take a step back and it's the same shot and I'm getting 3 points and I'm spacing the defense out more.
Exactly.
In this game today.
So long twos, the strategy in the long twos is one, it's easier to guard. And 2, you spacing the game out.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I agree with that in this game, but I understand it like in the 90s. I understand.
Well, in the 90s, they shot long twos because they couldn't shoot threes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand
it.
But you had very few. You had Chris Mutlin, Reggie Miller, you know what I'm saying, and players like that. But AI wasn't no 3-point shooter, or Michael Jordan wasn't no 3-point shooter. Kobe was okay, you know. So you had certain people that actually just led that you knew. Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, that would hit that shot. But it's like now everybody shoots 3-point shots.
Yesterday.
Hold on, G Sosa. What makes you think I'm hating on Kyrie? When do I hate on Kyrie?
Oh, nobody is hating.
FYF, keep hating on Kyrie.
That's the thing.
Hey, G Sosa, F Kyrie. How about that? F Kyrie. How about that?
Hey, yo,
I'll say G Sosa. You better off say he hate on the 90s than Kyrie. Yeah,
hey, it's just like what I just say he struggled with defense.
Kyrie, a third ballot Hall of Famer. G Sosa, how about that? You're a third ballot Hall of Famer, G Sosa.
Hey, put your Celtics cup down. You put that Celtics cup down. Right? You wow.
Kyrie, not a top 100 player from Duke.
I mean, I'm not arguing that. I mean, when you
want to think the Clippers panicking right now.
Hey, true. When you allow me like that, I can't argue that, bro. You put all the ducks in a row, bro.
Kyrie need to play for the Team Australia in the Olympics.
Hey,
wow.
Dude with the microphone. What's your name?
Fahar.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, you were in the discussion with Lamont. We were talking about investments and all that stuff over the weekend. So shout out to you. I'm a subscribe to your channel. But thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you for pointing out, the great shooters, in the 90s. Like Reggie Miller and Chris Mullin, some of those guys. Because there's this dude, I don't remember this dude's name. It was like a couple days ago when we were talking about Kobe and MJ, how that Kobe, MJ, and somehow LeBron, and it lasted forever. This dude actually said Michael Jordan was a great shooter. I was like, dude, I wanted to smack him. I was wow.
That nigga said the Charlotte Hornets was a great team.
It was a great mid-range.
Wow.
And look, I don't have the unction. I have no violent bone in my body, but that dude, he needed to get DDT'd for that comment. It's like, bruh. It's like no. Mark Price was a great shooter.
That man said the Spurs was one of the best teams of all time.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was a terrible take right there.
Terrible.
Who was that? Mac? No, because Mac was on 2 of the game.
I think y'all confused what Harden doing.
Complain about LeBron, people boosting up people or teams or shooting people, but then y'all do the same shit when y'all try to defend Jordan.
And
There's
then
no way in the fuck you can tell me that damn Phoenix Suns team was a great team. Like, how based off what?
Hey, Khalil, to make it worse,
They had the league MVP.
Hey, Khalil.
They had the league MVP.
Hey, Khalil.
Brooklyn got this.
Wait, Khalil. To make it even worse, the dude tried to tell Lamont about Larry Brown's coaching style, but Lamont went to the.
Yo, that was
Larry
funny
Brown's
as hell, dog.
He went to his coaching team.
Mac Def was like, Lamont, what did he say? He said it was in his book or something. I was there. You see, he was at it. Like where he was at.
Yeah, I went to a coaching clinic in Charlotte,
and he was like, well, you should have talked to him.
Yeah, you're right. He was like, well, he should have told you. Like, dude, Lamont, you should have kicked him out after that.
No, but look, the whole
was funny for that one.
The whole clinic was about defense, and he was breaking down what he did. Like that's why we were there. He was like the featured speaker. Obviously, there was other coaches there.
Time he been in Brooklyn.
It's crazy.
That was Mike Def hilarious for that one.
Right. He's like, Larry Brown never ran zone.
Like he made a couple of decent points, but for the most part, it was a bunch of hogwash. Like I watched it night. You can't tell me that them teams was all that great. Like you can't tell me that. Like I know for a fact they were okay teams, but they weren't these prolific teams that people gonna remember. Because I mean, if Jordan is the only thing winning out of that era, like how good were they? You look in this era. Kevin Durant won titles. Steph Curry won titles.
Hold on.
My nigga, it's way more competition.
Hey, Khalil, I kid you not.
No, I disagree.
Let him finish, bro. Let him finish.
Hey, Khalil, I kid you not. I was waiting for him to say Mark West was a great player.
Mark West.
I was waiting for him to say some bull jive.
Game over.
He might as well say John Starks was one of the best 2 guards ever. He would have been better off saying that shit.
Hey, Khalil, I disagree though because the Lakers had a stretch they dominated their era. The Spurs they dominated. LeBron dominated the East for 10 years, so you can't just say it was just easy because one team.
Hold up. Let's do some math.
Let me answer him.
Here you go.
Caveat to that whole thing. Okay, so in that case, why is it that when Jordan retired for that year and a half, you had a totally different team that he didn't even play win twice, which was the Houston Rockets, and then when he retired in '98, it was the Spurs. So the 2 teams that he didn't go up against won championships. So since it was so competitive, why didn't that great Phoenix Suns team win or even go to the back-to-back?
It's over. How's it over? Damn. You picked the case before he even is over. You booking me before you even got the
I'm talking about the game. I ain't talking about
the game. Can I defend myself? I didn't have the gun. The glove don't fit you once the
my bad, yo. I'm pumped up doing the game. I'm talking about the game. My bad, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Brooklyn won this game.
I wanted this to have to shut up on Clippers fans.
Yeah.
They was poking at their chest a little too much.
Yeah. Clippers not disciplined, man. That's crazy.
Only one 11 points.
They won this game because they played a little defense, but they also won this game because they efficiently offense.
So Lamont, well,
the pressure they put on you.
Khalil, I'm gonna go back to your point later on, but Lamont. So this is my question again. I asked you earlier.
Yeah,
is it really that they bad defensively, or they wake up and play the big teams? They know
they play the Clippers. That got like, come on.
The thing is, bad defensive teams can play good defense every now and then. We saw that. Look at the Wizards. They're bad defensive teams. There are games where I can say, look, they play good defense this game. It's about what you do most consistently.
Offensive foul.
What do they do? What do the Brooklyn Nets do more? Do they play bad defense more than they play good defense?
I don't like their defense.
They was actually consistent today.
They played more bad defense than good defense.
How many games, like literally, how many games this year can you count? And they played, 22 games. How many 22 games did they actually play good defense? Maybe like 4.
Maybe, I would say maybe like 3 or 4. Maybe. Yeah.
So consistently they play bad defense. This is the NBA. It's going to be ups and downs. But for the most part, if you're a bad team, if you're a trash team, like the Cleveland Cavaliers started off at the top of the East. Normally, if you're a bad team and you're not really that good, but after 72 games, your record's going to show that you're a bad team. Bad teams just don't stay at the top. If you're a bad defensive team, you're going to be bad defensively most of the time. Not all of the time, but most of the time. I expect him to play good in a national televised game. Playing against the Clippers got a lot to prove. I mean, it don't surprise me. I mean, obviously, we're going to see everybody overreacting tomorrow, saying the Brooklyn Nets are back to being world beaters again, and they're the favorites to win the championship. I'm fine with that because I know that's how fans react.
No, but this game ain't all the way over
you got to look at that
right
Washington
now
game.
32 seconds, and Brooklyn is only up by 4 points.
You got to look at that Washington game.
Reason why I say that
Westbrook always turn up when he played Kevin Durant. He always just turned to another level every time he played Durant.
Like, no, the Brooklyn Nets are different. They're showing time. Everybody's going to show up to play them now, so they're going to get everybody's best effort.
Yep.
But it ain't many teams. It ain't that many teams that are going to be that efficient offensively though.
Hold on, the worst offensive team in the league was efficient 2 games in a row against them.
But Cavs playing decent though.
The Cavs are the worst offensive team in the league.
Now, don't try to talk the Cavs.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They're literally the worst offensive team in the league. They put up 147 and 125.
Man, listen, if they can do it,
if you look at this game,
what you mean go by the stat? That's a score.
Most of the Cavs players been hurt. They all coming back.
Well, looking at this game, to me, the Clippers
that makes it worse.
Exactly, that does make it
even worse.
They came back the game against the
That man said what is about the stats, but the score was on.
Okay, yeah.
You wild.
I actually watch all the games.
How did they give up? How did they give up 128 to Atlanta?
Type of possessions they have right now, they panicking.
Atlanta didn't even put up 100 against the Lakers.
Lakers really couldn't stop the Atlanta yesterday.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Hey, yo, let me ask you a question. You know what the league average in scoring, like team points? You know what the league average is?
It's 111 points. Listen, this man just said
exactly. There you go,
they couldn't stop the
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Dude, the Hawks,
he googled that quick.
He said he couldn't stop the what?
They didn't even score 100 points. So
yeah, he
how
held
did they
him down.
Actually, that pick and roll was killing the Lakers for a while. They had
it don't matter. They only scored 99
to figure that out.
You talk about a team that's scoring over 110 points a game.
They took
that's impressive, man. That's impressive. You took any team at 99 points in this area is impressive.
Man, listen, dude.
Okay,
99 points ain't that many points. Considered a team that scored at least 115 points a game.
That's impressive, man.
Literally held them.
You're doing your job.
15, 16 points under their normal clip. Like
I'm giving out Gatorade after the game.
At home with
it's kind of funny.
George just cut that lead down to 1.
It's kind of funny how you went all the way to the Lakers. Though the Lakers are top 5.
Damn.
No, I was just giving you an example. Like
it didn't hit the bag.
They can't choke another one like they did last.
Hey, Reggie Jackson got to be about the dumbest player in this team. He just made too long.
Did you see that 3
Did you see what Reggie Jackson?
I never liked Reggie Jackson.
Hey,
Lamont, hold on. Lamont, why are you so harsh?
Look, Reggie Jackson. No, that was. Did you see what he did? He like put him in a headlock. Act like that was a. Then before that,
ball. Hey, yo, Reggie Jackson. He's going too. He next with Melo, man.
Look, two or three plays before that, he came down on a fast break and shot and pulled a pull-up 3 in transition.
Yeah, that was
Reggie Jackson.
That's all.
Actually, Reggie Jackson been playing good, so he
man, I don't care.
All that better not lose this game.
Hey,
can you put your
I watched the games. I bet you ain't seen up about one clip.
Hold on. You gotta stop saying that. You didn't know the league average in points. You need to stop saying you be watching the game.
Did y'all see Fred VanVleet tonight? He dropped 54.
Yeah, he needed to do that because they're fucking crap.
I think he had I think he had 11.
Why they showing the Wizards game?
Hey yo, hey Melo got 17 points on this Wizards game. I'm watching the Wizards games. Melo got 17 points.
Wow.
Hey,
I guess he heard it.
He heard Lamont. He heard Lamont.
Hey, he finna press Lamont like Boy Ninja.
Hey, dude, look, D Wade last year, he had some 20, 30 point outbursts.
Yeah.
But he knew it was time to quit. He knew it was over.
That's what I'm saying, man. A garbage can gonna get a steak every now and then, bro. I'm not. No. I don't want you to take that out of context. I'm not saying that Melo was trash
because he ain't great no more. I mean, he ain't.
Yeah,
They
but
bogus for
just
showing that Wizards.
Hey
highlight,
man,
though.
with Clyde Drexler averaged 18 his last season. He knew when to hang it up though, right? You know what I mean? Hey man, listen, you gotta know when it's time.
I just can't see Melo. I
If
don't
you
want
love
Melo
playing
go
the
out in
game, you gonna
Trailblazer
play.
jersey.
Shit.
Go somewhere try to win, man.
Melo out there looking
Melo
like
gonna
that
play.
together.
Melo gonna play as long as that team keep him on there. I don't think he's just gonna leave. I think
I
gonna
think the
play.
Blazers gonna be done with him after this year, though. I think the Blazers.
I don't think that. I
They
think
ain't got no timeout either.
Man,
And he
they
on.
need.
Yeah,
And Melo in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Who was that talking?
Part of that is-
That you just give him layups? So was he not supposed to foul KD right there? Just let him score?
Your man's right there.
That's supposed to foul. They supposed to been fouled his ass.
Your man's. Hey, go on,
Well, they
speak up,
still
my
got
guy.
time to tie the game up. That's all they wanted. 9.8, even if they're taking it from full quarters, enough time to get off a clean look.
The Nets can't go out down bad again because that's
The
gonna
Clippers would be the
be
type to foul on a 3-point shot.
But the Clippers shouldn't even be in this situation. The reason why they're in this situation is because they didn't capitalize on what Brooklyn is the weakest at, which is interior. Get to the rim. You look at those Cavs games. Colin Sexton and them was getting to the rim. When they couldn't hit them jumpers, they kept getting to the rim. Either get fouled or you get the points. Paul George sitting here taking 3-pointers. Kawhi Leonard taking 3-pointers. Like, that's why you in this position right now, because you're taking bad shots.
Hey, you got Tyronn Lue, man. You got Tyronn Lue, man. You should have told him that.
They could have easily been breaking this team down, getting to the rim with consistency.
Oh man, and one. It's over.
Come down to coaching.
Jeff Green sealed the deal, man. He says, "Stop playing with me."
Jeff Green, man. Yeah.
All-Star 20-21. It's like, nah.
Hey, true. One Jeff Green on the Celtics that one time when he hit that fast game winner. Look,
but he would play the best ball on the Celtics. You know what I mean?
I got to fact check. I got to fact check people when you give them a compliment and see if they play for the Celtics. I got to fact check if they had the Celtics jersey on when you give out these.
What that supposed to mean? I said, listen,
I don't know, man.
I don't give Kyrie that love, man. I mean, I told he a top 100 player.
But he left bad though. He left bad.
Where G Soul? Yeah, G Soul, you still in that chat, man.
Tell me how you feel about Ray Allen right now, man.
Did they foul him?
Ray Allen,
I'm here first about Hall of Famer, man. Listen, man, dedication to the game.
No, I said you love Ray Allen. You got some beef with him, man.
I mean, I don't got a problem. I don't got a problem with Ray Allen, man. I really
okay.
I don't got a problem with Ray Allen, man. I was sorry. Don't get twisted. I was sorry he left, but at the end of the day is what it is. I don't really.
He was fine, y'all too. When he left too.
Hey, SB. At the end of the day, if it Ray Allen, he's cool, but he ain't got nothing on Taco Fall though.
He ain't the white mamba. He ain't the white mamba.
Hey, Lee, it's Jeff T. True was crazy, Jeff T. We got Jeff T. Well, let's go.
One thing about Jeff T. I'll make a formal apology for my bad assessment on Jeff T. I didn't know he gonna play this.
You had to shut your shadow down for like a week off.
No.
Hey, one thing about Jeff T. Forget basketball. Why does he always wear the ugliest numbers too?
I mean, he on the Celtics. Ain't so many numbers.
Exactly. He ain't a lot of jerseys to pick from. To be fair, though.
Right. You can pick. You got to wear number 38 on the Celtics.
Word, man. 20 years now, they're gonna have to start wearing letters and shit for the Celtics.
Right. Same with the Lakers.
Or doing 3 digits. Yeah.
That was a horrible play by
Might
the Clippers.
be a clear
That's
path,
why
too.
they won't win no championship because there's
Point
no
guard
way
number
Jeff
6.
Green should be wide open.
Bro, they better not go to overtime.
Hold on, they're only down 3, y'all. They're only down 3.
That's what I just said. Just a clear path foul. They better not go to overtime. Well, I'm done with the Nets.
They go. Overtime is over.
I'm done with overtime with these 3 superstars.
Clippers got a lot of shooters. They could.
Hey, yo, Warriors. I mean, the Brooklyn going to go more overtime than anybody this year. I feel low.
That's a clear path foul.
Damn.
3.1 seconds.
Oh,
that's a clear path foul. If they go to overtime, I'm done with the Nets.
He wasn't ahead of the ball.
There's no way you got
even the Nets do
overtime with everybody.
They still got to shoot 2 free throws. So
and it's their ball. That's crazy.
Hey yo, man, I'm watching this Trailblazer game. Bradley Beal got 30 points, man. Them folk down by 12.
Free Bill, man.
That nigga said free Bill.
Send him
His ass wanted to stay there.
to his coach, man.
He don't even want to be.
Hey,
Don't say free Bill.
The worst team last year.
Hey yo, don't say free Bill. He ain't say
Hey, chill on me, chill. I don't want no smoke.
Hold on, what did they call it? I couldn't hear it.
A common foul. Hell no.
Fuck to me a common foul. What the?
Was there nobody near Paul George?
A common foul.
Go in front of him.
They trying to get the game over. They trying to go home.
You gotta hit that three.
They gotta do something about this.
Gotta hit that three.
Well, just when I was giving their defense credit, they gave up that 120 that they always do.
Even the Nets do win this game, man.
That's what I'm saying. Look at these high scores.
I'm not impressed, man. This you should have been. The game should have been over with. Y'all was up like
they got
double
game,
digits. 2 minutes in the game, man. Like, come on, yo.
There you go, but
what can they do to be what can they do to close games better though?
They go score a lot.
I mean, you got. But here's the thing, though. Like, they were
they're not gonna slow the O down.
Right, but they were.
You try to miss it and make it.
Oh man.
What you were saying, true though, but like I'm saying, what can they do to be better closing games?
Man, be more disciplined, man. Because this game should, by both sides, the game was in their hands, and by both teams. I'm not even just saying, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just shows lack of discipline, which is a shame because you got people have been in the NBA for 10 years. We talking about veteran players, like, and they got no discipline. It's a shame.
I mean, everybody gonna make mistakes.
You notice they took Kyrie's ass off the court down the stretch of the game, right?
Still non-defense ass out here. That's Capitol Hill. I'm calling Kyrie.
No, I think he's in the game.
Where G Sosa still here?
He was sitting on the bench. I'm sitting here.
Capitol Hill. I'm calling that man Capitol Hill. That's Kyrie's new nickname, Capitol Hill.
Capitol Hill. Hey, Lamont.
Yo.
So look, if LeBron, so if you as you know, LeBron IQ, basketball IQ is definitely higher than all us, and we kind of see what the problem is with the Nets. But he know future wise, why wouldn't he want the Nets to make the finals? Because that'll add more to his legacy. If you know the Lakers gonna easily beat them because their defense so bad.
Yeah, LeBron can't control who get to the.
I know he can't control.
I think LeBron don't care. LeBron don't care who there.
Yeah, exactly. He shouldn't
I think
care
he
who
do,
there.
though.
It's all about championships. Like him beating those guys, people still gonna find ways to discredit him. So it don't even matter if he beat them. They gonna say, well, that was their first year together, and they didn't get time to jail, and it's gonna be it's gonna always be an excuse. So like it don't matter. Just win the ring. Just win the ring. That's all you need to do. Is just win
The
the
only
ring.
reason why I brought that, hold on. The only reason I brought that up because when he said like with the Warriors, I thought we won that 3-1. That made me to go. So now he gonna be like,
that was a historical context, though. Nobody had ever come back from 3-1, and especially against a 73-win team, which is something that also never happened. So you got two things at once. In this situation, Brooklyn ain't no all-time great team. So, like, even if he beat them, all they gonna say is that, like I said, they just got together. They had Kyrie with the issues, or they gonna be blaming shit right now.
No off season.
Oh, well, Kyrie missed like 6 games, even though that don't have absolutely nothing to fucking do with the finals. It's going to be one extreme after the other. It's going to always be an excuse. So it really don't matter who he plays as long as he gets the championship. Like, you at this point, it's all about rings. When you talk about Magic Johnson, when you say he won 5 rings, name me them 5 teams he beat.
Hold on. DJ Q-Mob said, y'all make excuses for LeBron when he loses too. But DJ Q-Mob, here's the question.
What are you talking about?
When was the last time he lost? When was the last time he lost?
I'm generalizing the people on the panel.
Hey, Khalil.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Hey, Khalil, I mentioned this a couple of days ago too, and Lamont and I shared that same sentiment, kind of. I think True the King did as well. LeBron, I brought up a scenario where LeBron could literally win the next 5 championships.
Yeah, I heard you say that. I heard you say that. I heard that.
Yeah, that's so true, though. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, no, it is true because it don't matter what he does. People are always going to move the goalposts. Listen,
nigga, if he win the next 5, nobody's going to be able to talk.
I'm going to tell you this about Michael Jordan. If I grew up watching him, especially in the 90s, if social media was out, Michael Jordan would be getting the same fucking heat. He would be getting the same.
I believe
same he would be getting the same
Nobody
shit.
denying that.
It don't even matter when you at the top of the game at any point. Look at what Tom Brady doing. You still got people bringing up the Deflategate and that tuck.
I don't care what nobody says.
Like it don't matter. do when you at the top of the heat. If you not getting that type of criticism, you're not doing something right. You supposed to get that level of criticism.
Yeah,
I don't care what nobody say. I know we got time. I don't want to stress the football topics a little. I don't care what nobody say. Tom Brady to go. No debating.
No, but you still got people out here that disagree.
You only say that because you didn't see Joe Montana play.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
Joe
I seen enough, man. He made the Super Bowl more than franchise.
The reason why Tom Brady the GOAT is because he been
Lamont, you don't think Tom Brady the GOAT?
Well, I would say the GOAT is
Joe
the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, I say he top.
The most talented is Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes.
The best player that I ever seen in my lifetime was Lawrence Taylor. That dude was incredible.
Yeah, I have Jerry Rice 1,
They
Lawrence
literally
Taylor
changed
2, and everybody else.
They changed offensive rules and shit because of Lawrence Taylor. They're not changing because of Tom Brady. They're actually helping Tom Brady.
Well, I'm with you. The only thing is, I have Jerry Rice at 1, Lawrence Taylor 2, and then I have everybody else. And if you want to say
Rice 1 over everybody else,
it's hard in football because you got two sides of the ball. Like
you got different responses. You got totally different responses, even for the same position. You got.
I mean, they even got different awards. They got awards for the best defensive player, awards for the best offensive player.
Yeah, it's so team oriented. It's like it's
I agree. Like outside,
I don't care how good you is on the. I don't care how good you as a football player. You can be on a 0-16 team. You can't. You can do nothing about it.
I agree, but with me, because I have Jerry Rice as the GOAT. Period. But if anybody says Lawrence Taylor, I won't argue. But outside of Lawrence Taylor, I just won't entertain it. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't have no good football player.
Derek Thomas was a beast, though. He was.
You had to have been in that era. Lawrence Taylor was incredible.
If y'all remember Derek Thomas, that nigga was a beast. He died.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders.
But at the end of the day, to me, they had to. Well, that ain't to me. It's a fact. They literally changed rules because of Lawrence Taylor. Like,
they had a left tackle. They have the left tackle because you had to have a great left tackle because of Lawrence.
That's just like Tiger Woods. Like they had to change the course, a lot of the courses because he was so dominant. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you that good when you got to change some shit.
See, that's
just to make
come on, niggas hitting threes already. Come on, yo.
See, that's where I'm at when I talk about the NBA today. It's like the NBA today is based off of a lot of rules that's been changed.
We got one. We got one.
What we betting? Drew the King. What we betting? $5?
The Clippers not going to beat the Lakers.
That's gonna be.
I got $5 on Golden State.
It's gonna be must.
Golden State might take that dub. True, I ain't gonna lie.
Sadly, I may have to agree, but I got Rob. I got my team.
Hey, Lamont, I have a question for you. I read.
Okay.
Hey, Lamont.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Hey, Lamont, I have a question for you.
That's my nigga sound.
What's up?
I read an article today. It was talking about James Wiseman and his wrists, but then the article also stated that I don't know if James Wiseman said it himself, but it was in quotation marks saying that James Wiseman would be motivated coming off the bench. So is he coming off the bench now, or is he injured?
He come off the bench.
Well, they benched him few weeks ago.
He's still getting the same minutes. He's still getting the same minutes though, but he's just come off the bench.
Do you think he would benefit coming off the bench, Lamont?
Yeah, he get the same minutes anyway.
Y'all got to understand the learning curve for him. He has a lot to learn. Like he played like 6 college games.
Yeah, 6-7 college.
Against all trash JUCO low level teams.
Lamont, why are you so harsh?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying before that he was playing high school. Like and then he's essentially just been thrown into the NBA with no adjustment to the strength or anything. And the only thing he was able to do was just work out. You know, there's nothing like playing in a real game.
Hey, Lamont, and then at the same time, he's the youngest player in the NBA.
Damn,
he's the what?
He's the youngest player in the NBA.
That too.
To me, it don't matter. To me, it don't matter a lot of times who coming out the bench. Because if they getting the minutes, that's all that matters.
Not to mention LeBron again, Lamont, but I think LeBron, when it comes to rookie expectations, I think he's kind of ruined it for all the other rookies coming out.
Yeah, but it was a foregone conclusion. When LeBron came in, everybody knew Yeah, it was almost a for sure.
Nah, you
thing.
can't say that. You can't say that because Melo had a great rookie year.
I'm just saying when we talk about LeBron, like that was like the closest you can get to a for sure lock as being a great player.
I think Jordan averaged like 25. I mean, you had like crazy.
Yeah, but that's
rookies.
after the fact. Like, hold on, that's after the fact. True. I'm talking about before he even played a game in the league. Yeah. Everybody was basically saying this dude's going to be a Hall of Famer. That was like the closest.
Yeah, that's fact. They were saying if you don't become the best player of all time, that'd be like you.
Well, it was that example, and it was that example. But you also had the Shaquille O'Neal example because they put Shaq on the top 50 all time.
But if y'all want to look at the draft, the draft.
I mean, they was right though, but they was right.
If Carmelo would have got drafted by the Pistons, he would have had at least one chip.
Yo, why the Warriors always play the Celtics hard?
That was a team need.
Yeah,
what they needed.
Yeah, and I agree, Khalil. That's why
there was no team need. I think it was terrible.
That's why.
I mean, in hindsight, yeah, it ended up terrible. But when you look back at that draft, Darko Milicic was ranked really high, and they already had Tayshaun Prince, so they didn't need another.
Tayshaun Prince.
You
can't fault them over a draft because you never really truly know. Really,
Tayshaun Prince is a defensive player, man.
Yeah, SB, you're right.
Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Because he played key part on the Detroit Pistons.
This man,
y'all crazy.
SB, you're right because
dude had one of the best clutch blocks of all time.
He had a coach said about Jordan.
Reggie Miller.
Hold on, man. SB,
hold on, wait. What you say, Lee?
SB, you're right because outside of LeBron and maybe one or two other players, every player that was ever drafted, even if they were like drafted between 1 through 5, they were a question mark.
Hey, this motherfucker Oubre be banging on people. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying, though. Man, this is crazy. Like, why ain't the Warriors only want to play the Celtics?
Man,
why the Warriors only want to play the Celtics hard, man? It don't matter what type of lineup. This shit crazy.
Hold on, they just blew Detroit out the world. They just blew Detroit out. What are you talking about?
You said Eddie. You play the Celtics.
They trying to play. Now it's like it's gonna be a good game. I see though, man. They really like it. They get that.
Lamont, I get it now. Hey, Lamont, I get it now. I get it now. In terms of why,
they got good players.
Hey, Lamont, Khalil, SB, Shooter King, I finally get it now. It just hit me when it comes to why teams don't take a lot of mid-range jump shots. Because I saw, you all saw this now. It didn't mean much, but Andrew Wiggins tried to post up Kemba Walker and shoot a mid-range, like heck no, double teamed immediately, and plus that little man zone. You got Lamar. I'm sorry for it taking me so long to get it, but I get it now.
Well, the Celtics play
matchup. That's not the reason, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Celtics play a lot. We don't got Marcus Smart. We don't got one of the best rookies in the draft this year.
I'm so glad Marcus Smart gonna be out for like 2 weeks.
Oh, hit that.
Yeah, and then but yeah, going back to what you're saying, yeah, like that's why I said earlier, LeBron's kind of ruined it for every other rookie coming after him. Especially,
I don't really think so, Lee.
I ain't saying. I'm not gonna say ruined.
Nobody else got that level that had the closest guy you've seen to that LeBron level of expectation in recent memory was Zion.
Yeah,
Zion went to college.
It may be Luka.
Nah, Luka didn't have it.
No, I would say you better off saying Lonzo. True, you better off saying Lonzo.
No, Lonzo didn't have it either.
No, he did.
No, they was precious. No, he didn't.
It was Zion.
Not as big as LeBron James.
He wasn't deserving of it. Let me say that.
I've been knowing Zion.
He wasn't deserving of it, but they was on his head.
But you gotta think about it, man.
He wasn't televising Lonzo's games just for
like
him.
Zion was.
They were televising Lonzo games because he had his brothers in there with him, so it was a group thing. With LeBron James and Zion, it was just those two. Dude, I remember one game at the Convocation Center when St. Vincent St. Mary played Oak Hill Academy with Melo and them.
Hold on.
I met Shaq.
Yeah, bro, they were televising Lonzo.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Richard Luis Estrella said, "What do I think about the Clippers now?" I guess he really wants to hear us talk on this. Hey, I'm gonna give it. Basically, my takeaway from this game is my opinion has still not changed because win or lose, and I've said this before, they're still allowing teams to score too many points. I don't care who it is.
Now this game showed me Clippers' weaknesses.
But the Clippers, the weaknesses that the Clippers are showing now are the Clippers' weaknesses that they've had for a long time.
Yeah, they've been showing them.
It stood out like a sore thumb.
Like how do y'all really? people keep Ticket keeps saying the Clippers are gonna get to the finals. Y'all gotta understand they got worse. Their roster got worse.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not like they got any better. And they didn't even get to the
I
finals
wouldn't say
last
they
year.
worse.
They're still a good team.
They the same.
No, their roster got
No,
worse.
they got worse.
Hold on, you lost the 6th man of the year. You lost one of your JaMychal Green.
Lil Will in decline.
And they
Landry
lost
Shamet.
Shamet.
Yeah, you lose. Yeah, they got worse by a long shot.
Hey, Lamont. You watch this game. You see through that fourth quarter, them dudes start panicking when they got down.
They did.
And if anybody think they gonna beat the Lakers panicking like that, that's crazy.
They try to do that your turn, my turn stuff too much.
But the pressure of Nets offense made them panic.
Yeah, because they don't know how to execute down the stretch. Like when you see that you have an advantage on something, just go to the rim. Like they could have easily broke Brooklyn down and went to the rim. Like they don't have a true closer. Like
they don't have players that go to the rim. What are you talking about?
And neither is Kawhi Leonard. Like I know he hit the shot against the 76ers a couple of years ago and all that shit. That doesn't make him a closer. He just hit that shot at that specific time. Like consistently, he hasn't been a closer.
Let me ask you a question.
No, he was consistent the whole Toronto run with closing games. I ain't gonna lie on that.
Nah, not really, man. That was more like Lowry.
Players don't go to the rim like that. They more jump shots.
Yeah, but that's gonna plague you because when you need to get an easy bucket,
they've been like that though.
Don't work. And you saw it tonight.
Something new. They've been like that.
It don't work. And then you saw with Brooklyn, you saw Kawhi Leonard. I'm sorry, you saw Kyrie Irving.
Come on, you let Kevin Looney score.
They started hitting shots regularly with no problem. Like
I think the difference in this game was in the fourth quarter. The Clippers start settling, and when basically in the fourth quarter, they shot 1 of 8 from the 3-point line in the fourth quarter, while the Nets they shot 4 of 7 from the 3-point line in the fourth. I think
better scores.
Like those decisions when Reggie Jackson came down in transition and just chucked up that 3 from the top of the key for no real reason.
Panicking.
Yeah,
that's Lamont, and then the one where Jeff Green was behind the whole fucking defense, and where Kyrie shooting 3 or Kawhi Leonard free throws, and then he missed the other free throw, and they threw it right down the court to a wide open Jeff Green. Like, how do you not see that at the free throw line when the game is stopped?
Yeah,
like, how do you not see that? So you give up an and one right there.
And then where was the coaching at?
Where was the coaching at? They set that up.
That wasn't no play.
It doesn't matter.
What are you talking about, man? Come on, man.
If you're a professional team, you should.
That was a blown assignment, y'all. That's all that was. That was blown.
Exactly.
You ain't setting that up, man. Blown up.
Well, it's to be a lot of blown assignments. That happened a lot.
No, it don't.
Yo, you ought to
You be capping.
You look at most of them possessions in that fourth quarter, the Clippers was panicking. Like, you got Marcus Morris, whatever the fuck his name is, Morris, playing like he an ISO player. He got the and one. Yeah, that was good. But the way he playing, you're not an isolation player. It was just like they coming down, just whoever could get it. That's not how they play. They panic.
Hey, yo.
Who the fuck you let Morris be an isolation player?
Hey, yo, man, I got to get up out of here. I just wanted to say this real quick. Bradley Beal just scored 37 points, and Info just lost terribly. But
yeah, that's crazy.
Free Bill to the Bulls.
Yeah, Bill to the Bulls.
Why are you gonna put him?
Y'all still won't make the playoffs.
Why you keep acting like Washington with no bad team already?
We finna make the playoffs with the team we got now. What
you gotta shut your tail down, man.
All right, hey, look. Just know when they do, I'm coming in here. I'm talking. I'm yelling like anti that day.
Bradley Beal a heart attack.
Hey, yo.
Why do you want your team to make the playoffs anyway, though? That's the other thing.
I made the prediction on it. Well,
y'all losing 3 games, Nagi style, man. You know how they do.
That's like saying why the Celtics make the playoffs. Y'all ain't winning. And I love Tatum. Tatum my favorite player, but nah, y'all ain't winning no championship.
Tatum ain't your favorite player. Stop it.
Tatum is Derrick. Look, this is what I'll do.
Your favorite player, bro?
No, Derrick Rose is my favorite player. But like after a while,
what's wrong with Jay Taylor being somebody's favorite player though?
No, look, I'm gonna explain. Look.
He don't make my favorite player criteria.
Look, listen. I'm not a bandwagon dude. So when I go, because Derrick Rose like past his prime, going on way out the door. So I always pick somebody his rookie year. Not like Jason Tatum since he's been at Duke. So I was like, That's gonna be my new favorite player coming to the league. I don't bandwagon on like I'm gonna go to KD now because he hot. Nah, I started with somebody from the rookie year. He just came out to be cold. I just made a good pick.
Well, SB, somebody need to give you a scratch and sniff sticker, nigga.
Jay Taylor, one of my favorite players.
Is your, I mean, hey,
that's not. Hold on, that's not.
Don't make
it.
Y'all talking about players in the league right now, right?
We talking about players in the league right now.
True. If Jason Tatum was on the Lakers, Jason Tatum be everybody's favorite player.
Exactly. Jason Tatum cold. That's baby cold. They're definitely called baby cold. There, that's baby cold right there.
Come on. I'm not saying he's terrible. I'm just saying I don't see how
he's the next Bean.
I think he's a really good player. Don't you going too far? No, he's not.
No, next Kobe?
No, hey, Marcus Smart, one of my favorite players. I like Marcus Smart game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I like him because of his effort. Like when dudes like that, you can see.
Yeah, but you're a Celtic fan, true.
Effort, but yeah,
just give you an example.
I already said you're a Celtics fan. Of course, you like him.
Favorite players.
I'm a Bulls fan. What the
hell? Because they ain't Celtics don't mean I like. I don't like Carson Edwards. That man got to go.
Gordon Hayward is my favorite.
I don't like Felicio.
Hell no.
Nobody likes Felicio.
Hey yo, on that note, I'm gonna peace out. Hey yo, I appreciate.
Smart a key player though.
Hey yo, I appreciate y'all, man. FIF, appreciate you allowing me back on the platform, man. Man, y'all be blessed, man. Hey yo, I just hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, man. So I thank all of y'all for rocking with me, man. Yeah, man. It's been 2 months, man. So it's really kind of cool to hit that. You know what I'm saying? So man,
that's good.
I appreciate y'all for that, man, for rocking with me. IVD Press, man. And I get with y'all brothers later, man.
All right, man. You have a good night, bro.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Salute,
bro.
If y'all want to get
round too, that's a green screen, bro.
Yeah, with IVD Press on it. Yeah.
Can you put a Chicago Bulls logo behind you next time?
Yeah, I'm for sure do that. I'm a Chicago fan. I knew
I liked him for a reason.
I was born in the early '80s, bro. So it's like I seen all that. I'm a Chicago fan for the rest of my life, man.
Yeah. Look, hold on, wait, bro. Before you get out, look. You still.
I seen it, man. Yeah. I seen it, man.
Put your camera back on, man.
I see the Yankees you got on.
I like the Yankees too. Look, I'm
oh my God, why Curry going off?
And I like the Chargers. The Chargers is my favorite football team too.
Hey, SB, you're gonna need to shut your channel down because a prime Derrick.
You said the Chargers and Yankees and boy, that's a nasty combination right there. That's nasty.
Look, bro, I'm not no bandwagon.
Nasty combination.
Peace, Lamont.
Hey, SB, you're gonna need to shut your channel down because a prime Derrick Rose wasn't better than Darren Williams. Now,
you got Wiggins.
Hold on.
What?
Lee, you said
I'm trolling.
Wait. No. Lee, what did you just say?
He said Darren Williams is better than Prime D Rose.
I'm trolling.
Shut your channel down.
Darren Williams not in the Hall of Famer, man.
I'm trolling.
Y'all know. Hold on. There were some people back in that era that said that.
Yeah, I know, though. I know. That's why I said that. Lamont,
you can't say that with a straight face.
Y'all know. Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying?
No, you're not.
You ain't lying, Lamont. It was a lie there. Williams
stay off that beer.
They used to put Brandon Roy up there, too. It was them three.
I guarantee you whoever said that, I bet drink E&J on the regular.
Hey, Khalil,
Brandon Roy draft kings on basketball for shit.
Brandon Roy was a beast, but people used to also put him up there too.
But y'all know when I make a
running on draft kings on football.
Lee almost came through the screen to RKO you, boy. You wild.
Y'all know when I make
equals elbows.
The Rock now.
This nigga SB still watch wrestling. Hell no.
Y'all know when I make a player comparison, 99.9% of the time. Y'all know when I make a player comparison, most of the time I'm trolling. Y'all know that.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch wrestling no more. But like for like the last little week, I've been watching like old nostalgia, like Eddie Guerrero and The Rock.
Me too. Yeah.
Hey, it was fun. The cutscenes be funny, bro. The old cutscenes be funny, bro. I'll be rolling.
That shit is horrible.
Man,
Dog.
I can't take anti-sports serious when he said KD better than Michael Jordan.
Hey, Lamont.
Yeah, he definitely said KD better than Michael Jordan. He was off that gumbo.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Lamont.
Here we go. Let's get to it.
Hey, Lamont, how lethal would this Golden State offense be with Clay right now?
Lethal.
It'd
Man,
be good. I mean,
Kelly Oubre wouldn't beat her.
Yes, they got to figure it out next year. They got to figure
Kelly
it out next
Oubre would
year.
not beat her if Clay was there.
I'm just saying, Clay. He just be hypothetical though, but like
they bring him off the bench.
He
on his contract. Hold on. I don't think they got enough money for him. I don't think they got enough money for Kelly Oubre next year. He on his contract. This is contract year.
I don't think they're gonna sign him back anywhere.
So you know what that means, and hey, you know what I mean. But hey,
what?
Go over east. You know what I mean? I'm saying, man, you want bigger opportunity, huh?
Hey, what do y'all think about this? He said Denver and Philly dark horses to win the title. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they always are. Though. They always are.
Richard, shut your channel down, man. Shut your channel down. Ain't no.
Wait. Dark horses.
Hold up, Lamont. We gotta talk about this, dog.
I mean, not anti. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Go ahead, anti. My fault.
Bro, I was just over there, dog, listening to this. Is what I be talking about with these niggas that be on ticket panel, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga just said this was the best game they done seen in the last 3 years.
Oh
what?
Wait, what?
I'm like,
oh my God.
The Cavs Brooklyn game was better than
I'm like, right now. Now the thing is, they heard that nigga say it, and they talking about that's the best game I've seen in the last 3. I'm like, you know what, dog? I had to get off. I'm like, you niggas don't have y'all own mindset when it comes to
that wasn't
this
even
shit.
the best game this year.
Total, you said they wanted to win. Hold on, you said Ticket said that?
Ticket said it at first.
Yeah,
Will
Ticket
came
said
in
it.
the chat said, hold up, Will came in the chat and said it's the best game he'd seen in 3 years.
Well, Will don't
cap.
have any real opinions.
James came in the chat, man. This is the best game I'd have seen in 2 years.
I'm not, yo. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never watched that shit. I ain't never watched another video on this shit ever again.
Like y'all be letting that nigga put batteries in y'all back, dog.
I understand for
y'all ain't got
educational purposes.
Hey, anti, you
for educational
purposes.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, if any of y'all see Lord Ninja, y'all can tell him he can come back to the channel.
Man, that man ain't coming back over here, dog.
Coming back.
You
gotta have, hey, Lamont, you gotta have real takes over here. You come with that fake debate, you get exposed. You gotta have real takes over here,
man
baby.
ain't coming back.
We ain't over here just arguing, bro. I can look, Lamont, we ain't over here just arguing for fun, bro. You can argue with your girlfriend at home about nothing. You gotta come real over here, baby. You gotta talk that talk over here.
This nigga said Kyrie Irving is Kobe Bryant incarnate. Nigga, shut. Oh my.
That's emotional. That's all Kobe done. He just saying anything.
What y'all gotta understand about Lord Ninja is whenever you file a complaint on another grown adult and you're a grown adult,
Lord Ninja probably older than you.
No, listen, he meant that.
I think he is.
He meant that shit from the bottom of his heart. Because why would you take the time out to do that off a sports debate that you made a bad take? Well, I ain't gonna say it happened. It don't happen to me, but it happens to me. Man. Like it happens.
It's not even.
Lamont, I'm reporting you.
That nigga said
that's cool. YouTube didn't do nothing.
And that shit got heavy traffic.
Oh, that Denver and Philly stuff. I agree with Philly, but not Denver.
It was just funny.
That man.
It was hilarious.
Hey, how's it going, man? What I miss? Niggas on here capping.
Nets won.
No, I know the Nets game. I just heard when Anti came in here, Anti ran the Raven.
He ran the Raven. Tired. That's how these niggas
game I seen since Kobe.
This is the best game
niggas over there.
Hey, Tayshaun, why y'all do that to Will again, man? Why y'all go in on him again like that?
Hey, man, I had to fire his ass up, man. Hey, he was too much talking, bro. Talking reckless. Because the nigga, like, you know how Will is, you know what I'm saying? He get talking shit. What's your address? I'm gonna pull up on you.
Wait, was that you?
Don't never do nothing. Don't never do nothing, you heard him?
I saw a video.
I've been put that bitch in a box, dog.
Emma.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hey, Anti, they said he dropped his location. Somebody looked it up. They said it was Pizza Hut.
Stupid ass.
Cap, what are you trying to take you on a pizza date?
I don't see how people can get that mad to where they would want to come do some harm to somebody on YouTube.
Man, that man ain't trying to do no harm. That dude ain't nothing but a bunch of mouth, dog.
Hey,
He don't want no smoke. He don't want no
anti, check this out. Check this out. So we would find his ass up, right? And Spiffy's on there too. I think Mr. Moss was too. And so the nigga was talking all that shit, talking about, hey, yo, we gonna meet up. And I told him, I said, look, my nigga, hey, the laws down here in the South, hey, they different than up north. So, hey, you come on this dumb mission if you want to. That's your ass. And so then he started singing another tune, talking about some, come to New York, pull up. And so the nigga dropped his address in the chat or whatever. And so I Googled it. You can ask Myron. Myron was in there. So I Googled it. Bro, tell me why a fucking Pizza Hut popped up. Like a real live Pizza Hut popped up next to a deli shop.
That's probably where he works.
Unless he lives above a pizza hut.
Them niggas capping, dog.
Hey,
and
then the sad part about it is Ticket, he be praising, talking about how, you know what I'm saying, Will his nigga, you know what I'm saying, he gonna ride for his nigga, but he be putting nigga on the spot, and he be putting a battery in his back, bro.
He put battery in all them niggas back.
Hold on, Tayshawn, he a jester, man. Will there just being a jester, man. You know what I mean?
I see.
Them niggas. I gamble. Like I said, hold up. When I was
now I remember
hold up.
who Tayshawn is.
Hold up, son. Will, Showtime, James, who else be LB?
Wilts.
Man, don't none of them niggas disagree with that nigga at all, dog.
Nah.
Everything that nigga say is God to them niggas, dog.
They not leaders, dude. They're not leaders.
Niggas don't. I never heard them niggas disagree with Ticket once, nigga.
I think I argue with Lamar like every other episode. At least I said this.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, y'all always got something to disagree with me about, even though I'll be right.
Yeah. That's the point. Like, I don't know.
Because
man.
you got
At least I like that about y'all of it. Nobody knows Jay or
Because you got people
DR.
that's confident in what they look at when they watch basketball, and they can make rational decisions for themselves and display those the way they see the game. Over there, them the type of dudes that watch Skip Bayless and all these people to form their opinions, and then they'll be like, that sounds pretty about right, even though it's the stupidest sounding shit you will ever hear. Because they're not used to leading anything. They don't lead their household. They don't lead like they don't know how to be in a leadership position. They never had that responsibility. So of course they're gonna sit there and believe everything somebody like that says.
Nick's just funny.
Ticket TV is as silly as his takes and shit is. He's an alpha male. A lot of them dudes be betas, just over there trying to look for like reasons to support this dude. Because they want to be led into something. Like they motherfuckers don't know how to lead, man.
Hey, Khalil,
that's people like that.
Hey, Khalil,
that's like a cult over that bitch.
He says a cult.
That's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why True King is blocked from there because he called Ticket a ball-headed eagle.
Yeah, because
I remember
King is he a leader. Like you can tell this nigga done led some shit before.
You said you called him a ball-headed
eagle. There don't know how to lead shit.
Niggas like I remember niggas like Lamont, CJ, dog. We used to have to go in that bitch Dolo and fight like 6 niggas, dog. Like every night, nigga, like real.
Hey, facts.
Like all them niggas was dick riding, dog. I'm like,
that's how I beat up. That's how I beat up.
None of you bitches, boy.
Tiggy got videos.
We can all be basketball savants.
Right, Tiggy got videos on me about my Bill Russell takes and all that. He got like 2 videos. Like they all ganged up on me.
True King, didn't you call him a bald-headed eagle?
Hey, True King, I watched that shit last week. That shit was funny as fuck.
Before I call him that. Before I call him that though.
Hey, but he be sending them niggas out though. Like when Tick don't feel like talking, he be like, Giants, get at these niggas, man. And shit, nigga just start yelling,
I used to fuck with that nigga, dog. Like I said, after they did that bullshit with Lamont, dog, I can't rock with you niggas no more, dog. Any nigga that think that shit was cool, nigga, you a whole to me, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
you
that's
came
crazy.
up how I came up, nigga. Like, nigga, you a hoe. Like, you can't stand behind no shit like that, dog.
Yeah, y'all from the same area in New Orleans?
Nah, he from
He from Uptown, ain't he?
I forgot. Nah, I'm from Uptown. Forgot what a nigga
Holly
told me he was
Grove?
from. Nah, he from 3 and G. He from that block. You heard me? Like he was like round the Magnolia Project, but he was more in like the Calio and all. I forgot what a nigga told me he had grew up at, dog. But nah. But as far as how we grew up, though, I guess we grew up different because like if you don't know what really going on with no nigga paperwork, dog, you can't put no shit like that on.
But
like,
that's no excuse on anti. He supposed to be an OG though. So that was
what I'm
really
saying.
like
That's what
got
I'm
me.
saying. Like his relationship
Like,
with Ticket is skewing his judgment with shit, dog. Like I told him in the chat that night, I'm like, dude, what you telling me right now? I don't care. Like I ain't got nothing to do with that man's personal life, dog. I don't know what this man doing. I don't care. Tell you the truth, nigga. It's YouTube. I ain't up here searching for no nigga criminal history. I'm like, nigga, all us got a background. Nigga, fuck you talking about?
We talking about basketball. What the fuck that got to do with anything? If you talk about nigga background and all
ain't
that
got
shit,
nothing to do with me,
basketball.
dog.
Yeah,
Oh, your background ain't right,
man.
so you don't have no right to speak on basketball. Man, shut the fuck up.
When you got a whole rap on your channel, man, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. That's the crazy about it. The whole rap on your channel. When you come out, somebody, oh come on, that's why I be just this is crazy. That's what I be.
And he be pulling his meat out and shit, bro. On that gay shit.
Oh man, I forgot that nigga did that. Bro.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Oh hell no.
He swore up and down he didn't do this shit yesterday, bro.
Yeah, that was him.
What?
Don't want niggas to watch him beat up.
Hey, y'all lying. He didn't.
Yeah,
Y'all
he's
lying.
not lying.
He did that, yo. It's on video.
Hey, I don't
on
know if he
video.
was over here and get leave, bro.
Blurred out on video.
I don't know if he was over here and get leave,
blurred out.
Wait, bro, somebody pulled this. Y'all.
Yeah, that nigga pulled this meat out on camera, dog.
Wait. Hey, nothing but dudes in the chat though.
Hey, that's what he did, dog.
Anti, you're being serious.
Oh,
Like,
we dead serious.
Hold up. He came over here and he thought someone gonna let him in the chat. So Lamont let him in the chat. When Lamont let him in the chat, dog, we was like, hold up, what the fuck is he doing?
Oh my
He
God.
cut his camera on. And we like, what the fuck is that? And we see a nigga pulling this shit back, dog. We like, boy,
go ahead with that.
Oh, you a whole for that.
Y'all should have filed a complaint on that nigga.
Man, like nigga, it wasn't my channel to file nothing on.
You was in a room, like he should have got a complaint filed on him.
Hey, hold on. I know one the only one that heard this nigga Ticket called LeBron a rat last night, and he said he got the lady kicked out, even though after the game.
Todd told me he said that joke.
After the games, he was like,
"What nigga jokes be lame? Who the fuck is Jay Reed? Why the fuck is his name Jay Reed? Nigga? What is his correlation with LeBron James? Like I don't be understanding that nigga.
I don't know why you talk about somebody using all this street terminology. What's your background like? What's your What's your resume?
What's your life like, nigga? Yeah, what's your life like?
What's your life like? What's your
life like, nigga?
So now niggas gotta do background checks to come to his channel.
You a professional basketball talking basketball on it. Just keep it. Come on, yo. Cut it out, yo.
See, this nigga tearing his own channel down. So now you gotta do background checks to come on this nigga channel. This shit ain't making sense.
What it was. Hold up.
Like, you know, Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, all of them are probably telling a nigga if you rob on anything, but they talking basketball.
He'll do it too. That's the crazy part. He'll do
with any of that.
Hold on.
Hold on. If LeBron would to see Ticket face to face, bro, LeBron to beat the shit out of Ticket TV. I guarantee that.
Man, that nigga won't even waste. That nigga won't even waste his time with Ticket, dog.
He said that Stephen A. and them would be snitches if somebody rubbed on them.
No. Who said that? Listen, everybody said no shit like that. Listen to what I'm saying. I said if somebody robbed Stephen A. Smith,
I was hoping you did.
No. Somebody was talking over me, and you heard the wrong shit. What I'm saying is, if Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman got robbed, right, and they seen your motherfucking face, they telling on you.
Robbed, okay.
Yeah, if they got robbed and they seen your face, they gonna tell on you. But what the fuck that gotta do with what they speaking about basketball? It got nothing to do with that.
Like y'all, people on YouTubers talk about the streets. Like that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you on YouTube talking about the streets.
If you
a professional, like come on, you
if you a real street nigga, you wouldn't get on YouTube talking about no street shit. That's like they
you ain't make no like now. That's the type of content you put out. Like what's the one dude name? there's people that's a lane for people doing YouTube, whatever. But like, if you talking about basketball, you covering games and stuff like that, leave that alone, man.
I mean, and then I'm like, because I remember I was like, because I disagree with them, and they were like, oh, we don't yell at people. This is what they do in the barbershop. No, the fuck they don't, because even in the barbershop,
no, they don't.
In the barbershop, they got a level of respect.
Nah, it'll go down in the barbershop.
The way how they talk.
Yeah, you ain't talk. Nobody talk like that in the barbershop.
If you was just talk like that at the barbershop, bro, like niggas gonna really, I ain't no barbershop.
Niggas talk with respect for each other in the barbershop. I don't even know.
Yeah, like people may like, you know what I mean, raise their voice, but like there ain't no disrespect.
It's respectful. They just get passionate. But on Ticket TV,
like,
nah.
Ain't nobody calling you a bitch ass nigga because you like LeBron in the barbershop.
Or you get a whole temper fade. You get a whole temper fade. You bitch ass.
They'll call you a jock snap. Therefore, that's what he say.
You get a whole temper fade. Somebody call you a jock snap. Come on, man. I'll be high. I'm like, what you say? Hold up, man. I want to pause real quick.
And they all be top of the same,
bro. He got his own barbershop or something, but that ain't
Tatum.
no real barbershop.
Why would Conor McGregor rematch that dude?
Who?
Just to get more bread.
He doing it for the bread. He doing it for the bread at this point, man.
I called it too.
Man, Conor McGregor need to go ahead and Man, Conor McGregor need to go ahead and retire, dog. That man harder than
I told you.
That man ain't hungry no more like he used to be, dog.
And no,
he should have went and got with Mayweather.
Hold on.
He's not that
good.
It's
not even that though. It's just people calling up to.
Hold up. True. Nah, bro. Like when he was hungry, dog, the nigga was a monster.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
He
should have went and got with Mayweather and started boxing.
Yeah, Mayweather turned him out on that money shit.
Once he got that big bag with Mayweather, dog, he got complacent, fam.
But hold on,
that nigga ain't hungry no more.
Money if he
it ain't even really got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because I was one of the few people that actually picked Dustin Poirier to beat him. The reason why Dustin Poirier beat him is because McGregor, it ain't even so much about the money. He's not really that good. He's not like when you get these dudes.
Man, McGregor was. Hold up, I disagree with you on that.
Hold on. McGregor's not listen. He's a striker. Once you can't knock nobody else out, what are you gonna do? What are you good at? If you ain't knocking nobody out.
Hold up, hey Cali. When that nigga, hold up, when he was hungry, dog, that nigga was a monster, dog.
Yeah,
but
That's why I laugh. That's why I laugh. Hey, hold on, wait, y'all. That's why I laugh when people try to compare him to John Jones level. I'm like, bro, John Jones he's nowhere near the level of John Jones. Bro. And this way, McGregor was in his prime. It's laughing.
John Jones is a well-dimensional fighter. He can strike. He can lead. He can defend. He can get to the ground. Like he can do everything. Like when
he the GOAT for real.
McGregor was fighting a whole bunch of small dudes. That's why he looked like Jose Aldo was small. The one
he was bigger
before that was small. Like even when he fought Dustin Poirier the first time, he was a smaller guy.
Right, and Dustin Poirier got better. But
when he got in there with Nate Diaz and started fighting these bigger dudes, he started getting his ass whooped. It ain't had nothing to do with him.
You seen what he did to Nate Diaz the last time around too.
He wasn't that skilled, bro. He's just like
it was a decision.
The MMA will humble you up. The MMA will humble you up quick. If you ain't fully dedicated to that sport, you are going to lose. It don't matter how talented you are. He had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He want to sell his.
That's why I said the nigga wasn't hungry no more.
But he know that. But that's how I on him.
He's not that. He wasn't that talented.
That nigga need to go ahead and retire, man.
All he has
Conor McGregor not even the top 25 fighter of all time.
He could have made more money boxing after that fight with Mayweather because he can actually
can't box though. No, he can't.
I was just about to say that he can't.
No, he was countering. Listen, he was countering Mayweather and getting good.
Floyd Mayweather.
Hold on.
Floyd Mayweather let him.
Hold on. MLE, you really think Floyd was really fighting that man, dog? Come on, bro.
MLE, I'm gonna give you this.
Stop it, dog.
MLE, I'm gonna give you this, and this is a fact. This is not an opinion.
When Floyd wanted to get that nigga the fuck out of there, he got him the fuck out of there.
The reason why Floyd Mayweather fought him like that was because of the Manny Pacquiao fight. That fight was so lackluster. Floyd promised the fans a better showing in his next fight.
He carried that nigga, yeah.
Listen. I'm not disputing none of that.
He came at McGregor with his hands up the whole fight and was coming forward. Floyd Mayweather has never fought like that before. He was doing that.
He wanted to get that nigga out of there. He got that nigga the fuck out of there.
Listen, let me finish. Floyd fought like that before. Pretty boy.
No,
Floyd.
He haven't.
He come at you.
Listen.
That's a whole different debate.
Floyd has never fought that.
That's a whole. Listen, I watched Floyd his whole career. Pretty boy Floyd is a whole different animal from Money Mayweather.
Who did he fight like he fought McGregor?
You ain't talking about that, Walk. That's what Emmanuel.
Nobody.
No.
I know
tripping, dog.
That was that one fight.
What's that nigga name? Who he swelled his eye up? Who kept running his mouth?
Arturo Gotti, he didn't fight Arturo Gotti like that. He didn't fight Gotti like that.
He came straight at Gotti the whole fight.
He did not fight Arturo Gotti in
what's his name? Diego Carrell.
He didn't fight
Carrell. He came at Carrell the whole fight. That's why I say that's a whole different. That's why I say that's a whole different.
That's why I say you talking about when he fought.
What I'm saying is about McGregor.
You're being disingenuous.
I'm not disputing
like that. He never fought anybody like that.
MLE, hold on, MLE.
Listen, he came at
MLE,
Gotti and Diego Carrell, but I'm not disputing that. That's a whole different. Hold on, let me finish what I was saying. I'm gonna let you go, bro. Let me finish what I was saying. What I'm saying is that's a whole different argument that Pretty Boy Floyd didn't come at niggas. That's a whole different argument. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying, Mayweather fought him a different way, and that's the same shit you can say with Nate.
MLE, I got a
he got his ass knocked out.
Bro,
you can't say Conor McGregor don't know how to box and give Mayweather excuse because he just was chasing him.
MLE, I got a question.
The nigga knew how to box. He was boxing before he even started fighting with the MMA shit. So he already
the same level. It's different.
He only had like 2 professional fights. That's it. 2 professional.
I'm not talking about the professional fights. Knowing how to fight and fighting is two different
No. You just said MLE. You just said that he had boxing matches. He only had 2 of them before he went.
I never said he had boxing matches.
Yes,
I never said he had boxing matches.
You just said he was.
I said he already knew how to box. I never said nothing about how many matches he fought.
What were you basing the fact that he know how to box off of? What were you basing that off of?
That he already learned how to box before he started fighting MMA.
Professional fights before he fought in MMA. 2.
I'm not talking about his professional fights. I could go train and learn how to box without fighting a professional fight.
He knew how to box if you're not gauging the 2 professional bouts that he had as a boxer. What other examples?
Listen, your boxing experience ain't the same as he know how to box. A lot of motherfuckers know how to box, but their experience ain't the same as other boxers, so they get in there and get their ass whipped. That don't mean they don't know how to box.
Okay,
MLE,
just don't have MLE, I got a question. Hold on, Did Pretty Boy just hit harder than Floyd when he was Money, or I think he just hit harder? So it looked like, but he fought the same.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd
hit hard, but Pretty Boy Floyd was focused on defense.
Nigga, I was about to say, you
Money made.
He didn't have that power no more.
That nigga ain't
Pretty
never
boy,
had no power.
He was getting in there.
Floyd Mayweather
ain't never had no damn power, nigga.
No, he
early in his career, he did.
We gotta go one at a time, y'all.
Everybody can't talk at the same
that
time.
goddamn
Floyd Mayweather at 135 was a knockout artist. The reason
what is he talking about?
The reason why his hands, because he had brittle hands. That's the reason why
brittle ass hands.
He started to see the knockouts become less and less because he was moving up and he was fighting all champions. When you fighting at championship level, you're not going to get the same amount of knockouts you will if you fighting a bunch of scrubs or tomato cans. Look at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was knocking out everything moving. You can't even tell me how many knockouts Manny Pacquiao got at 147.
Right, so who the hell this dude? Mayweather ain't had no power.
What?
But yeah, you wild said the Mayweather ain't had no power.
Mayweather ain't had no power.
No, he did have power. He did have power. He just
got brittle ass hands.
Ain't gonna be able to knock out.
Anti, you wild out, Anti. You wild out.
That's why I say that's a whole different subject, my nigga.
Like
Because you compare Pretty Boy Floyd to Money May is a whole different boxer.
Yeah, those are two different boxers.
Why
but
y'all
the
talking? Nigga, it's the same nigga. Fuck you,
No. They fought
Dog,
totally
it's different
Different
level.
styles,
It's
bro.
different situation, Anti. You
Same
tripping.
nigga. Fuck out of here.
No, you tripping, Anti.
Yeah, the same nigga. They different styles, my nigga.
Anti, it's not your lane, Anti.
Like, to me, like the Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather was more aggressive, but he still had that defense. This Pretty Boy Floyd is more relying heavily
He
on
more focused on defense
because his uncle was the one who taught him defense. Floyd Mayweather Sr., where he was Pretty Boy, was teaching him offense. Like it was a mixture of the two. That's why Floyd went undefeated, because his Roger Mayweather was a world champion. He was the original Black Mamba. So he already had that in his bag. So he taught Floyd how to be more defensive and prevent getting knocked out. And his father taught him the offensive side. That's why he started to become Money Mayweather in his later years, because he was more selective on his fights, because he tapped into that Mexican market, because Mexican has the biggest fan base in boxing. So that's why you started to see him fight the Oscar De La Hoyas, the Guerreros, and all of these different Mexicans, Canelo. Right. He started fighting that same style because all of these people were willing to pay to see
Elder, nigga.
But Elder, look. Hey,
that
Elder,
ain't Elder, nigga.
But listen, right? Hey, Elder.
That ain't Elder MLE.
Hey, Elder.
My bad. I don't know who on here. My bad.
I can't even see the names. I don't even blame him.
That's Khalil, bro.
That's Khalil.
All right, I'm supposed to automatically know niggas' names and shit. Like, ain't nobody say, "Oh, look, this is my name."
Yeah, I don't even see the names on the screen.
I'm supposed to automatically know. But listen, what you say your name was again, bro?
Yeah, my name Khalil, MLG. It's a pleasure.
All right, listen, Khalil.
He said MLG.
I'm fagging the fuck
Hey, Khalil. Hey, Khalil. You do sound a little bit like Elder. But listen, right? You can't say you can't say Shorty can't box because Mayweather was walking into punches and walking into counters. Yeah, you can't say
it's different levels. It's different levels though.
MLE.
I'm not saying he can't box. I'm just saying that he wasn't that talented.
Can I ask y'all a question on the panel, bro? If Mayweather wanted to get McGregor out there in the first round, could he not have done that?
Yeah, he would have watched him with no problem.
No,
he didn't watch him right away because he wanted to pay the fans back for the
Mayweather could have got that nigga out in the first round.
That man Conor McGregor got a one concussion after the
Mayweather say he was gonna knock him out in?
It don't matter what round he said he wanted.
Why don't it? Hold on. Look what you just said.
No. It don't matter what round he knocked him out in because ultimately he got him out of there. The point is that
I ain't saying what round he knocked him out in. I said what round did he say he was gonna knock him out in? I ain't say what round he knocked him out in.
He wanted to
what round did he say he was going to knock him out in?
Man, they was putting on. He was putting on
the show. Listen. That's why I say you can't have it both ways. That's just like arguing when we argue in basketball. A nigga try and have it both ways. You said if he wanted to get him out there in the first round, he'd have done it. But he said he was going to get him out there in what round?
6th round.
7th round. What it was? It was either 6th or 7th round. He said he was going to get him out there. But did it go past that?
Yeah, because the reason why it didn't happen that way, because he wasn't fighting normally how he would fight. If he would have fought how he normally fight, the fight would have been boring. And then people would have been like, "Oh, it's just like the Manny Pacquiao fight all over again. It's boring." Where you got Floyd just sitting back playing defense and pot shotting this dude the whole fight. He didn't want to do that because Showtime lost a lot of money on that Pacquiao fight. So he told him he was going to make that fight back up.
7th round. If he said I'm gonna knock him out in the 7th round, that's still a good show for the people because it's 7 rounds, my nigga. But you saying he could have got him out there in the first round if he wanted to. Listen, you can't say
how did we get
you can't say, oh, he'd have got him out there in the first round, but he called him and get him out there in the 7th round.
Boxing right now, to be honest, is boring as shit.
I agree with that. I agree with that, Lamar. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, I think I said something about
Boxing ain't the same without Mayweather. What I'm saying is, you can't say he could have knocked him out in the first round when he said I'm gonna knock him out in the 7th, and it went past the 7th. And then Mayweather explained why he couldn't get him in the 7th.
This nigga got 22 points. Man, what the
Hold on.
fuck?
Third Matic said, he said, "What? How do y'all feel about LaMelo Ball starting?"
I mean, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Did they win tonight?
Come at some point.
They played tonight.
Yeah, they won.
They
said you know the record. They said the Charlotte is like 6-2 when LaMelo play over 29 minutes or some shit like that.
No, he 9-2. 9-2.
9-2.
And they 2 for 7 when he played under 25 minutes.
So I guess, hey man, I mean,
I like seeing them ball, but you know everybody wants to see him lose.
I mean, the question is that team is I mean, listen, how good? I mean,
nigga, they not gonna make no noise in playoffs, nigga. No,
that's what I'm saying.
Making the playoffs.
They're not gonna make no. What they gonna make the playoffs? They just not.
Y'all said the Hornets gonna make the playoffs, but the Bulls can't.
Don't do that, yo. Please don't do that, yo. Don't do that.
Y'all literally just said the Bulls is better than the
Hold on. What's y'all? Hold on.
Ain't nobody say the Bulls was better than the Hornets, nigga. Ain't nobody on here thought that.
Yes, we
with your
did.
ass, nigga. Ain't nobody on here thought that with your ass, nigga.
Go back and watch the LaMelo Ball video.
Hey, yo, hold on.
Nobody thought that shit but your ass, nigga.
Y'all Bulls don't even have a culture right now. Come on, dog.
How come we don't? Billy Donovan building the culture.
This man said Billy
Donovan is not a bad coach. Stop it.
He's not a bad coach.
Chicago, bro.
I'm sorry.
I get it for this, man. They fight, they blow leads too. Like it's no way in hell y'all should have brewed that lead to Portland the other night.
Yeah, we're a young team. We still figuring it out. We good.
Hey, no, hold on. I just got in the chat, but y'all peeped the what you call it, the Nets. They was about to blow that 10-point lead again tonight.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, you talking about team blowing lead. Look at the Nets.
Every time, like what I'm trying to tell y'all, everything I'm saying about the Nets is true. They overrated, bro. Like they won tonight, but they not winning no championship this year.
Neither one of those two teams. If you go back, and I'm sure I don't know if Lamont gonna want to do a film study on this, but if you go back and watch, I just sat here and watched the highlights again after watching the game in real time. It was so many lapses on both sides of the court for both of those teams that they cannot fix over. The Clippers was doing the same shit last year, and Brooklyn just don't commit to defense. So to me, neither one of those two teams will make it. I say if one of them just so happened to make it, it would be Brooklyn. But I
don't got Brooklyn getting past the 76.
I'm just saying if they just so if it was out of those two teams,
I don't got Brooklyn getting past the second round. If you want me to keep it on.
Neither one of these
depending on who they play in the second round. I don't got them going past the second round.
Who gonna beat them? Who you got beating them?
That's why I said depending on who they play in the second round.
I'm saying like who they need to avoid then? Who you
I told you already. Niggas think I'm bullshit.
I'll give you some teams.
Cavaliers are not beating them.
If they get Cleveland, nigga, I'm picking Cleveland, nigga.
I hope they do, and I'm gonna bet you money.
I give you right now who could beat the Nets: the 76ers, the Bucks, the Celtics, the Cavs. I even know the Hornets could probably even beat the
Cavs. Not gonna beat them, bro.
They already did twice,
bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell people every time. We used to whoop Miami Heat, but all the time in the regular season, we used to lose some of the playoffs. The regular season don't mean nothing. It's 0-0 in the playoffs.
Hold on. Don't you dare disrespect the Miami Heat, nigga, to the Nets. Nigga, don't do that.
I'm just going out their logic that the regular season.
Hell no.
You gonna tell me the Nets? They gonna play better defense in the playoffs?
Fuck no.
The Cavaliers don't have enough to beat them.
Are you trying to tell me that the Nets gonna play better defense in the playoffs?
How they don't have enough?
Let the man ask my question. Do you think the Nets gonna play better defense in the playoffs?
They don't have to beat them. They don't need to play better defense.
Man,
in the 7 games.
Hey, SB, I don't know what you be watching, bro. Sometimes I don't know what you be watching, bro.
Who?
They don't need the got a big man.
Cavaliers gonna beat the Nets.
Don't even got a big man that's going.
So basically, you saying they're gonna beat them off a strong power. You might as well say that, SB. SB, you might as well say they're gonna beat them off a strong power. That's fine.
That's fine. You can't explain to me how the Cavs gonna literally beat them, bro. They got better.
First of all,
that's regular season,
bro. Look at the both.
Tell me if even if y'all don't know off the top of your head, y'all can say y'all don't know. Tell me one lower seed team that beat a team in the regular season, then went to the playoffs and beat them.
Man, look. Hold on. The Nuggets, they came back from 2 3-point leads in one series. You never know what's gonna happen.
Okay, did the Nuggets beat the Clippers? Did they beat them during the season, the whole season?
I don't remember all the time.
Yo, come on, man, stop it, man. The regular season is 0-0.
Hey, hold up.
It's 0-0.
But you trying to tell me that the Nets playing trash defense now? They gonna get better in the playoffs?
What's up with your boy?
The Cavs not gonna beat them.
What's up with your
Man,
boy
you
Luka,
never be
dog?
answering questions, bro.
Hey, Luka, hold on. Luka not my boy, man.
Better defense. They still gonna be
nigga. Didn't you say Luka was gonna be MVP this year?
I did pick him. That was my prediction, but I was wrong.
I said my pick.
What's wrong with him right now?
He's not a leader, man. He a crybaby, man.
Must have caught up to his game.
Is that
he a
nigga
crybaby. Yeah. I told y'all. I say he's not gonna get any better. But people was calling me a hater. You know what I mean? I told
you told him to be your MVP this year.
Because my prediction, how I feel on a player, two different things, man. I picked. Hold on, anti. I'm a whole Celtics fan. I picked Lakers to win a championship. Like, it's two different things, man.
You know that's
my team. You ain't stupid.
Hey,
you ain't stupid.
That Luka prediction wasn't stupid either, though. Look at the numbers he's putting up. Here's the thing: if this team had a better record, they definitely would have been pushing them in top 3 or like number 1 MVP race right now.
Y'all not gonna be in the race. The Celtics not gonna be in the championship race till they get another point guard.
You a Bulls fan. Worry about what the Bulls going to do. Y'all is trash.
True. You can't tell me I'm lying though.
I got the Celtics beating the Nets though if they play in the playoffs.
Man, listen, the Celtics can go as far as they want to go to, man. But we ain't win no championship though. I say that.
Jaylen Brown and Ted are gonna have to average 30 for y'all each.
I think Philly coming out of the East.
I don't trust Philly. I done pushed the Philly. Reason why I just don't trust nobody in the East, I done pushed that Philly bandwagon since even when Jimmy. I was like, no, man, they still good, but I can't trust them, bro. Ben Simmons. Who going to East gonna stop him? I just don't see it. I just can't see it.
You don't trust the 76ers. You don't trust no other team.
No, the 76ers have choked too many times. No, I don't trust Philly.
That's a fair assessment.
They choke too many times. Look, this is what you got to depend on.
They almost choked today again.
This is what you got to depend on. You got to depend on Embiid being fully healthy. That matters. And Ben Simmons being the average player. Hold on, let me talk.
All right, go ahead.
Ben Simmons being the average player, then you hope Tobias Harris be above average. Then you gotta hope that they defense hold up. Then it's like, how can they play slow? Is they really just gonna feed Joel Embiid the whole time? Is Joel Embiid gonna play like how he playing? Now it's not a guarantee of that. And then look, when we ask Embiid to do that. When we ask Embiid to do this multiple times, he have not showed up.
Can I respond to that?
The best Philly was when they had Jimmy Butler on their team and they had a closer. They don't have a closer still. So it's going to come down to that.
They should have been in the finals that year.
Hold on.
They should have. They would Renegade, no lie.
All I got to say.
We got to go one at a time. They can't hear on the Facebook.
Yeah, bro.
Before you go. Renegade. I ain't going to lie. If they would have beat the Raptors, I think they would have made it to the finals that year too, though. I think they was made it. You know that, bro.
Nah, but all I gotta say to debunk that is that you saying that Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah, you missed the debunk. Now I remember who you is now.
This Delta never. Yeah, all I gotta say is that the Nets, they gotta basically shoot over 50% from the field. They gotta shoot somewhere around 40 somewhere like around high 50 low 50s for
which
three.
They can do.
They gotta play average defense. They can't
hold up. You think they're gonna shoot 50% every game, dog?
That's what I'm saying.
I said which they can. They're capable of doing that.
They can't
No, they're not. They're not capable of doing that every game.
Hold on. But
you crazy as hell.
Do you think the Nets capable of playing just average defense? I ain't saying good, just average.
Against the Cavs, yeah, for sure.
What?
Yep.
They almost let the Cavs score 150.
That's regular season. We talking about a whole 7-game series where you can sit back and game.
Brother, the Cavs aren't going. I don't think the Cavs gonna beat the Nets.
The Nets, they
are.
I'm
not gonna be. I'm not a Nets believer, but I'm not gonna say that the Cavs are gonna beat the Nets.
Other than the Wizards,
we're not going to let the Cavs did just lose.
Man, G League can beat the Nets.
Hold on.
Y'all wow.
Hold on. We're not going to let the Cavs.
Now, Mr.
Let me speak. I said we're not gonna act like the Cavs didn't just lose the worst team in the NBA like the other day. I just hope y'all did. We're not gonna act like that.
The Nets lost to the worst team in the NBA.
Right.
Fuck you, man.
Come on, man.
The Timberwolves are worse. The Timberwolves are worse.
Then the Cavs they beat the Timberwolves yesterday.
Cause how y'all talk, y'all got the Nets losing in the
Hold
first round.
on. The Timberwolves they lost one to the Timberwolves and they beat the Timberwolves one time. The Nets they lost to the Wizards.
I mean, I'm not a Nets believer. They just beat the hottest team in the NBA.
The Nets they lost to the Wizards 2 times. So what's your excuse for that?
Yeah, Cavs 7 seed right now.
Bro, they have James Harden. They have James Harden. They didn't have James Harden. They didn't have James Harden. They took both of those L's. I'm sorry.
The Cavs won't even beat the Knicks or the Bulls in the 7 games.
I don't care how you feel.
Hey, you got stop pushing this Bulls.
I don't care how you feel about
you think we sweet, bro? That's your problem.
I don't care.
I guarantee the Celtics will want to see us in the first round. I guarantee the Celtics will want to see us in the first round.
Don't do that. Don't we'll blow y'all out.
I guarantee y'all
don't. I don't care how y'all. I don't care.
We got a better rookie. We got a better rookie than y'all.
Everybody wants to see the Celtics and the Bulls. Believe me.
Hey, but the Nets they the 2nd seed. The Cavs they the 7th seed. So the Cavs.
Renegade say, hold on, Renegade.
If the Cavs.
Let me just say this.
Bulls better than the Pelicans. What Renegade say? I want to hear what
Renegade say. If the Cavs play the Nets in the first round, I got the Cavs in 7.
Stop talking that nonsense. Renegade, what you say, bro? He's talking
I said everybody wants to see the Bulls and the Celtics. Believe me.
Yeah, bro, I guarantee we'll have you sweat. I'm not saying we'll win that series, but y'all will be sweating. You think y'all will not sweat? Y'all will be sweating.
What I was saying was
it'll take y'all at least 6 games to beat
the young, inexperienced team.
Let me talk, bro.
Come on, bro.
Go ahead.
What I was gonna say was I don't care how you feel about the Nets. They still beat the hottest team in the NBA today. I don't care how you feel about it.
They lost to the worst team in the NBA.
They're the hottest team in the NBA.
They didn't have.
Hold on.
They didn't have James Harden.
Hold on.
You get them wild like this, though, bro.
They didn't have James Harden. It's not the full story, bro. You're not talking
about. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Just because you seen them play one game and they got up for the Clippers, you think all is well?
Y'all just sit here debating.
Y'all just mentioned one game.
Exactly.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Come here with some sense. Somebody come here with some sense.
I'm not. I don't think that's going to get out.
Them niggas think all is well now that they didn't win.
The Nets they beat the Cavs twice. The Wizards beat the Cavs.
Y'all be killing y'all own self. Y'all be killing.
Hold on. You talking about one game? I ain't talking about one game. The Cavs they beat the Nets twice.
Hey, who the Nets play next?
Listen, bro. I don't think the Nets are going to get to the finals either, but they're not going to lose to the fucking Cavs.
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The Nets they almost let Bam Adebayo score 50 on his own.
Listen, bro. I don't think the Nets gonna make it to the finals, but they're not losing no fucking Cavs in the first round. It's not fucking happening.
Hold on, wait, time out. Anti, their next game is against the Raptors.
Nah, the Raptors. They're
not losing no fucking Cash in the first.
They're not losing no.
You don't even believe that shit. Y'all don't even believe that shit.
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
So if they, hold on, wait, time out. Let me pause this right now. So on today, hold on, wait, pause that. It's February 2nd, so we're gonna keep this here. So if the Nets play the Cavaliers in the playoffs first round, y'all will put money on it. Would y'all put money on it?
I'll put money on it.
Y'all gotta lose money.
That's all I need to hear. That's all I want.
Y'all gotta lose money.
Why we always gotta put money on some shit?
It don't matter because I'm gonna get that money. Even if I lose, I'm gonna get that money back.
Nah, we can bet when we know for sure if it happens.
Hold on. Even if I lose that money, I'm good because I got the Lakers winning the championship. I win that shit back.
That's cool. You getting the money to me. Whatever money you re-up on, that ain't have nothing to do with it. Have nothing to do with me.
LeBron getting that chip this year. That's all.
I got the Lakers winning too this year. I got the Lakers winning too, barring injury.
LeGoat. I said LeBron. LeGoat.
Man, hold up.
Hold on, y'all gotta go one at a time. They cannot hear on the Facebook stream, y'all. It's getting too crazy, y'all. Gotta go one at a time. There's too many people on the Facebook stream saying they can't hear.
I'm betting that the Nets don't make it to the finals.
I bet that too. I agree with you.
Nigga, I already said the Nets not making it to the finals, but they're not losing no fucking Cavs in the first round. That's just not happening.
Yeah, that's not.
That's just not happening.
Who just said that?
I said that. I said
CA3 said they're not losing the Cavs.
I said that they losing.
Okay.
I said they losing.
Unless they make a trade, whatever. But if they see the Cavs in the first round,
we could bet.
Man, Colin Sexton and them gonna cook them niggas, dog.
They're not.
Them niggas licking they chop. They gonna be licking they chop for them niggas, dog.
CA3, you hear these boys?
Andre Drummond gonna have career highs in the playoffs.
Who the big man they got? The best
Andre
big man.
Drummond?
The best big man. The next guy say that.
Hey, do you think?
And
Why
they
do we
got
keep?
Jared Allen.
Why do we keep saying the
hold on.
Cavs though? Why do we keep saying
the
the Cavs is the 8th seed or the 7th seed? Why can't it be like the Hornets or the Bulls?
No, I don't.
They could play.
They be hating on the
Bulls.
No.
They could play Miami Heat as the 8th seed. They could play
you right. Hold up, Lamont.
The Miami Heat would be healthy in that full strength. I got them beating the Nets 6 games.
This is my stance on here with the Nets. If they play anybody in the East with a consistent big man and that can actually play with their back to the basket, they gonna get fucked up. That's
so
what
wait,
I'm saying.
hold on, wait, anti. Before I ask this, so you saying that the Magic can beat them there in the series?
Who?
The Magics, because they got Vucevic.
Man, Vucevic ain't no motherfucking drama, nigga. Stop it.
He ain't no post.
Vucevic is better than
Drummond. Offensively, Vucevic is better.
Vucevic is better than
Drummond though, but he ain't no.
He's a better shooter. He's not a better big man.
He's a better scorer than Drummond.
He's not
a better defender.
He said it. Lamont, he said if it's a good big man with his back to the basket,
Vucevic is getting his points with his back to the basket.
Yes.
The nigga a shooter mostly.
He can do both. He can do both.
He ain't like that, man.
He can do both.
Y'all niggas on crack.
He can do both.
I'm talking about Drummond.
Drummond ain't no.
Nigga, Vucevic is a way better.
Hold on. But you said Vucevic.
I
like Drummond, like he.
Nigga,
Drummond ain't trash. What the fuck you mean?
You talking like he elite post scorer though. He's not.
They already got a problem.
He gonna be a leader against them.
One of y'all go one at a time, yo.
My bad.
That Mr. Debunk. He trying to debunk something too much.
Y'all niggas overrating Drummond's offensive game, bro.
Bro, his offense is not built like
overrating the Nets.
Nigga, I'm not overrating the Nets. How Louis said they're not making it to the fucking finals.
Anti or Mr. And look, I got
they're not losing the first round, bro. That's not happening, bro. I don't
anti or Mr. Debunk. Answer me this question. Tell me 3 different post moves you've seen Andre Drummond do.
They can't.
Hold on.
Off top of your head. 3 different post moves.
Hold on. Can I answer that?
Yes.
Dre Drummond backing down anybody on your fucking Nets, nigga.
I was just about to say that. He answered.
Okay, now that's one.
Out of here.
That's one.
Hey, Lamont.
You ain't gotta say nothing else.
Hey, Lamont.
Yo, what's up?
Bro, your son's looking good last night. That nigga Chris Paul took over that shit.
Yeah, 34.
Yo, Trailblazer fan. Don't let him trick you. Trailblazer fan. Don't let him trick you.
No, the Suns looking good. That was a good game.
Nah, but the Suns is hooping, man. They made some modifications to the offense.
I got the Suns beating the Clippers if they play in the playoffs.
I was one of the ones that was doubting the Suns, but they're gonna be a good team.
Hey, Lamar, you think Cleveland would beat the Nets in the first round?
It'd be a tough matchup. I ain't putting
no. I don't think Cleveland would beat them.
I ain't gonna lie though, Lamar.
They're not consistent enough offensively to beat them, bro.
But if the Cavs are fully healthy and they got both of their bigs, if they got Garland,
don't do it.
K-Love.
They can make it interesting.
Okay. At least, yeah. Lamont, I'm gonna respect you for being real, because they wow. They just won a 5-game series.
Hold on, but let me say this
though. Looking at the records, y'all gotta look at the matchups. That's what's the problem with the Cavs is they're just a horrible matchup for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're not consistent enough offensively.
They match up really well.
I'll give you that, but like y'all.
Now look, hold on, wait. My next question is this though. Because even though the Cavaliers are 7, they got to play for their spot though, and you got the Raptors and the Bulls behind them. They could lose their spot to even the Hornets. The Hornets could beat them that 7 spot.
Yeah, Brooklyn beating the Hornets. Brooklyn
the play-in was just for the 8 seed.
If the playoffs,
no, the play-in is from the 7 through 10.
I said if the playoffs was going to start today, and it was just like everything was just regular how it is right now. The Nets, they the 2nd seed. The Cavs, they the 7th seed. I'm saying I got the Cavs beating the Nets.
I got the Cavs. Yup, me too.
Hey, let me.
Today, nigga, I got them.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. Out of all the teams that made the playoffs,
I'm not gonna look it up.
He has no
Hey, y'all gotta
moves.
remember
I'm a
There's no
Detroit
it ain't
fan.
been
He
no
move.
has no
training camp
moves.
He
either.
do the
I,
same
Y'all
move.
gotta
Hold on,
take
wait,
that into
pause,
account
pause. Show
also.
me a different
It's
move.
gonna be a lot of
CA3.
ugly
I don't know
basketball
why you
going
disrespect
on.
the Drummond like that, though. Like he
nigga,
no
he
Hall of
has no
Famer.
post moves. I'm a Detroit fan. What are you
He a
talking about?
Detroit
Drummond's a
fan.
Hall of Famer. Don't
Nigga,
do
Oh,
that.
okay, hold on. Y'all
nigga,
say he
true,
don't
true. You're
have
not
any.
listening to what
Hold
I'm
on. Y'all say
saying.
he
You're
don't
not
got
listening
any
to what I'm
moves.
He
saying.
doing the
True,
same
true,
Y'all
true,
move.
say he don't
true. You're
got
not
any
listening to
moves.
what
Who
I'm
gonna
saying.
who on the Nets gonna
True.
Would
stop
there
that?
be effect
Hold on,
That
on
hold on,
ain't
hold on,
true.
true.
anybody
If
on
it
the
ain't
net
don't
Hold
affect
on,
him.
fan?
first of all, true, true. Hold on. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I know Drummond is good in other aspects, but post moves is not his best
No.
aspect. That's one of his worst aspects
Shit, don't look
of
like
It's
his
it.
not,
game.
but look,
Okay,
Nah,
Lamont,
the
he's
hold
man
on, wait,
averaging
still
like
time
18
out, time
points a
out,
game right
time
now.
out, time out. Hold
He
on, wait,
averaging
time
like
out,
he
y'all.
18
could
Time out.
points.
still
Nigga,
Time out,
he
y'all.
had no
Lamont,
post
let me
moves.
say,
That
hold
was
on,
his,
wait,
that was his biggest flaw.
time out, y'all. Lamont, you the coach here. How many different moves the drummer just did so far? Or he just
He
do the
don't got a
same move
lot of
the whole
moves,
Hold
but
on,
game?
he
he
got.
averaged 18.
Hold on, he's
Hold on.
had
if
about 5 different moves, man.
What?
and he
Hold on,
could use
Hey,
any one of them on
Lamont.
anybody on
How
the
you gonna say
net
Hold
he ain't
on,
got
hold
at
no
on.
any
moves
The
time.
and
man
he
averaging
not a
18
back
points a game right
Hold on,
now.
hey,
Come
Lamont.
on, man.
he not a
He not built like
back
that,
to the
bro.
basket player when he
Hold
came
on,
He
in.
ain't
hold on.
gotta be built
He
like
gonna
that. He can
look
be
built
deep.
like
That's
that on
decent.
the net
That's
against the Nets.
Hey,
Hold on.
Lamont.
You
He
can't
just
even
did drop
name.
step,
You can't even
back down,
name.
look.
You can't even name 5 different post moves. I mean, he did like 4 of them.
But hold on, my
he
thing is they
definitely
trying to
did a
say that
couple.
he only
Definitely
get
did
the
like
same
four.
post move. Hold on, they trying to say you only
I
get the.
definitely seen four though.
They trying to say he got
That's
the
all you
same move.
need for real to
But
be
who on the?
be
But
decent.
who? Hold on, hold on. Who on the Nets gonna stop him though? Name a big man on the
Oh my
Nets to stop
god.
drumming.
Oh my god, that was a lefty too. That was a
Hold on,
left
no,
hand.
no. Which big man on the Nets to stop drumming? Answer that.
Nobody.
Ain't
Why
nobody
y'all
Exactly.
can
talking
take
about
away
he don't got
from
no
him.
post
Nobody.
moves?
I wish
Exactly.
you would put KD on that
Drummond by
nigga.
himself is not gonna
I
beat you
wish you
though.
would put KD skinny
Man,
ass
I'm
on
gonna
that
have a
nigga.
field day on KD.
But yeah, Drummond by
KD,
himself not gonna beat
Drummond
you.
by himself is not gonna beat
Oh
you.
my god, dribble game. Oh my
man, y'all
cold.
disrespectful.
It's gonna be
Hall of
Drummond
Famer.
and Jared
Y'all
Allen.
disrespectful.
So hold on,
I
wait.
ain't
Now
gonna
I
lie,
ain't
Drummond
doing all
got
this cap.
moves.
So wait. So if the Cavaliers run their offense through Drummond in the post, they beat
Nobody
the
doing.
Nets.
Nobody said all that. Nobody said all that. You
Nobody
can't
said
say all
Nobody
that.
that.
say he
Saying
Come
run.
on, man.
No,
Nobody
no,
said
that's how y'all
Come
act.
on, man.
Bro,
Nobody
hey,
asked that at all.
Sexton and Adi was getting buckets against you niggas,
Sexton was
dog.
cooking. He put up a
They not
40
gonna
ball
do
on
that.
Kyrie.
And Adi.
They
Colin
not
Sexton
gonna
put
do
up a
that, bro.
40
He
ball
trying
Kyle
to
on
Sexton
Kyrie.
may be
7 game
All
series,
Star
but
this year too, though.
he not making
Kyle
all star
Sexton may
teams.
be
There's
All
too many
Star this
people.
year.
You
There's too
Kyle
many
crazy.
Sexton,
people
he
in the East,
balling.
bro.
Hey,
There's too
Colin
many
Hey
Sexton
players.
better than
man,
Kyrie right now
you
to
trying
me.
to tell me he can't be All Star this? He playing better than Westbrook.
He playing better than
I mean, he
Kyrie.
can be, but it's just too many people in the East.
He
Nigga,
It's too
averaging
many
the
24
guards.
points a game right now, man. He been
nigga,
balling,
that
man.
No,
Maybe
he
nigga.
get a
good though.
spot.
He good
Hey,
though.
hey, SB,
Maybe
this
get a
how
spot.
bad. Hold up, SB, this how bad the Nets is, dog. They made Russell Westbrook look like he was the top 5 player in the motherfucking league right now, bro.
Man, they making everybody looking like an
Like for
MVP.
real, like
They
Everybody
come
they
had
on,
play,
they had
I
dog.
Mo
look
mean,
like
Wagner.
an
Hey, Mo
MVP.
Wagner scored what 16
Nigga,
points on the Nets off the bench.
man, come on, dog.
They blew the word. That's crazy. Y'all
They
believe
can't
in the Nets because they.
hold on. That's
That's
crazy. Hold
funny
on.
because
They
they
can't
blew the Celtics out. Y'all
they
start
can't
believing
even
in the Nets. That Nets
hold on, y'all.
bandwagon, man.
They
That's
can't even
crazy,
stop
man.
Mo Wagner. Y'all trying to tell me that they
Nigga,
gonna stop
I
Andre
was
Drummond?
I
Come
was
on.
never out like I
so
literally said
y'all,
that.
so,
I
how
don't think
y'all?
the Nets
The
I don't
Nets
think the Nets are gonna make it to the
couldn't
finals.
stop
I just
Mo.
don't think they're
The
gonna lose in
Nets
the
couldn't
first round.
stop
That's
Mo
all I
So
Wagner.
said.
hold on, wait. CA3. So they saying Andre Drummond
That's
finna
all
average
I
20 and 20. That's what y'all
nigga.
saying. That is
I've
like
seen
20 and
Andre
20
Drummond play plenty
or
of times.
20 and 15.
I've seen Andre Drummond play
Why he
plenty of
can't?
times.
What
I
you
don't
think he
think
can't?
I haven't seen him
But it's gonna
have
be
it.
Jared
He's not gonna have.
He's never shown me. He's never shown me. Yes.
Hold on, the Nets they couldn't stop Mo Wagner. What make you think that they gonna stop Andre?
Hold on, let me ask this question.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna ask a dude who watched them all the time. CA3 is a Pistons fan.
I've literally watched Drummond. He can't. He doesn't have the.
Not gonna lead them, bro.
He doesn't have. He's not built. He's not built to carry a team to win a playoff series.
But hold
He's
on,
not built like
hold
that.
on. Not only do they got Drummond, they got Jared Allen coming off the bench too.
Nigga,
Fuck
okay.
you mean?
Okay, and
man, you what?
With okay, and huh?
Yeah, y'all disrespect.
You gonna see me?
Hey, no, hold on. So when they played when the Cavs played the Nets, it was the versatility and changing up their style of play because you got to think they went to Jared Allen in the critical moments of that game and they benched Drummond.
They did.
That's because Jared Allen can guard in different types of ways.
Right.
All right. But Drummond can also do different things too. That's the versatility there. When you look at their guards, they got two different types of guards in Garland and Sexton who can attack in different ways. And you still got Chetty Osman. You still got the defender and Isaac Okoro who's playing great defense this year. So I mean, like they got that. They would give the Nets a really bad matchup if they matched up in the first round. That's the only thing. It's just a bad matchup.
Yeah. CA3, hold up. Now, SB. And you keep talking about, okay, let's say fuck the Cavs, dog.
Okay,
bro. Philly is a bad matchup for
Oh
them
man,
niggas,
you don't
dog.
want to.
Nigga, you're not listening. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
They
I
don't
said
want
I
to
Don't
see
don't.
even
Philly
mention
at
them.
All I
all.
said.
Don't
All I
even
said.
mention them.
Hold
They
up.
not.
Y'all
Don't
not
even
listening to what I'm
mention
saying.
them.
All I
They
said
don't
was that
want
the
to see
Nets are not
Philly at
losing in the first
all.
round. I said they're not making it to the finals. I said they're not going to win. They're not going to lose the first
Hold
round.
I
up,
got
but
the
All
let
I
me
Nets
tell you
said.
making
three.
the
Let me
That
finals.
ask you
doesn't
this.
mean.
Let me ask you
That
this.
doesn't mean I'm going to
Let me ask you
believe it.
this. Hold
Yeah.
on. So Miami get that AFC. They can't beat the Nets.
Miami smoking the Nets.
Shit, Miami gonna smoke
They
their ass.
can't. I
I
mean, I'm
mean,
thinking y'all.
Miami
Miami
gonna
I
Bucks.
mean, if
smoke
we
their
going
ass.
off, hold on, wait, time
I
out.
see
We going
Yeah,
off.
they
Hold on,
whole
wait,
you
squad.
stuttering now.
time out.
Yeah,
We
No,
he's
going off.
stuttering.
I
If
don't.
we going off, hold on, wait.
I
Fuck you
did.
stuttering
We
for,
I know
going.
SB?
he's
If we hold on,
stuttering.
wait. If we going off y'all logic, they played the best defense out of any team in Miami. They had the lowest scoring points, so they gonna beat Miami off
That's
y'all
because
logic.
Miami
The
was
regular
hurt.
season count that
Hey,
way.
yo,
So
you
that
SB,
don't
you a
Jimmy
sad
Butler
case,
didn't
Miami
even
man.
ain't
play
had
that
but
game.
5
Miami
that's
players
hurt
the
all
all
point of
year.
what
year.
y'all say, man.
Half of the
You a
Heat was
sad
hurt.
case, man. You ain't putting us in
Jimmy
context,
Butler
Jimmy
ain't
bro.
Butler
Unless
play.
you
wasn't
was,
even playing, nigga.
Tyler
It
Other
don't
Hero
than
ain't
matter.
he's
play.
a
Melo,
sad
I'm
case,
going off
man.
y'all context.
he's
That's
a
how
Nah,
y'all
bad
feel.
bro,
Hold
this
on.
Hey,
ain't
y'all
right,
see how I
man.
feel when y'all be saying that
I
nonsense.
Nah,
guess.
nah.
You know what I mean?
I
Y'all
guess
see how I feel
Malik.
y'all
I
be
You're
guess
not
saying that
making
Malik
any
Monk.
nonsense.
sense. You're
I
not
guess
making
Malik.
any sense because
I
you
guess
said
Malik
that you
Monk
said
gave y'all
they played the
36 on
best
them
defense.
yesterday.
Cause you said they played the best defense on the Heat, but half of the Heat was hurt. So
for
I
real.
I
I
guess.
Avery
just
I guess.
literally
Bradley was
said,
out.
Hold up.
hold on, wait, Mr. Debunk. I literally just said I'm taking into concept
if the
of
half
how
of the
y'all
Heat
be
was
talking
hurt,
and y'all be
if the
saying
Heat
nonsense.
hold
That's
on,
how y'all be sounding.
hold on. Let me put it back in context for you. If the Heat they healthy, they beating the Nets in the first round.
No,
Facts.
they not.
Facts.
If they
Bro,
healthy, if they
But
got
but SB, I
Hold
think
on. SB, you gotta tell me, dog. Why do you have so much faith in the Nets, dog? Like you gotta
he
let
a
me know
Nets
this.
I don't.
fan.
It's
He a
Why
Nets
you
fan.
got
Low
so
key.
much?
it's
why
Why
video
you have so
game.
much
Because he
faith in
think
these
they
niggas,
Antisocial.
dog?
NBA 2K. That's why.
NBA 2K. Here you
Like I
go with
gotta
it.
know this, bro. Like why
That's
you got
funny,
so
Look,
much
though.
faith
okay.
in these
When
niggas,
I
He a
dog?
Nets
Oh
explain the
hell
fan.
nah.
same
He
thing,
low key a Nets
I'm
fan.
not fascinated.
Nah. Explain it to me, bro. Like what
Low
First
you
of
key a
got
all,
so much
Nets
faith
fan.
in
That's
these niggas?
why.
first of all, Mr. Debunk, I'm nowhere near a Nets fan. I'm a Bulls fan.
It's
Trust me.
2K. He believe in them because of 2K.
No, I don't believe it because of 2K. I'm going off of what I've
Hold on.
recently
Do you
seen
do you
from the
play
teams in the
2K?
East.
You going up for what you hope you
Like
hope
I
one
Y'all
day.
said,
play
I
2K?
don't.
Yeah. No,
What you seen
everybody
from
play
them
2K
three?
though. But that's not the
See?
point though. I don't
I
play. I don't
know
play.
everybody don't, nigga. I don't play no 2K.
Like I said,
I
I
don't
You
don't.
play. But
play
hold on, wait, time out.
anti.
I
Nobody
don't play.
cares. You play live, anti.
Right.
Play no
Hold
live
on, wait,
neither.
look, hold
Fuck
on.
you
Let me
mean,
explain
nigga.
my point to anti. Let me explain my point to anti. It's just no, I don't believe it's not the Nets that I have a problem with. I know I just don't have trust in none of the teams in the East to get the job done. That's my real problem.
But you
Right.
what do you see in the
I
next to
know
make you
what
But you
think
I
not
they
can
even
I
gonna
can
get the
trusting that
accept
job
Nets
that.
though.
done?
I
I
can
don't
Yeah,
accept
trust
that.
Philly
I
because
like
I
that
feel
answer
like
though.
I can accept that.
I like
It's
that
I
still,
answer.
he's
hate
still, he's still
Being
beating.
a Celtics
that's
fan,
my
I can
real
accept
problem.
that. I accept that,
I
though.
don't. That's my
But
real
you
thing. It's
got
not the
faith
Nets.
in the
I
Nets
know the
though.
Nets player problem. Like, hold
That's
on,
a
wait.
good
Like the
logical
Nets,
answer though, low key though. I
the
ain't gonna
Nets,
hold
the
you
Nets.
down.
I ain't
I'm
trying to hear
gonna be
that.
real with y'all.
That is
I'm
though.
gonna be
It's
real with y'all.
facts.
I ain't trying to hear
Hey,
that.
that's a fact. That's the only. I
Look,
mean,
hold
that's
on.
the
Let
only
me
thing you can
talk.
go off of.
Go ahead.
Let me talk. No, because look. Don't get me wrong. I see everything clearly wrong with the Nets. The Nets should lose, but the problem with the teams in the East, they have shown in the future that they cannot get the job done.
In the
Literally,
future.
nobody had the Heat making the finals, and they beat like 2 of the 3 best teams to get to the finals.
I mean, but
That
the
was
Heat
They
a
they had
fact.
can't
a
get
better
the
team
job
than the
done.
Bucks though. They
Even
got
the
a better all
Celtics, like
around.
it
The
look.
Heat had a better
Hold
all
on.
around
Or it
team.
shows you that
True.
anybody
Hold
in
on,
the
wait.
East is
True.
SB.
capable, right?
True. Hold on,
SB,
wait.
when you
True.
say that, you making our point right there, especially when you talking about the Miami Heat.
Exactly. I
They can
No.
beat anybody. That's the thing. They can beat anybody and they can surprise any. There are teams at the bottom of the East right now that could get that 8 seed that could beat anybody. Toronto and Miami are two
I'm not
that,
going with
that I
Toronto.
know.
I'm not
Hold
going
on, wait,
with
hold on, wait.
Toronto.
I don't know about
Hold on, wait, bro.
Toronto
So
now.
that's why I
Hey,
just
hold on.
hold on,
You
wait, time
wanna
out,
know
time
how
out, time out,
bad it
time out.
is? If the
Bro,
Wizards were to
y'all
get the 8
almost
seed,
just
I got the
lost it,
Wizards
right?
beating the Wizards beating the Nets if they get the 8 seed. That's how bad.
You
Yeah,
tripping,
now you a
bro.
hater. Now you
Bro,
a
he
hater
just
now
said
saying
Yeah, you
that. Now you
tripping,
trying to
bro.
go hater.
Come
You
on
showing
now.
the
We ain't
colors.
gonna go there.
Showing his old
You
colors
showing his
now.
colors, bro. You a hater, bro.
Hold on.
Hold
You
on.
don't
How
think
I'm a hater? Hold on. How I'm a hater when they already beat them
You
twice?
don't think Atlanta could give them a run for their money?
I think
They gonna
Atlanta
beat
get a
Atlanta in
niggas a run.
five
Hey,
games.
they did. They did
Atlanta
let
play.
Atlanta. They
Atlanta's
did
the
let
deepest
Atlanta.
team in the East, low key. They may be the
They
deepest team in
is
the
deep,
East.
They
but
did let Atlanta score like
they
what?
should. They will win in 5 because I feel like the experience will hurt them.
That'll
Only
be
really real good in
Nah,
championship.
they got number
Who
9
Mondo
though.
maybe?
I'll
What
give you that.
experience do Brooklyn
They
have,
got number
nigga?
9 though.
What are you?
Right, that's
Anti,
one
that sound
person.
crazy. You talking about
We're not
experience?
doing
That
that.
sound
Anti, we're
crazy.
not doing that today. We're not doing
Atlanta
that.
That
They
almost beat
got
sound
them in the
together,
East.
crazy.
nigga. Fuck you mean?
You
We're
just
not doing
said
that, bro.
you
We're not
just
doing
Yo,
that,
hold on,
bro.
wait, time out,
banter
time out.
anti
Hold
man.
on,
That's
hold on.
We're not
crazy.
doing that, bro.
Individually, ho. They got individual experience, yes. They ain't got no experience together, nigga. Fuck you talking
you
about?
like to pick and choose and use makeup stuff, yo. Come
Yeah,
on,
bro.
that don't make no
Bro.
sense. You just
Yeah,
said.
What am I making up?
We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, dog.
What am I making up?
Nigga,
You just
we
said
just said
individual. You said I've never heard that before.
Anti, we literally said anti. We literally said that the Hawks. There's hardly any individuals on the Hawks that have any playoff experience.
No, but what you're doing, what you're doing right there is you're giving reasons why that matchup would be favorable. If you look to other matchups, other teams like the Heat, other teams, even like the Wizards, as much as you don't want to accept it, they pose matchup problems. See, the Nets, because they don't play defense, it's going to be about who matches up with them. I don't think they match up very well with Boston, or I don't think they match up very well with Miami or the Cavs. They don't match up well with those.
They damn sure don't match up.
But hey, Lamont, I hear you on a bad matchup, but it's like in a whole 7-game series, you think they're gonna get the job done, though?
No,
you're falling in
love with the names. That's what you're doing.
It's not about the names. It's not about the names.
I mean, the only way y'all brought it was Cleveland. That's why I disagree.
Here's the thing, though. SB. Here's the thing about you talk about when you say about the trust factor, right? Which you maybe have a point there in a sense, but what do you don't trust about the Celtics? Because basically, Soldiers lost. The Soldiers has lost to better teams.
Okay, hold on, wait, time out. Before I say my point, was Miami a better team?
Yeah,
they outplayed the Bulls. Hold on.
No. I didn't say well played.
I said that. Hold on, we were supposed to win. We were supposed to win, but the Miami Heat players they outplayed the Celtics players. You had 4 players averaging like 20 points in that series on Miami. Like Tyler Hero, Dragic, Bam, they would all averaging like 20 points a game.
Now, my problem with the Boston Celtics, the reason why I don't trust the Boston Celtics is I love Kemba Walker. I've been a fan of Kemba Walker since UConn. I don't think he could get the job done, and they will expose him in the playoffs. And I don't really trust y'all big man as an option. And also, I don't really trust y'all bench like that either.
So that's just my opinion. Who guarding Kemba Walker on the Nets?
Who is Kemba Walker going to guard? That's the problem.
The Celtics going to. That's all it is. Celtics can play defense. I'm not worried about what the Celtics can do defensively.
You can't tell me you worry about the Celtics playing defense because I could have sworn Goran Dragic killed y'all and Jimmy Butler and Bam.
But that was a weird occasion.
No, if Dragic killed, what Kyrie Irving is gonna do?
Hey man, Marcus Smart gonna be on Kyrie.
He gonna do shit in the playoffs. You better believe
it.
You better get the ball to KD.
Hold on, but SB, you're so focused on offense, you forget that they got to play defense.
It's about defense too.
I'm not denying it.
It's all about the defense too. And here's the thing.
You talking about
Jaylen Brown. Hold on.
You're not denying
what's
that
the number one weakness on Brooklyn is interior. They got a dude in Jaylen Brown that likes to attack inside. That's not a good matchup. Jaylen Brown probably averaged like 40 points, 30-something points against Brooklyn.
I'm not joking. You overloading a little bit.
I'm dead. You look at hold on. That sounds crazy. Anybody that sounds crazy. Look, you look at how Jaylen Brown plays. You look at how Jaylen Brown plays. That's like I wouldn't be surprised if he averaged like 30-something points against Brooklyn.
I think he averaged like at least like 30 in that series.
He averaged like 30-something.
I think he averaged like 30 just based off the way he's been playing and just how bad that defense.
Of course, you got Jason Tatum there, so it can't. I may probably overdid it, but you got Jason Tatum. He gonna get his buckets too, but still.
I agree with you with the Celtics. I just don't think that the Cleveland Cavaliers themselves are consistent enough offensively to be able to.
They already showed you twice against the Nets.
They're not gonna do it in the 7 games.
Y'all got to stop playing the regular season with the playoffs, bro. I understand.
That was no regular season with the.
We've been saying that.
Nigga, I never equate the.
If LeBron lost 2 times to the Cavs, y'all would be like, "Oh, he trash." Oh, he trash.
Bro, who you talking about? We swept. Hold on, wait. We swept the Heat in the regular series. We got whooped in the playoffs.
The Heat have different.
How is it different?
The Nets, they can't guard. No, bro. I could play against the Nets and I could put up 20 against the Nets. That's how.
You can't. Y'all niggas be always doing it, dog.
I ain't even play basketball.
You can't even drop. You can't drop 20 at the YMCA, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Right. Wow.
I'll tell you this. I'm getting a bucket. I'll get a bucket.
That was a skill Panelist pick right there.
I'll make sure I score.
Nah,
That was a
Mitchell,
Skip
stop
Bayless
playing,
pick
nigga.
right there, my boy.
But being for real,
I'm
like the
getting
next,
one bucket. That's all I'm getting.
You
I'm
ain't
getting one
you
bucket.
ain't
That's
getting
all I'm
shit.
getting.
You ain't getting nothing, bro. These
You
I'm
ain't
are
getting
getting a
one
professional
damn.
bucket.
basketball
Nigga,
players.
these
Hey,
professionals,
hold
nigga.
on,
For real, nigga.
They
Jared
gonna put
Dudley
me on.
will
They
lock
gonna put
your
me. They gonna
ass
put me
up,
on the
nigga.
line. They gonna put me on the line.
Anti, they out here sound like
Sound
Skip
like
Bayless.
James now.
For real, dog. Like,
Sound like
Hey,
get
bro,
your
James.
y'all
stupid
wild.
ass up.
nah,
Give me a
but
Listen, it gonna
10-day
take me. It gonna
contract.
take me. It gonna
Give
take
me
me
a
20-some
10-day
shots.
contract.
It gonna take me
Fuck out
20-some
of
shots.
here.
But I'm gonna get
but
that
no,
one
on the
bucket. I
serious
tell you that.
Kyrie
hold
gonna
on,
go off the violin.
hold on.
You won't even get in
Hold
the
on. The
game, nigga.
Nets defense so bad they had Pickett looking at
Hey,
LeBron out there.
a fast break
Bro,
bucket counts too.
you just said you gonna score 20 on the
The
Nets,
Nets
bro. You gonna
defense
have
so bad.
Kyrie Irving
Hey,
like
they can
violin
put.
out
The
there.
Nets defense so
Hey,
bad.
hey,
Hold
SB,
on, y'all. The Nets defense so bad they had Ticket score 40 on them. No cap.
Oh my
No
God.
cap.
Oh
Damn.
shit.
No cap.
Man, shut
I'm
your
about
channel
to
down.
go to
Damn.
shut everything down to your house, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Shut it in.
Fuck you
Yo,
mean, nigga?
shut the lights off.
Shut your
Yeah.
internet down,
Hey,
nigga.
hold on.
Everything, nigga.
Hey, Taco
What?
Fall could put up 30 on the Nets. That's how
Hey,
bad
we're
they
not doing no Tiger Fall slander though.
Oh,
That's what we ain't doing, man. We ain't doing no Tiger Fall slander.
Well, Ticket
damn.
ain't even
True.
better than
We
Elder.
ain't doing no Tiger Fall
Hey,
slander though, man.
hey, do we
Damn.
got any last thoughts? We're gonna be wrapping it up here in a second.
Hey, yeah,
Hey,
we didn't
man.
talk about Matthew Stafford to the Rams, bro.
We're not talking
Talk
about
about
that.
who
Man,
gonna
I ain't
be on
talking
this.
about that, boy. That
Talk
nobody
about
care
Jameis
about
Winston
that.
finna be your star quarterback, and y'all finna be in the lottery next year.
Hey,
Talk about
Chill.
I
First
got
of
something to
all,
say. I
Hey,
got something to
Washington
say.
football
first of
team
all,
winning the
nigga,
Super
you
Bowl
got
next
us
year,
fucked up,
man.
nigga. Sean Payton would never be in no lottery, nigga. Fuck you
Come on.
Hold
talking
up.
about?
Let me say this.
Sean
Let me
Payton would
say
never
this.
Andrew
be in no
Bill
Berry.
Belichick
motherfucking
said
lottery,
Andrew
nigga.
Bill
Berry.
Belichick said the
Nigga, I
same
don't give
Andrew
a
thing.
fuck
Berry.
I don't give a fuck
And
who my quarterback is, nigga. Sean
Bill
Payton would never
Matt,
be
Belichick
in the
said the
lottery.
same thing. Bill
and
Matt
Belichick
We
said
Andrew
the
ain't
Nagy
same
Berry.
Bill,
still.
nigga.
Andrew
Matt
Berry.
Nagy
Find a
still
way.
got
Yes,
that duck
hey,
looking
Todd,
Andrew
for
don't say it
that
Berry.
like
off
that.
of
Like
that
y'all got
missed
like
kick.
6 titles or something, dude. Don't do that.
Fuck them
Andrew
Don't
Berry.
titles,
don't say
nigga.
that like y'all got some titles or
Andrew
something. You
Berry.
only got one
Hey,
championship.
hey,
Calm
I got
down.
eight.
hey,
I
hey,
know. Wait,
Andrew
hey,
Berry.
true. Hold on. Wait, true. No, they don't got. They got a title. We gotta say like a title.
They got 8 titles. We got 6
A
titles. A
title.
big difference.
And y'all got
Andrew
the worst
Berry.
salary cap
And,
going in the next
hey,
year.
Chill,
hey,
Y'all
chill,
not getting
and,
no
chill.
free
All you
Andrew,
agency.
niggas do
hey,
is cheat.
hey, Andrew Berry, GM of the Cleveland Browns. PSA announcement. Please find a way to trade Baker Mayfield for Deshaun Watson. Signed, Lee.
That's not
Not
Nah,
happening.
gonna
they need to
happen.
trade
That's
That's
not
not
Odell.
gonna
That's what
happening.
they
happen.
really need to trade.
Y'all already gave up a lot for Odell
That's
Beckham.
not gonna
They need to
happen.
I
trade
know it's not
Odell.
gonna happen. I know it's not gonna
Well,
happen.
he
I'm
Y'all
ain't
just
going
don't
saying
need
nowhere.
thinking.
Deshaun Watson.
He's better than Baker Mayfield. Way
Don't do
better
that.
than
Don't
him.
Right,
say
but
that.
y'all
Don't say
don't
that,
need him
Anti.
though. Right, y'all don't
Don't
Yo,
need
say you
him.
don't need him.
anti. Look, I'm gonna tell you this though. That Matthew Stafford deal messed the scale up. So now the Texans finna ask for way
They gave them
too much
niggas
because
3 first round picks,
I ain't gonna
nigga.
lie. The
Hey,
Lions
yo,
kind of
They gave
this
finessed
them
so this
niggas
a
Stafford,
3
bro. They
war.
got
first
Hey,
too
yo,
much,
round
this
bro.
picks.
so
They
this
got too much.
this Warrior game, the best game I've ever seen in 5 years though. I ain't gonna hold
I
y'all,
know,
boy.
right? I got you. I believe it,
Oh
dog.
my
I'm with you
God.
on that. I'm with you on
So
that.
I ain't gonna.
Well,
This the new ride right
Hey,
here.
well, hold on,
Lamont.
wait. Hey,
This the
Lamando,
new ride.
you ain't gonna be busy tomorrow, is you? Because like I said, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow.
nah,
I need
just
some
hold on.
advice.
SB.
Nah, just hit me up whenever.
Hold up,
I got you.
SB,
I'm gonna text the line. I got your
What?
line. What's up,
What?
Skid 3?
Nah, but the Detroit didn't finesse the Rams as much as you think they did. We're really reason why the Rams gave them all those picks is because they were taking on that horrible ass contract of Jared Goff. That's why they got those picks for it. That's why it wasn't really a finesse.
I don't understand why they
sent those
paid Golf
they
all
sent
that
those picks.
fucking money, dog.
They sent those picks just
Because he made it to that
just
bowl.
for they
They
sent
knew
those.
Golf was trash.
They kind of sent those picks as compensation for taking on that
No,
ass
they
contract.
took on Jared Goff's contract because in 2 years it's gonna be off the books officially.
Yeah, it's gonna be off. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
dead money in
So I
2 years,
mean,
dog.
so they got a lot of first round. They got good picks out of it. They get a contract.
Detroit gonna do nothing with it, man.
I mean, to me, it's just about getting the picks
Lions
right, man.
get paid to lose.
They got Aaron Rodgers. They just giving Aaron Rodgers the division. That's pretty much.
Man, nah, nigga. You don't even know if Aaron Rodgers gonna be that next year, nigga.
We definitely gonna do a Super Bowl show. Because hopefully by the time the Super Bowl roll around, we might be close to 20K subscribers, so we might just stay live until we hit 20K. So hopefully, it just kind of depends. So we'll just kind of see.
Where you at right now? Like you at 19?
Almost at 19.
Hold on, because
I think it's 18.9.
18.9 when I checked earlier.
Nah, but it's more than that because on my YouTube Studio app it shows the updated count. I think. Yeah, it's I'm at 18,993.
Oh, okay.
Yo, if there's that like button, subscribe, man.
Hey, hold on, Lamar. Hey, True, let me ask you something, man. Hey, who you want? Who you want Bill to get in the free agent this off season?
Oh
Aaron
man,
Rodgers.
that's a whole topic.
Listen, I can talk whatever. Listen, I don't know, man.
Lamar,
Let's make the
Lamar,
team
you want to
better.
get your
Let's
20K
make the
real?
team better, man. That's all
You
I
want to
want.
get
To
your
make the team
20K
better.
real fast? Look, I'm in a
Nigga
lot of
said
Bulls group.
Aaron Rodgers,
Just
nigga. What
make
the
a
fuck?
chat about the Bulls, man.
What you
Look, I can
talking
get all the
about?
Bulls fans on you.
Aaron Rodgers
I
ain't
get a
no
lot of
motherfucking
Dallas
I ain't
Bulls
gonna hold
fans.
you though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I can make a Bulls video for you.
All of my gotta do is talk about the
definitely
Celtics.
send all the Bulls fans through here.
All of my gotta do is talk about Celtics, have Bill Russell and Larry Bird in top 5. He'll be straight. I ain't gonna hold you. You probably be 25K by next
You
week.
better not talk about gumbo in Louisiana than the Celtics. Get out of here.
Nah, we'll figure it out.
This game right here, the best game we've seen in 5 years, though, man.
Hold on, I need
That look
a
on Matt Nagy's face when they clinked that field goal,
dog,
This
man,
is a good
in
game,
the
though.
playoffs.
I need to put out a restraining order against Go Mike, dog. Like this nigga will
Oh,
not
man.
stop putting me on his channel, dog.
Hey, hold on, Anti. You want me to make a video about that nigga? Hey, I can make a video
No,
about
but here's
that
the
nigga.
thing, but
Hold on, fam.
And you gonna get
But
body back
you
on
gotta
Mike.
be,
Hold on.
this is what he
Bro,
said, though. This is what he
Say
said.
less.
He gave a
You
reason.
get body
He
back
gave a
on Mike.
reason.
He the equalizer, bro.
He gave a
Mike's the
reason.
equalizer.
His last 12 videos, bro, I'm in 8 of his titles.
He
nigga.
made a reason though. He said because you keep commenting on his videos.
That nigga trash. That nigga video.
He said, hold on. He said,
who said
They
they gonna
your
come for Go
biggest
Mike?
fan, Anti. Stop
Who said they gonna come for Go Mike?
This is what he said, though.
That's what I'm
Hold on.
saying.
This is what
I
he
come
said,
up.
though.
I get
He
on his
said,
head,
if you
boy.
don't, he said, if you don't say my name, don't call my videos, I won't put you on. I won't talk about you. That's what he
I'm a
said.
grown ass man, dog. You keep playing, I'm gonna pull up on that nigga at Walmart, nigga. Nigga
Hey,
better
look,
stop
trying
playing
to
with me.
go Mike
Anti
the
want to be
equalizer, bro. You don't want that
featured
smoke.
on that
Yeah,
channel,
all
man.
right.
Stop capping,
Go Mike. Now
Anti.
Go Mike about to do 5 videos on you, then, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Go Mike, change on that. Go Mike the equalizer. Tell him you ain't playing no games.
Boy, I will put that boy in a whole blender, dog. Fuck
You scared of that nigga Anti?
Go Mike
I
grinding
will
on
fix
your
that
ass,
nigga teeth for that
Anti.
nigga. Fuck you mean? I will
Are you
fix
gonna
that nigga teeth for him,
Oh
bro.
my
Fuck you
God.
talking about?
Okay.
had that nigga looking like Will, huh?
Huh, bro?
This nigga, he ain't making that.
Put your teeth on the curb, nigga. Put your teeth on
Let's
the
go.
curb.
Push
Nigga
the
make a
ball,
whole
Jalen.
day
Teeth
worth
on
of
the
Jay
curb,
videos
Busy.
nigga.
smacking you
Put the ball,
around,
Jay Busy. Oh my
Anti.
God.
Hey, Renegade, just because you be dick riding that little dude, you heard me? Don't play me, dog. You know where I'm from, dog.
What you
Don't play
talking
with
about?
niggas like that. Ain't nothing street about that little dude, dog. Stop playing with
What
me with
you
that boy,
talking
man.
What are you
about?
talking about?
Stop. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, nigga. Stop playing with me with that little dude, bro.
You
No, I don't know what
mad
you're talking
cause
about.
the
I'm
boy
dead serious.
smacking you around? What you mad for?
See, go, hey, you gonna get that little dude hurt, dog. Stop
Mad,
playing with me with that
mad as a
little dude, dog.
motherfucker. Commenting on every video, got him smacking you around even more, and you can't stop. Can't
All
stop.
right, Renegade. All right.
Got him grinding on you.
I'm gonna do a video.
I ain't hear this story. Hold on.
When I pull up on that little nigga.
GMAG.
I'm gonna do a video when I pull up on that little
Renegade,
nigga,
what you
dog.
talking about? I ain't hear this story. What you talking about?
What
Nah,
you
he
mean?
talking
He
about
done
That's how
changed
they
his
you know
name.
when
Always
every
grinding.
time pull up on Goat Mike, they gonna introduce a duo channel. They're gonna be
Yeah,
like
no
the Goat
duo
Mike and
channel.
Anti show.
You'll get a whole lot of loud shit, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Hey, y'all really need a TV show, Goat Mike and Anti.
Why Go Mike?
Anti.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
You're gonna hear a whole lot of loud shit, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Anti.
Why Go Mike in the comments talking about Mingle just to train him when he was his coach? What are you talking about?
Yeah, see, that's why I can't take that nigga serious, bro.
What are
You
talking about?
He said you coached me, so blame yourself.
I think he trolling with another nigga in the comment section.
Oh,
it's a nigga named Mingo Justice.
He said, man, we could just call him trash. He said, you trained me, blame yourself.
Nigga said, can someone
Hey, Go
call
Mike
Dr.
needs to do
Dre?
stand up, bro. Go Mike needs to do stand up. I'll be
That
here.
nigga,
Just you take my trash out.
Dr. Dre.
that nigga said I dropped 81 on the Nets. Nigga, boy, fuck out of here.
Hey, Go Mike, make your next video stand up about Anti. Do a whole stand up segment, comedy segment.
Oh yeah, that's my first time doing
you know
stand
you
up.
about to get it now.
Anti ain't social. Anti.
Go about to,
you ain't about that life.
make his video
Oh,
off
come
your
on,
head now, Anti.
Hey,
It's over with for you.
Lamont, when are you gonna play Goat Mike, man?
Boy, fuck
Whenever
out
he
of
come
here.
back.
When you take that plane tick.
That
Hey,
retarded ass
no,
nigga,
Mike
dog.
texted me yesterday. He said he's waiting on Lamont.
Oh
he
man,
lying,
saying so,
bro.
Lamont.
You know, Go Mike ain't never touched down here. Man, Go Mike will never come to Phoenix.
Lamont Mike said he was in your area last week. He said he texted you and everything. He said he said you didn't text him back.
He said he was with Devin Booker.
Coach Lane ducking that smoke.
You know, Go Mike lying. Go Mike didn't say that for one because he's still trying to answer to why he didn't take that free flight.
Hey, Go Mike talking about I got weapons.
That boy ain't. I told that nigga ain't nothing street about him.
He got a shillelagh for you or something, boy.
I want about that nigga, dog. I told that nigga
put you in my backyard.
That nigga jack off the anime, nigga. I'm not finna play with that little boy, dog.
Hey, Lamont, got a Go Mike icon fit photo in his wallet, man. What you talking about?
See, Renegade, you gonna get that little dude beat up. You one of these like instigating ass niggas, you heard me?
Hey, Lamont, Go Mike's got that rubber basketball for you too.
That nigga Go Mike. That nigga Go Mike.
I got plenty of real basketballs.
That nigga Go Mike said. Go Mike said. Go Mike. That nigga said. Corey Snow, don't mess with me, nigga. I'm from the streets. I'm about that action.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, you don't even sound tough, nigga. Saying
I'm from the action.
Fuck out.
I said I'm about that action.
Man, Go Mike look like he hoop in a wheelchair, man.
Hey, hold on, don't do that, man. Hold on. We ain't gonna come at we don't come at Go Mike like that. That man got fresh pair of new earphones every video. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We got fresh pair of new earphones every video.
I thought I was gonna hear Go Mike Boss today, man.
Nah, I want no balls.
That man tired. I don't hear that.
FYF record.
Hold on.
Hey, hold up. This how I know who stupid he is. He don't even know how to spell Barry, dog. Nigga say I will bury you. I got weapons. Why you can't spell, bro?
Maybe it's like a certain way he do it. That's why he spelled it that way.
That nigga can't spell,
Maybe he bury you with Barry.
Spell check.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here go.
Hook on funny ass nigga, dog.
Here we go, right here.
I heard this shit.
Go Mike this. Oh, hold on. I ain't hear this.
Oh, who did a Go Mike this?
Oh, it's Big Chest.
Big Chest.
Oh my god, y'all niggas play too much, dog.
He's singing.
Yeah, turn it up.
Boy, you better stop. I send you to the afterlife. I made one. I got the sauce. Born ready. Call me Mars.
Lamont, you gotta stop this shit, bro.
That's Big Chest, huh? No, that's Big Chest. What you talking about?
That man put up a whole diss track on SoundCloud, bro. Yo, Big Chest sent me that shit on the gram and Taj. I was crying, dog.
Mike gotta stop this shit, bro.
I got Go Mike, man. This ain't heat. I got Go Mike. Go Mike, you gotta come back.
Hey, Go Mike. Go Mike, your girl more dangerous than you, nigga, if you got one.
This nigga made this song.
Did you tell him that his girlfriend did a midget in the work bathroom or something like that one day?
Nah, nigga, I ain't telling that.
Oh, I seen somebody say, like, bro, where y'all? Y'all gotta chill.
Yo, hit me. Y'all better chill for go by pull up on y'all.
Hey, low key, look, hold on, wait, y'all ain't peeping. Lamont vibing.
Oh my god,
with this shit. Look at Lamont, he fuck with this.
Hey, Lamont finna make this his intro video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up. Hey,
I put that on my playlist.
Hey, Go Mike. What Walmart you work at, nigga? I'm gonna pull up on you. What Walmart you work at, nigga?
He gonna send you to a Pizza Hut.
Anti, you better watch it for Go Mike put you in his backyard. You see what he said, huh?
He gonna say
that nigga ain't got no backyard. That nigga, hold up. First of all, I ain't finna fight a nigga who got a PlayStation 2, nigga.
I got PlayStation 2. I don't care. I'm playing every damn day.
Nigga got a PlayStation 2, nigga. You don't even have a PlayStation 2, nigga. How you the manager at Walmart, nigga? You got a PlayStation 2.
Hey, Anti, he like the dude from Malibu's Most Wanted.
That nigga Go Mike really got on himself doing one of the freestyles. He's just like, I know I got a PlayStation 2.
Hey, nah,
I don't give a damn. I play every day.
Like that ain't the best
system
every damn day, bro. Y'all ain't finna slam.
I play every damn day.
Oh my, ain't that nigga said I'm dangerous? Ain't nothing dangerous.
Yo, that man really still got a memory card though. That's the wildest part to me though, man. That's just crazy.
That nigga got a memory card, bro.
Your little brother more gangster than you, nigga. Fuck out my face.
That boy dangerous.
That boy trash. That nigga said I'm military minded.
Ayo, chill out. Ayo, chill out. Chill out, go, Mike. Chill out.
I thought you said you was
Hey,
institutionalized.
so wait, you feel more threatened by Manscaped
How
Clippers?
you
Go Mike?
institutionalized? Now you're military.
I feel more threatened by Manscaped, nigga. Fuck you, mean. Fuck you, mean, nigga.
Nah, don't do that to Manscaped.
Nigga, that nigga Barney more gangster than you, nigga.
Hey, Anti, we got a special Valentine's Day package, man.
Nah, nigga.
Man.
I done told you about my genitals, nigga.
And you know you're gonna need about 40s.
Anti, what happened to you having that shorty calling in on the show, man? You ducked that call.
I ain't duck shit. You heard me? Y'all want to hear? You could have heard the last
Nah,
night.
she messing with that shrimp fried rice. That's what probably was going on.
Still on that shrimp fried rice bullshit, nigga. That shit was months ago, nigga.
That shit was not months ago. It was last month. Don't do that, man. It was like last month.
Nigga, fuck out of here.
It was last month. Was that in January? I know I ain't tripping. That was like last month.
How many females done been over here since then?
Come on, man.
Talking about, nigga.
They probably get much stuff too.
You just giving out the bush stick.
You just giving out the bush stick, man. Clean
Anti,
yourself up, man.
Anti be on here with us every night. Stop capping, man.
Hold up, what? Oh, Lamont,
You heard that, huh, Go? Go, you heard that?
Hey,
Lamont, you playing Lamont. Lamont, you playing with me, nigga?
Shit.
I would take my camera. Hold up, nigga. I would turn. SB. Hold up, SB. Nigga, I would turn your channel into OnlyFans, nigga. Keep fucking with me.
Hold on.
With me, you want to, nigga.
I'll pass on that offer, but yeah.
I'll turn your channel into OnlyFans, nigga.
I don't know what that is supposed to mean. That's not
yeah, that's why I said I'll pass on it. That's
a whole lot of ass shaking on this motherfucker.
Dang, hold on.
Hey, yo, you're not there to talk about me. Yo, that's
ass shaking, nigga, from females. Nigga, what you talking about?
You can't say that, bro.
You had
hold on. First of all, why would I have to be clear on that? Why would you want a man shaking your ass?
Nah, you just like you.
Hold on. First of all,
you said you gonna turn my page to OnlyFans, bro.
Nah, you told us that SB.
Yo, don't put that on me, True. He ain't say that to me. He said that to the month. Don't put that on
Boy,
me.
Anti gonna do a whole lot of shuffles up.
Hey, what is wrong with
I don't fight, I kill. You gotta chill.
Hey, look at your profile picture. You kissing behind a mistletoe. Nobody worry about you. Kissing on a mistletoe. Nobody worry about you, boy.
I do the whole kill out chill, man. Y'all better stop playing.
Renegade, you gotta chill out, man.
You don't even know how to spell mentality. Look at that, dog.
What you talking about? Ain't no real killer in the grammar class, man.
He spelled that for a reason. He spelled like that for a reason. Mentality, man.
Lamont, you are such a troll. Why do you always do this to
Mike? Hold up, Mike. Nah, I didn't give you my address on numerous occasions.
Anti brought him up.
I got that
my address on numerous
occasions. He always do it.
I ain't go Mike
biggest fan. And I'm number 2.
Mike was in Mesquite, man.
That nigga be on Channel 8 News.
Yo, what's Channel 8, Anti?
I don't know what Channel 8 is, dog. I think it's Fox 4 down here. I don't know what Channel 8 is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Fox like 32 out here, I believe, or like.
Yeah, in Dallas, he probably maybe I don't know. What's that? CBS?
Nah, that's ABC.
Go Mike from Dallas.
Man, that's Fox, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Channel 8
down here is ABC.
Yeah, go Mike from
funny as hell. Go
Mike from the suburbs of Dallas.
Suburbs.
He in Mesquite, bro. Mesquite is the suburbs of Dallas.
That's funny. When somebody say go, I put you on Channel 8. That's hilarious. When somebody do that.
That nigga came in the suburbs with a basketball goal like that.
Everything I say be serious. Y'all keep thinking I'm playing. You admitted you see. Hold on, don't Mike. You be admitting that you a troll, go Mike. You admitted plenty of times you a troll.
You know you a troll. That's all.
You can't be doing that.
I ain't never heard that.
Anti be on JTV News.
Hey, true Anti. This how it gonna be. A local man traveled to Dallas to slap a man in the face with a bowl of gumbo. He got 30-degree burns in his face.
I can hear Go Mike saying Anti.
Whole lot of anthrax in that gumbo too. While you talking that shit.
Hey, Go Mike, you doing all this talking? Hey, my number is 214-985-4196.
Hey, Lamont, I think you got your main event boxing match right here. Anti versus Go Mike.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a good one right there.
No, it won't.
That's going to be a good one.
No, it won't. Text me
It's
your
gonna be
address.
it's gonna be a majority decision.
Nah,
No, it
Anti about to make Go Mike's gap wider.
Hey, if Goat Mike was to come up with the upset, y'all would be crazy. You gonna hear?
Bro, it won't even be no fight, dog.
Hey, yo, anti.
I don't know what type
good
of
clean punch.
he know.
I got him winning the fight regardless. If he get one good clean punch, he won.
I ain't gonna lie, Anti. How Goat Mike talk, he might got that different, that special strength. I ain't gonna say.
Have you? Hold on. Hey, Lamont,
got that special strength.
Lamont, show his boxing video, dog.
Chill out, no.
Show that nigga
Hey, I ain't
boxing
see that.
video.
Show it to me. I want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. You about
to
I'm saying Anti, he might got that special strength though.
Bro, hold up. You about to see this shit, SB. Hold up.
That boxing video was
show this shit, Lamont.
Anti,
I hope your hands really not like that, Go Mike. Tell you the truth. I really hope. I pray for your safety.
I'm from New Orleans. We step nigga down and put niggas in blenders, dog. That nigga can't fuck with me, bro.
Anti, you'll make Go Mike's teeth wider. You make his gap wider.
Nah, dog.
KJ said chill. Yeah, that's a different channel 8.
Show that nigga.
Hey, is Todd still in the chat, bro? Hold on, wait, time out. Is Todd still in the chat? Why don't he put his face over everybody's body, bro? It don't matter what he do.
That nigga a freak, man.
Come on, Instagram.
Bro, he just added me on TikTok. All I see is Todd's face over LeBron James' body. Why you doing that?
I'm fucking crying, dog.
That's all he be doing on Instagram. That nigga profile picture is a face.
Hey, Todd be sending me funny video. He be how be rolling on the ground though.
Hey, hold up, SB. You gotta see this boxing video, dog.
I'm waiting to see it. I'm trying to find it.
SB, you ever see that shit yet, bro?
No, I haven't.
This shit is horrible, dog. Why can't you throw an uppercut?
I'm trying to find it.
Throw an uppercut, dog.
That boy Go Mike.
That boy hit him with the lean it.
I'll tell y'all. I heard Mike was Goat Mike Tyson in the hood.
Boy, you alive.
Come on.
Nigga 50 Tyson, nigga. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga.
50 Tyson.
Nah, you know
Mike
y'all.
Goat Mike Fury Tyson, more like it, nigga.
To my little dang.
Hey, hold up. Nah, what was the nigga back in the? Nah, what was the nigga back in the day with the?
Hold on, let me see.
Hey, hold up. There you go, SB.
Oh, let me see.
There you go. There you go.
When they Robinson should have done. Okay.
What is this?
I'm gonna wait and see what you do. Okay, you.
Oh yeah, I'm knocking his ass right out.
Watch that shoulder check.
Hey, wait, nah,
Watch the uppercut. Watch the uppercut.
Nah, that's Goat Mike's brother, man. That's not Goat Mike.
There you go.
What your shit look like? Once I figure out.
Lamont, turn this off, man.
That boy crazy.
Watch the uppercut.
Jab. Ooh. Ooh.
That's a jab?
See, when you jab, you swing. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Watch the nigga uppercut.
That nigga said, ooh, 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 ooh.
Is that coming? Yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, yo.
Off, man.
Oh, hey, Go Mike, you need to start dropping comedy videos, bro. You'll be viral in a week.
Lamont, turn this off, man.
No, let it play.
No, we gotta see that uppercut though. That uppercut is crazy.
I just missed it. Y'all just missed it. Look. Look, he just did it.
That's it.
Boy, tired of shit.
Hey, Go Mike, your face is wide open. Your ass boom boom. It's gonna be one punch. You gonna be boom boom to the floor.
Yo, that man fought like a child.
I would step right to the left, nigga, and knock that nigga a whole damn L.
Yo, Go Mike said I'm gonna pull up like Michael Myers doing the movies.
You know who he remind me of, dog? What was the little dude in the vines back in the day? Ooh, kill him, ooh.
Little Terrio.
Yeah, that's who he remind me of, dog.
He's not there.
Cause nigga Little Terrio.
Hey, do Go Mike got a bald head or do you got a do-rag on?
Nah, he got hair. He got hair. He got like a Caesar.
Hey, Go Mike 6'2", 230.
What the hell that mean?
That don't mean shit, nigga.
That nigga said, "What you got? Come on."
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm gonna be 100% real. After thorough analysis of that video, you losing in the second round.
Come on. I'm trying to tell him.
Renegade.
He fight like Street Fighter, bro. He fight like Akuma.
Gold Mike is one of the funniest dudes on YouTube.
He fight like who?
Akuma.
I'm crying.
Off Street Fighter.
Boy, you a lie. Akuma who, nigga? That nigga fight like Dan, nigga. Throwing pictures at niggas and shit. Nigga, fuck out of here. Nigga throwing pictures at niggas. Nigga, fuck out of here.
Hey,
Go Mike say he's
y'all
sparring you,
got me crying real tears, bro.
That nigga said I'll put you in a blender. Go Mike, stop using my words, dog.
Is the blaze dull in the blender?
That nigga said
That's a little bro. That's a little bro.
Nigga, shut up, bro.
Smarter than you and everything, boy.
You see that jab, boy? You see that jab?
That jab was crucial. I ain't gonna
Boy,
lie.
that jab was trash, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Hey, y'all ever seen that viral video of the dude in the boxing match? And then as soon as the match started,
you
he
don't
walked out
throw
the ring.
punches with your elbows, nigga.
Hey, that's gonna happen in y'all fight. As soon as the bell ring, go Mike gonna walk right out the ring.
That's what the fuck he better do, nigga.
I'm Go Mike. I'm bigger than this.
Hey, y'all, we shutting it down, man. Y'all crazy, man.
All right, y'all.
Y'all had me crying tonight, shorty.
That nigga.
Go Mike might have like 10 videos, nigga. 5 video premieres, a lot. He probably gonna go live tomorrow. Have 5 video premieres.
Yeah, and you got a video coming up, and you know that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go reply to it when he drives. I'm gonna go reply to it. I'm gonna dislike the motherfucker.
Hey, long as you don't report him. Long as you don't report him, man.
I ain't gonna report. I'm gonna dislike the motherfucker and comment on it, dog. Like I've been doing. Nigga, how you got? I still don't understand.
That nigga hit the dislike button. You're hating ass. Man, get your ass out of here, man.
How you got more videos? How you got more videos than you got subscribers, dog? I don't understand.
Hey, he grinding though. He grinding though, Anti. He grinding.
You grinding for what, nigga? You got
always
grinding.
Hey, Anti though. All jokes aside though, his subscribers been going up though. I ain't gonna hold you. His subscribers been going up.
Renegade, bro. Y'all do all y'all niggas hate like this in New Orleans like that? Y'all niggas are haters like that?
You said
I don't know what's wrong with this man.
I go Mike say God.
Man, to get on that goat wagon.
You said that's your twin. Who your twin? Go Mike.
Go Mike. Go Mike said that's a twin in the video of boxing. The dude that was boxing said was his twin.
Boy, fuck out of here. That's
no,
your
he didn't say that.
Ass,
no, he
I'm
didn't.
dead serious. That's what he said. That's my twin.
Hey, Go Mike a character, bro. He is a character.
That's my twin. He said me and my twin go pull up on inside.
That's why you
fight two people, boy.
Boy, I would beat both of them niggas up at the same time. Nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Wait, hold on.
Special Olympics boxing. Y'all got chill. Y'all got chill, man.
Hey, Lamont, remember when Goat Mike said he's mixed? He's black and white?
Oh,
Yo, that was wild. That was wild. He said that, though. I remember he said that.
Black as Luol Deng. He was white ass.
He said
only white he is suburbs, man. That's only white
he said his dad's black, his mom's white.
That nigga talking about,
y'all racist.
Hold up.
How you gonna tell me my race?
Hey, true.
Right.
Hold up. The other day, nigga talking about, I don't live with my grandparents. My grandparents live with me. I'm like, nigga, you ain't got no house, nigga. You can't even afford a PS4, nigga. You talking about you got a house.
Chill out, man.
Out of here, nigga.
Nah, man. Hey, that nostalgia, man. Listen, that nostalgia.
Hey, if Go Mike is mixed, I must got vitiligo or some shit, nigga. And Go Mike mixed.
Hey, Go Mike mixed.
My mama right skinned it.
Hey, Go Mike mixed. I'm Asian then, man. I'm Japanese, man. Full blown.
I'm Egyptian.
What were you saying, Lee?
Hey, yeah, I know Japanese. That's funny.
All right, say something. Say something. I'm gonna say Konnichiwa.
I'm about to say Konnichiwa, bitches.
No,
because Anti said,
I do know it. I do know Japanese. I'm not joking. I do know.
I'm for real. Say something. Don't curse me out in low key.
No, I don't even know how to cuss in Japanese. Nate no name wa nan desu ka?
That.
What you just
I
said?
ain't surprised, man. He went to Purdue though, so
that was That was what is your
Damn,
name? That's what is your name?
I'm gonna say, don't tell me you know what you said. Look, you probably gonna say ketchup, soy sauce.
Nah, see, I'll say konnichiwa. Konnichiwa is that's just good afternoon. That like I don't know why people say that. They just say that just the only words y'all know.
Konnichiwa, bitches. Shishiwa.
Shishy knee, nigga. Shishy knee. Fuck you mean, shishy knee.
That nigga said something in Vietnamese. That shit on something.
Oh wait, I do know how to say one thing in Chinese. Yapuchika.
That's
What
Chinese.
the hell
I
is that?
don't know what that
I know
means.
you gotta be
What's
Asian.
that?
You look weird. I know. Ayo, go 2000. Ayo, go 2000. I know you ain't talking. You ain't got no profile pic. Your name is Go 2000.
No, Yapuchika. That means I don't know.
Ghost 2000 been on my butt the whole show. Been on my eyes the whole show.
You got no profile pic.
That nigga said you look weird as fuck.
Hey, I've been handsome since birth.
That nigga said you look weird as fuck.
Y'all weird ass name, Ghost 2000. Ghostbuster ass.
Me and my twin will take anybody to work. It must be your off day then.
I told you what that nigga do at Walmart. Nigga, he a card attendant, bro.
Yo, this is a good ass game, though. This game is better than.
Hey, go Mike. Would you fight anti for your girl? If you lose the anti, you got to get anti your girl. Would you fight your girl online?
I don't want that midget.
Hey,
come on, yo, come on.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, anti.
Man, you see the video, nigga? She's small.
I mean, but she might not be a midget for real. She just
No, we can't talk about people.
Yeah, come on,
I don't want that little mama then, dog.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, I do that.
I like Amazons, dog. I don't like little girls like that, man.
I know, cause you don't shave, bro. So you want them furry.
That's a jump ball, homie.
Nah, nigga, I like Amazon built females, nigga.
Oh, you like you on that Myron Jones tip?
Big old.
I told you what I like doing, Lamar. You heard me? I like wrestling with my bitches. I like coming in the room.
Anti's girl put him in the master lock and shit, man.
Anti like them buff girls.
I come in the room.
He like them
this,
triple BW.
I be like this, and I kick that whole
Yeah, 300 club. That's a key word.
Anti like his girl to sit on him and squish him.
Oh hell no! I don't want that big. Dog.
All master locks, headlocks.
Anti might be gay, nigga. He like girls manhandling his ass like a man.
He like them swole girls.
Ain't no female manhandling me.
Hey, SB.
His girl be pulling the walls of Jericho and shit.
Hey, SB, China from the WWF.
China, yeah, that's what he like. Yeah, he like them China. He like the girls bigger than China, swollen than China.
Oh hell no, that was a man, nigga. That wasn't no female.
Damn.
They gonna pedigree you, Anti.
Boy, you got me fucked up.
What that girl name is? That other one, that girl Beth. What that other Beth? The Amazon Beth.
Hey, go Mike. You don't know nothing about what we talking about. You don't get no.
Anti, how you watch Futurama with the Snoo episode? That's what type of Amazon you
know. That nigga said Snoo.
It's fat lives out there.
This antisocial IG page, yeah.
No, it's not.
Hey, yo,
you a lie.
Hey, yo, fat lives.
Damn.
He said he like big girls, big calories.
This man Myron the fool. He said gotta feed y'all hungry chicks.
Anti be feed his girls a whole lasagna plate, boy.
Yo, Mac Def, I ain't gonna come and end the show capping like that, Mac Def.
Lasagna for your Amazon.
Nigga, is that Myron?
Yeah.
Nigga look like
Myron funny as shit, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Myron funny as hell.
I ain't gonna lie. As I thought, I said, damn, boy, you old than a motherfucker, boy. You look like James Worthy. Well, I swear I thought that was you.
Anti like Cassidy.
He said he like Cassidy,
bro. Yeah, Anti like Cassidy.
You wear big Jabot jeans and a big fit?
Yes.
Shit.
Yep.
Fuck no.
Stop lying.
You wear big jeans?
Early 2000s looking bad.
Since 2000, what?
I said big jeans, big jeans. You wear big jeans,
bro?
Nah, yeah, you do.
That nigga wear the big ass like
that man be in the kitchen with 3XL shirt on.
Anti got that ticket
with a do rag on with a cape on.
Hey, Lamar, hey, y'all got Lamar started. You said you got a
I can't trust that. I can't trust a nigga
TV
anti.
starter kit.
He tell you gotta.
I can't trust a nigga anti.
Still got
Hey,
the tall
look.
T.
Hey, SB, bro, you can't trust a nigga with a big ass like anti and ticket. You can't trust a nigga like that, bro.
Hey, anti. Hey, look, this how I'm gonna tell you how old you is. Did you ever own
the Tay-Rock fitted?
Hold on, wait, anti. Have you ever owned a couple G-Unit tank tops?
No.
Do you still got them? Oh, okay.
I never rocked them hoes, dog. Them bitches was ugly to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you might got like one or two of them.
You got me fucked up. I never rocked no G-Unit fucking tank top. This shit was trash, nigga.
G-Unit.
Yeah,
like
the big T's. So I know how y'all dress in
Boy got them.
Louisiana.
He still
Even
rocking
though
them
half of
tall
everybody down there
T's.
look like
Stupid
young boy
ass.
right now, but back in the day, I was like Cash Money Wayne them. So those definitely big T's and bandanas.
Nigga, we was wearing Soldier Reeboks.
Oh, y'all was doing that. Everybody was doing that though.
Everybody was doing that.
No,
nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely got a couple big T fits, and that's in the past though. That's in the past.
If you look back at the 2000
What's some
era,
Jordans
dog,
on, man?
I still dress like that in Chicago though.
in the
You lying? Nah, nobody dress out here like that. Now you lying. Nobody dress out here.
niggas be in the 6X white t-shirts, dog, back in the G.
3X white tees.
Hey,
Yeah, why?
hey, Lamar, only people who dress like that still in Chicago, they had to graduate high school at least like 07, 08, and they smoke squares. That's it. That's what people still do.
Nah, they went in the penitentiary in about 05 and just got back out. Man.
Yeah, just got back out. Because we don't even wear Pellies like that no more. Out here.
Pelly's been played though.
But they come out of jail and get the Pelly on baby. That's
the big boy coats.
Oh my God! Hey, that nigga said antisocial like transgender. That nigga spelled transgender wrong, nigga. They gonna fuck you up, boy.
He said transgender.
That nigga, they gonna fuck you up, bro. Alright, you playing with them people in Dallas,
Hey,
dog. You know
yo,
them
that
bitches
bitch
don't
said transgender. Yo, that's a vault. Hey, yo.
All right,
Yo,
hey,
he's funny, dog.
we gonna get out of here. Go Mike Wilder.
Transgender.
They finna cancel you for spelling transgender wrong.
Boy, Anti said them transgenders don't play out there in the D.
Hey man,
they don't play on Twitter, huh?
Hey, go Mike. Hey, go Mike. The alphabet community gonna fuck you up.
Hey, Renegade, I don't know about you.
That man about to all make all video, man. I apologize.
I don't know about you, but any nigga that could take meat in his ass, dog, I can't fuck with him, dog.
All I know, I see goats with it. None of that over there.
Hey, salute to the chat.
But you like big woman, man. I'm handling your ass though. What's the difference, nigga?
Come on,
nigga. Nah, you got me
big old,
fucked up.
big old,
Got me fucked up, nigga.
Big baller BBW, man.
Hold on. There's a difference between a big dick
like,
and an Amazon.
Choke me, baby.
I ain't say I like BBW. I ain't say nothing about no BBW, nigga. I said Amazon.
You said you like obese.
Obese is obese.
I didn't say nothing about obese. I said Amazon.
Obese is obese,
nigga.
No,
Nigga, Anti like having that apple in his mouth too.
Nah,
he didn't say he like obese. He said I like to get beat.
We
out. Apples in my mouth. Oh hell no, I'm gone, fam.
Hey y'all, we out, man. Salute to everybody watching from the Facebook group, man. We'll be back tomorrow, man. FYF Sports, man. We go.